Hello. Good evening. Oh, it's
Hello,
hey,
fellow
oh my
human.
gosh. Hello. Let me clear out some space
food.
for. I see you brought rations.
Food.
Rations for everyone.
Yay!
Oh gosh, awesome. Cool. There's that. There's that. Not sure how to set all this up, but we'll do it, man. Cool. This goes this way. This can go this way. These crackers can also go this way. This can go this way, and then this can go this way. Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
How's tax season treating you? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
could be worse.
Could be worse. It definitely could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be much worse.
Anything crazy or?
We're getting a lot of new clients.
That's cool. Oh my gosh,
I'm being proactive on investments, and they're still like the interns are great. I just want to make sure that everything's getting followed up on.
Hello, fellow human.
Fries and fries.
You just say
Oh,
hello,
and
hello,
we
hello.
had-
That's cool because
No, I said hello, fellow
human
human.
to make sure stuff.
Yeah, me or Cat.
Oh!
And Catherine's got to be out.
Were you here last
Do
night?
you want a beer, Munson?
For
Oh
that.
no, I'm a wine guy these days.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm giving up on liquor and
Well, the wine
Oh, wait,
is getting
wait,
ahead.
wait, wait.
Okay, so.
Just remember the siren.
you just switch wines, what you do.
Uh,
Oh!
Something about
The Gringo doesn't stick. No, the Merlot. No, you got to have the apple blend. Like I'm sorry, I thought thinking wine, and then I think Eric Haynes, because he brews it up, right?
Does he?
Yeah, he's like the wine freaking master.
Okay.
Jesus.
Who is?
Joy's husband, Eric.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
Whew,
is
man.
Peter going to be coming in
I mean, he
later?
inspired me to start mixing up that Halloween apple over there, but that's real freaking sweet. So
I'm just going to go with beer.
there you go. But does
Is Kira
wine-
coming in later?
She is.
Okay,
She's got to
alright.
run the big. She said she's got to run the big kids to a party that I think the big kids have known about for a long, long time.
And Kira found out.
Today.
I mean, well, I think she's known about it. I just don't know if their time schedule matched hers. But she said it's a bad day, but I'll be there. So.
Do you want me to use a coaster? Yeah.
And I know Travis isn't going to be able to make it. He's got a responsibility somewhere.
Okay.
So, wait a second. We can just jump on in.
Ernest is
And,
coming,
Is
We
it?
don't have
Okay.
to wait on Ernest.
but we
We're
are.
not waiting on her. Okay, well, we're not waiting on Kira either.
No.
We're just going to
This
jump
character
on in.
will be with
Tell
the party, but he
when
won't
they
fix
get
this.
here. Go
Okay.
catch up.
Ooh.
He
Let me
was
see if-
over
let me see if
years.
Sarah wants to come and join
Alright.
and get some chicken.
There are our characters.
French fries.
You
Brad.
should be in here on the solstice.
Brad.
And
Fries.
Iron's over here. Gonna be joining us later, but I'm still putting my minifigures on the floor.
As you should.
Yeah, here's our party as of the
man, how
moment.
about-
We're somewhere in that
I
general
want some Billy
vicinity.
Joel into my house.
What?
Vienna sausages.
That's right.
Do you want some chicken?
Oh, Vienna. Oh,
Or bread or
alright, cool.
fries?
Awesome.
I'm gonna sit down. Do you want me to use a coaster, or do you want me to just use that?
That's fine. You can use that as a coaster. There are other things that can be used as coasters also. Actually, if you want to throw down, like, don't look at this
Now,
map
Eleanor,
yet.
last
You can throw it
time,
down the other side, like the blank side.
last time, I got
Yeah,
up
see,
and
Coaster
threw,
City, man. That's
Eleanor,
what it's all
last
about.
time I got up and threw your cans and stuff
It's all
away,
about killing
okay,
comments.
I'm going to let you do it this week. That means when you finish, you don't put it behind you. It means you get up
Oh, somebody
and
sorted
you put
these.
it in the trash can,
Yeah,
okay?
in a unuseful way. And I tried to,
Who did that?
Kira, and then I was like, you can sort them by color. And she was like, no, I wanted to sort them like this. And I was like, But
And then
then,
sorted by like the actual diet.
yeah, which is completely useless. So,
That's
when
okay.
I say that, it's not completely useless. All right,
It's
it makes
not.
it pretty. And what you can do now is you can make your own set by picking one of these and one of these and one of those, and you know what I mean. So if you wanted to make like
What?
right, so if you want to make a set That's, you know,
Okay.
Gonna just use the dice
which
that I
need to do also
actually
because
use.
I don't
Where's the
have a
D20?
set. Because normally I just get, that's what I'm using tonight. So I guess.
I need a high D20 and a low D20.
dice for you.
Yeah, well, she didn't do it for me. She was looking for something to do to figure out with other stuff. I'm sure.
Well, it would have, yeah.
Alright, you and you. And
Okay, that's a pretty good dice.
you and you. I started making a vintage set though for myself, but I didn't have like, you know, like that's an old school one. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of tell looking at them like, oh yeah, that's an old one.
And then I
The
need.
green's my favorite color, so I'm just gonna grab some greens for each of these and
I don't know, none.
that's cool.
Here's a green.
Oh yeah. Oh that is an old. Oh man, that's an '80s one right there, Jane. You remember that one?
Who's that one?
You probably rolled damage on that one. Uncle, nah, that yeah. But this one's solid colored green. Like the '80s font. Like
I don't know.
you can tell, man. I've
I
used this
need
one a lot.
2 of these. 2 D4s.
I'm probably good with that. And I got
And
fours. I got
then
a 6.
need an initiative dice.
You have a 20.
I need some 8s.
Yeah, I have a 20. That's like the first thing I
I need
got.
one more 8.
And then these are the percentage
vintage
dice.
I got a 12. I got a 12. Alright, cool. Ew. So I was looking through my old school stuff, and I ran across an old crit table that I used to use when I was evil.
When you were what?
When I was evil. I must have been, because to read through like what might have happened in this crit table is like crazy.
Munson, do you have a 20?
Yeah, it looks like I threw a bunch of vintage stuff down here too. So. I'm good.
Okay, and
I'm
then
good.
what else do I need?
I don't know where I don't know where the dice bag.
Do I get an 8?
There were like a couple dice bags in there too.
Do you have anything that rolls damage at 8?
I don't think so.
Who is,
Who
who's on your dish chart?
Xavier? Yeah, Professor X washes dishes for us because he kind of lives here now.
Who?
Professor X?
Who is Professor X?
Xavier.
Caleb's friend Xavier. He's waiting. They're all waiting to move to Ryan's house. But they want to get a driver's license first.
They?
Yeah.
One of them.
I mean, it's kind of like 2 parts of the same person. It's really weird.
Okay,
I don't know.
so-
I don't know, man. They're I don't know.
Alright, so you...
Xavier's cool. Like, he
Okay.
works out at Dollar General. And, yeah, but his mom's dead and he's got a deadbeat dad, so he kind of lives at our house. Okay. So,
I didn't know.
he's a lost boy, man.
Which, I mean, they come through
And
the
there's,
kitchen sometimes. If you'll just, like, introduce me, then we'll know.
that's cool. Sometimes I have to introduce myself. When it's
No,
somebody
that's all
new.
right.
Yeah, so.
No worries.
They're in that
Kinda-
thing,
It should be
and
kind of
we,
easy, but I had somebody with a wheelchair. No Patrick Stewart.
It's normally Caleb and Xavier, and then they have another friend of theirs, Jay, who works
Professor
at
X.
Food Line. They kind of run a pure right. They all have jobs and they all need to go places, but none of them have a car or a license or gas money.
Oh, they have a girlfriend?
But they have
Car
motivation.
and the gas money?
They're all motivated. I guess I don't know. I remember being their age, and actually, honestly, like.
Are they door dashing?
Bonnie, I think, is the DoorDash suspect.
See, if they are, if
No,
they are
see, Jane,
door
you don't
dashing, they're not
understand,
saving money.
Because, no, you don't understand, because when they go to work, they earn their money.
I do.
When I go to work, I also earn their money.
Right, I know.
Okay. All right, just so we're clear. Okay.
When I go to work,
Because
I
it's
earn
rude to
my
ask
money.
them to spend money on gas for people that they ask to go drive them places.
That's not
Because
rude. That's life.
yeah, right, but yeah, right. They're gonna figure it out at some point.
That's life.
They're gonna probably, according to Caleb, they're gonna figure it out when they move out in April when he gets his license.
Okay.
What happened to your DM screen?
And this Robbie Watts bought.
Would it be really
Really?
terrible if I like mixed these up, like took some
I
tins
look.
and put it
I
in
think
the
you just
12?
need to just make it your own.
This?
Yeah. I mean, really, like those can get you know, and we can grab more Ziploc bags, and you can go, this is my set, and that's cool. And I'm not
If
sure.
you have these little Ziploc bags, we can make that.
Yeah. We got more Ziploc bags.
Oh,
If you
no,
don't,
I
we'll just steal
found-
these,
Do you
right?
have a Sharpie?
Oh, no, I found
Sure.
my actual dice bag, and then actual thing that I normally bring, and then I forgot to grab it before we left the house. So.
But really, I think it would be really cool to like talk some of the
played.
originally the idea was to get some of the teenagers to play this with us, and they normally have other things on the line.
I like your earrings. They do at the same time. They bring me back memories of working in places where, you know, you had to have the little child crossing sign.
So there's a sculpture in Florence, Italy, on a bridge of this.
Oh, okay.
Going out like as if someone's walking out
Oh,
We may have to wait until Kira gets here to figure out.
Oh, cool.
to figure out what the dice.
Well, the Ziploc bags. I'm not sure what else.
It's okay.
Oh, well, it's okay. Danny can just use this one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we'll figure it out when she gets here. Like, we can, you know, work it out so everybody's got
We'll
their own
figure it out as
thing.
we go along.
And I've probably got more
Okay.
dice bags at the store. Like, normally we just
Yeah.
run with the Christmas box full of dice. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's all good.
Okay.
When last we left off, there were mermaid, nasty, kelpie, charmy things that had been killed.
Yeah.
Sirens.
Sirens had been
Oh,
killed
yeah.
in
I don't know
room
that's not what they're
10.
called, but that's what I'm calling them.
Right.
Absolutely.
I have also redone everybody's character sheet. Because I'm so cool like
Do you
that.
have a pencil sharpener?
We
Have
do.
a
Hold
knife.
on. Let me ask Sarah, because she may know where it is. We have an electronic one.
A knife will work.
Sarah, where is the pencil sharpener?
I would like this long one with an eraser.
Can you watch a movie instead of that?
YouTube shorts.
I did ask Neville to listen to one thing at a time. Because like the TV will be on and it'll cut on a video.
Ernest is the same way. I'm like, one noise
I
source.
can't.
I can't do two.
If it was just, if it was
tell
just me, I would prefer absolute quiet.
I was in class and somebody had whatever. I was like, you just need to pick a sound.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do it. What you have to say is important, but I'm muting you at this point. So, you have something to say. Unmute it. The Phantom Toll Booth today.
This
I
one's
thought about that movie for the first time in years this week, literally.
Really?
Yeah. It might have been synchronicity or spirituality or something. Do we have more pencils in there too?
There's two more.
Oh man, I had a bunch. I've got
I
a bunch
know
at the
you
store
did,
too.
and then I took them out so I could see the dice, and they disappeared.
Thursday,
That's cool.
for Eleanor's academic
It's okay.
team, they
I'm
mentioned
redoing. I normally redo the
Yeah.
character sheets anyway, so pencil is more like for hit point kind of stuff to go
Right.
way back, right?
It's fine.
All right, cool. Tina has enough experience to level, but I'm putting it off until we get at least through a little bit of this. But
Until we get back.
yeah, until you get back, and then you can do the train thing. Slash.
You mean I have
Is
enough
that your sweater?
gold and gems,
Oh right, no, you've got enough
which
to
is
do.
why I
Yeah,
keep
I'm
adding
into
it
it.
over here,
And
and
at
I'm
some
keeping
point,
the number of gems for training.
that's cool. And at some point, I want to redo
okay.
some of the other stuff for. Oh, and then there's Julio.
She said it's supposed to be oversized. I brought some markers and crayons if you want to color.
Okay.
Got this over there, this over there, this over there.
Or if you want to color, Jamie.
Lashwa, yeah.
Or you want to color, Eleanor?
Julio
I'm
is
of course,
also
yeah.
on the sheet. Okay, cool. So,
I'm doing Angela Davis's hair.
Okay.
but yeah, Robbie got me this
She
for like birthday,
underestimated
Christmas, or
how long
something
it
like
would
right
take.
for the last game night at the shop,
Okay.
which I thought was cool. But it's a little bit more than I'm used to. So of course I've got.
Oh, whoa! There you go.
But it won't do the thing yet.
You
so
need a clip.
I've got a clip. Hold on. We'll make this work. Aha.
There you are.
Okay. That might be more familiar. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, although, actually, now this is, that won't do the thing, will it? Well, drat. We're going to work it out. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. I'll just say, like, that's part of this screen. So
Okay.
Okay, all right, cool. But I've also got, like, yeah, this was actually really cool. It helped me, like, organize some stuff. Here's Ernest when he gets here, too. All right, cool. Bam, let's go this way. And then there's Iron when she gets here. So hopefully everything on your character sheet is pretty close to what it looked like before. Let me go to the bathroom now. Before we get started, folks. Yeah, what a great movie.
5.
Oh my gosh. What are the
this.
names of the ones at the end? That they redo everything and they make everything right? The two fairies or whatever?
Rhyme and Reason.
Rhyme and Reason, thank you. Because I mean, really, I remember reading the book too. It's a good book.
I don't remember reading the book. I remember the movie. Elmer got a couple questions on the academic team they asked in general.
About the Phantom Soul?
Yeah, so we watched it.
Oh, that's a cool movie. I thought about that movie literally this week though. I was like, oh yeah, that'd be a good one to watch with Sarah.
Do you want to color?
Thank you.
What? Is it okay that I color them?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna color them. I mean, I thought that was the whole point of that book.
What are those?
What you would color them?
It's a coloring book we had when we were little. I mean, not the same, but
No, it's
I mean, this isn't the one that we had.
no, it's not. But I mean, it's the same. Like it's not like 1980 whatever. I mean, it's current. I mean, it's recently been published. It's not classic.
Right.
It's not.
It's the same. It's the same one that we had. It's nostalgic. Your mom got me one for Christmas. Got it for me for Christmas.
Welcome back to the world of Mistar. You've made your way across plains and trees and forests and through enemies of all sorts to White Plume Mountain. Dun, dun, dun. Now that you're like inside this place, you've done the drain thing. Water is kind of like seeping out still. Like over time, we're gonna say everybody's like had time to rest and or heal themselves.
Cool.
All right, cool. You found all
We
the
have
Kelpie's
our
treasure
cleric
here.
now, so.
Wait,
All right,
for what?
this was the
We have our
Kelpie's
recipe
lair
now.
where you found all the treasure at the end of the last adventure. All right.
Okay.
You also have noticed now that some of the water's kind of drained out through the drain that you opened up in 9. That there is this like pulsing and low hum that kind of permeates this entire mountain, and so each of you has.
The whole mountain.
Yeah, and as you tried to sleep even, like it's this throbbing, like almost like this breathing mountain beneath you is flowing through your veins now.
I'm telling you, the mountain is alive.
And so,
It could very well be.
the mountain may be alive. And so, as you've kind of had some time to heal, restore your mana, deal with the proximity of this throbbing underneath you and this low hum that just permeates the entire atmosphere, and get very hard to hear things from other areas also. But each of you may have in your character's memory some awful memory about, this low hum may bring, I don't know, like awful memories of your past to.
Oh no! Have I had a relapse? Am I now scared of water again?
Yes.
You may, in hearing this throbbing, maybe that brings back those awful memories that made you scared of water. The throbbing may remind you of hoof steps upon the plains as enemies arrived at your homestead. That low throbbing underneath
unsettling,
it's unsettling. Okay. Maybe visions of like goblin armies off in the distance. So I thought we'd go around the table and everybody can tell me an awful memory that they have of their character.
Oh, beautiful.
Awesome. Who wants to start?
I can start.
You start, Solstice. What's this throbbing reminding your character of?
It's reminding me that not only am I scared of water, I jumped in the water.
You
And
jumped into the water.
I kissed Max. It's horrible.
You have this recurring nightmare
Get
now
down,
of kissing
child.
Smash,
Get
trying
down.
to give him
Get down, child.
air to breathe
Get down.
in his direst
Thank
of
you,
moments.
child.
Yes.
And he's not even here to hear this memory because he's in such a deep recovery sleep. He might not even be able to be awakened for the adventure tonight because he has, and Travis quotes, adult responsibility.
Oh my God.
I know, right? That could mean a lot of stuff.
Somebody said,
it sounds like I've got to go to work tonight to make money.
Someone put on Facebook, they said, adulting is soup and I am a fork. And the comment underneath it said, then pick up the bleep bowl and drink.
Sometimes people say things and they don't even actually say things. Oh, sorry. They text things, which is not talking. That's, but yeah, people are bad. People are bad. Anyway, all right. So you're having this. You're having this recurring nightmare of having to touch lips.
Yes.
With this half-orc barbarian of all
things. In
water.
That.
So you're having a wet dream about.
Oh God, no.
I feel like you almost said it.
Yeah, my hands feel like.
Eleanor,
what's Athena having this? Yeah. So do you have? Does Athena have some? And I'm not sure exactly what her memories of her half-elven heritage are, or like whether this throbbing reminds her of something in the forest that she may have been exposed to, or maybe even
getting attacked by like.
Yes. By things.
By like hobgoblins.
Oh my gosh, demi
hill
humans.
Giants and all that kind of stuff in the forest.
Oh, the hill giants. So she's having this memory about the hill giants coming from last time. That is, I think that's thumbs. Is this an ear?
It's a child.
No, that's
I don't know what it is.
The child.
Cat child.
It's the child. The child. So you're having these awful memories, these dreams about all these orcs coming and overrunning your ancestral homes of the elves and burning things down, and you're like, oh gosh, this mountain's almost like bringing back all this really bad energy, this bad juju. It's just all around me. And then Janu is just reminding you of something.
I have a nightmare on my sheet, and it says nose, like nose, controlled by several celestial giants periodically. But I don't really understand that. So Janu is going to have a nightmare of what some might call
nightmare. Nose controlled by several celestial giants.
Sounds like someone else.
So actually, Janu was might have. Janu feels sometimes like Janu is not in control of Janu. Like, as if other people are playing Janu. And some of these memories are other people's memories. Like John. And so John came up with this thing like, I know that I'm being controlled by other people when Buffy plays this character. I know it. And I was like, cool, well, let's write that on your sheet. So I think that's where that came from. But your memory could actually be something more related to your dwarven heritage, if you wanted it to be, or maybe your intimate knowledge of dragons or
one of the elders in our village
spoke
of a time when there was a great flood.
There once was a time. It was a great flood.
It was what made it so great.
And it went boom, boom,
it went everywhere.
The water was
and the earth shook.
The earth shook.
Like this is shaking
what
now.
Happened? I told you. I had a bad experience.
I had a bad experience once.
What happened? I told you. I had a bad.
So you're having this nightmare about this water and this flood, and like you hear the drain, like here, like with the water draining down, and you're like, this is like the flood's coming back, like the whole world's gonna, and then it's gonna be 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
It's as if asteroids hit it's as if big rocks hit the earth, and big clouds made it dark.
Big clouds made the world dark.
Long time.
I think.
And the earth flooded.
Telling all about the elders there. Oh my gosh.
I know that, and I can sing the song.
Nope.
and it's called 2
Nope.
by 2 Noah built Hammond Arky.
Oh my God.
told Noah
Stop.
to build Hammond
Right on.
Arky.
So
Nope. There was no, what is an ark? There is no, whatever that is.
There was no boat.
No that.
No boat.
No boat.
okay. So right this second you find yourselves in area 10. You're at full hit points, full mana. As far as like sounds that you're hearing, like besides this low throbbing, every now and then,
Are we able to check out what was in the drain? Like, is the water all gone from the drain?
That's a good question. All right, so like I'm guessing like probably about 8 to 10 hours have passed since you were here. Most of the water in the Kelpie area is kind of like gone out. So this is all slimy, looking green, nasty. It's very deep, you know, like in this area that's tinned, right? This is like where the water used to be.
Do I detect magic?
You actually had to cast Detect Magic last time, which is where you found that Chainmail +3 over here in the Kelpie layer with, and you don't detect any other magic within range. Now, if you open up doors and start moving into other areas, that may have changed, but your spell's way over now because you're back at full mana, and this is 8 or 10 hours later. All right, so right this second, everybody gets to roll a wisdom check.
Not on the table, child. No.
We get to roll a wisdom check.
Child, don't go on the table.
You failed. Eleanor, did you make your wisdom
Oh,
check?
wait, I didn't do a
going for
wisdom
the
check. I
elves,
was
and
getting
they
the
both
child
failed.
off the table. I did not make my wisdom check.
The elves are
I
not
made it.
so wise. Oh, the Janu has made it. All right, cool. So every now and then, like about every 45 minutes-ish, you hear very faintly with your keen dwarven hearing, whatever that means, like kind of a...
Well, aren't I used to being underground?
Yeah, you are used to being underground, but there's like this low hum thing, and like it's a weird deal with all this geological, I don't know, you're the geology major, like there's all this weird stuff that plays into lava stuff. Well,
Not the same.
oh, and there's no GPS?
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, alright, so you know where you are.
Yep.
And that's where, yeah, and that's at least
we're
5
in a
miles from
volcano.
where you were. So right here, through this door, about every 45 minutes, you hear a scraping sound on the other side, like almost like metal hitting rock somehow. But it's not all the time.
Reminds
you still hear
me
like
of
this
the flood.
of the flood.
The ark.
Flood.
The
God.
Okay, so you hear this like
the mines. It reminds me of the mines.
yeah, but it's definitely something like this sounds mechanical.
Yeah,
Like it
mines.
doesn't-
It
okay.
reminds me of the mines. Let's
Alright.
go find out.
Excellent.
All right.
All right, so we'll go around the table. Everybody can take action. All right,
try to
so
open the door with my
all right,
charm.
Janu approaches the door.
What do you mean with
It's
your
now
charm? You
visible
mean your
to
axe? You
area
mean your
11.
axe charm?
Mm-hmm.
I
All right, cool.
open the door with my charm.
I open the door with my charm.
Yeah.
What charm? What are you talking about? You got a
Yeah.
key that says
No.
charm, open door,
No,
any
I think
door.
she just named her
My
axe.
battle-
Her
my
battle
battle
axe
axe
is
is
named
the
Charm.
You take.
Charm.
Oh, okay, so this is
My lucky charm.
this is a pretty heavy-duty wooden door. Now you got lots of time to chop at it all
I
you
try
want.
to just open it.
You might even have a whetstone, and if you don't, you should. Do you have a whetstone?
I do now.
You do now. Write down whetstone on your equipment, because like if you're gonna be chopping down doors with your axe, you're gonna need to resharpen that axe. That's
Okay.
crazy. Like, oh yeah, no, it's fine.
I try to just like push it and open it. Does that work?
Roll a strength check. So roll a 20-sided, roll low.
19.
19. Okay, so you're hitting
completely
the door in all the wrong places at first, and it's really frustrating because you feel like this door is wet. It should be rotten, but it's not. It's like puffy in the wrong places. It's got like, steel reinforcements.
I will help.
Okay.
I attempt to like pick a lock or whatever.
Okay. Oh, you want to actually open the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Oh, well, that's different. All right, so
You actually were very high strength.
so you're like, look, Janu,
And
I
I
can
open the door.
gotta go. There's a handle on this door, and so you grab the handle on the door
Yeah,
and you try and open the door.
yeah.
All right, roll a 20-sided.
I think that's a 9.
All right, you roll a 9. Okay, cool. So you go down, you kind of like working on the door, and you kind of like, it seems a little weird stuck, and all of a sudden, like you hit the right spot with the pressure point, like the little knob or whatever, like, or the handle you know, kind of like move slightly to almost like, oh yeah, that's how it's locked. Okay, I see how that works. And then like you're able to open the door if you want to. You can feel that like it's givable now. Like you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Open the
She
door.
chopped all this bits off of the door, but the door is actually okay. Click. I can open it.
I open it.
All right, you open the door, and then
Why not?
dun dun dun, looking inside this area, right? So you got, is everybody moving inside? If that's
I'll go
possible.
first.
You don't see any enemies here yet. Iram and Julio are obviously doing something. Elves are following you as reinforcement.
No,
I thought they were
the
outside.
elves are outside.
They're outside.
The elves are outside?
Yeah, you left the elves outside because we had a lot of people
Oh.
last time.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
They
well.
said, have fun storming.
Oh, that's right. They led you there and then they were like, peace out.
Bye.
Yeah, they did. I do remember that. Okay.
I don't go like inside the room. I just hover at the door.
You
looking in,
imagine for a moment
Yeah.
that the elves might be helping you, but they're gone. Okay.
That's Zeus and Apollo.
Zeus, right, they're looking after the dogs, right?
No,
That's
Zeus
just
and
how
Apollo
we're with
are
them.
So
with
they're
us.
with you.
Yes,
So
some
Jake
people.
the
So minus the elves plus the dogs. Got
And
you.
then Jake the snake.
Okay, I'm gonna get it right eventually.
Don't forget about the
Where are the
snake.
dogs? Alright, Matilda is being looked after by the elves, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Zeus, Apollo. Alright.
Who may or may not be mistaken for the elves. That I didn't think
I mean,
about
in a combat
teaching them
situation,
archery
who knows?
until now, but okay.
Right.
I don't go in the room.
So-
I stay at the door like, hey, I'm
so
here
now
for
that you're
you. I'm
inside
not
this
going
room-
in the room.
Oh, say that again. What?
I'm like in the doorway like, hey, I'm right here if you need me, but I'm not really going in this room. I don't trust it.
Alright? You're like,
I
I'm not
don't
really
trust
going in this
anything.
room. I don't trust this room. Right?
I'm like,
Alright, so
standing,
you're
I'm
not,
like in the doorway.
you're gonna watch from the doorway and see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I really don't.
Like, if y'all need my help, just scream.
You'll
Alright.
know.
You'll know. Janu, I'm guessing you're like, are you the first one to walk
Yup.
through the door? Okay, so you walk through the door, and now the little like screeching metal against rock kind of sound, like is a little bit louder. And what you see is that this area right here is something. It's kind of like a metal drum, and it's rotating.
Okay. Does it make that noise?
Like it's scratching the rock somehow. Don't know how it's rotating itself. But this whole area down here is rotating. You see a door at the end of the corridor also.
How big is the drum?
Alright, so it's like a 10-foot circle, right? 10-foot diameter cylinder that's somehow rotating on its axis in this rock cavity. And remember this whole area, right? This whole White
Does it
Plume
have a
Mountain.
cap on it, or can I see through it?
You can see all the way down it, and actually, so I'm guessing you're roll a wisdom check as you're investigating the drum.
17.
17. What's your wisdom?
12.
Not bad. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So you're looking down at you might see like a glistening, like almost like it's got some kind of like liquid on it.
I shoot an arrow down.
You shoot an arrow down it. All right. So so your crossbow. You pull out your crossbow and you're like, I'm gonna shoot a bolt down there.
See what
All
happens.
right. You bang like are you aiming for anything particular or just like
Just to
Downward.
see, like, if something goes through it, what pops out.
Oh, okay. So you're like you wanted to go all the way to the end of the wall. Okay, cool. So you pull out your crossbow, you shoot through the cylinder, it goes straight, pretty true, hits the back rock wall, kind of like splinters a little bit on the end bit, but nothing. It doesn't hit anything invisible.
All right.
Going through the corridor
It doesn't trigger a
doesn't
boulder.
trigger any weird, strange trap other than what you're looking at right now.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, and then
That's a little suspicious.
all right, so then Solstice, what did you want to do? That was Janu's action, investigating and walking in the door. You opened up the door. The dogs look tentatively at the drum because it looks like this would be a hard thing to.
Alright, can I make a wisdom
Run
check
through.
also and just kind of investigate, see if I recognize it or anything like that?
Right, you're just like looking at the drum, trying to figure out like what's going on with this thing,
I
right?
failed.
Okay, well, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 15.
15.
My wisdom is 8.
It's 8. Okay. All right. Cool. So you're looking down the cylinder, and what you see is that there's this 10-foot diameter cylinder. It's spinning. It's going counterclockwise, and it's made of metal. you can see that it's painted with patterns of black and white spirals. So it kind of like does this weird dizzying thing as it's spinning, like.
Oh, so it's like an optical illusion thing.
Not even like a. Well, I guess I mean, it looks real to you. I don't know about illusion. That's like a different thing. But there's this like spinning. It messes with your head. The more you're looking at it, the more you're like, I need to close my eyes and look away from this thing.
Like an optical illusion.
Yeah, and it may be a little bit more vivid to you being the half. Are you half elf or full elf?
I'm a half elf.
You're a half elf. So you're a half elf looking at it. The dwarf's like, that's cool. I got no problem with white and spirals. But that's what you kind of see on the drum as it's spinning.
And I have no idea what this drum is doing.
Right, but you do notice that the interior of the drum, it looks very smooth. You know, like worn, really smooth metal. And it also appears to have some type of like liquidy substance like on it also.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you kind of see like
Set it on fire.
looks liquidy.
What?
Right?
I'm not opposed.
And the entire cylinder is about 30 feet long.
I threw a fire to the liquid in the middle of the cylinder.
The drum, like other doors to get out or something.
Oh, yeah.
On the opposite side, like further down,
Yeah.
you definitely see another door.
Okay.
Right, that kind of looks like it leads out to the left. And Athena, what did you want to do, looking at all of this wonderfulness with this thing? Or what action did you want to take? As you see this spiral spinning metal cylinder, it's got spirals on it, it's messing with your head. Janny just shot a bolt through it, so there's nothing visible that you can tell right there.
Can I do detect secret / conceal doors on the room?
So your elven ability to do that would require you to kind of like move down that corridor and like up to the point where the cylinder is, no problem. You search that, don't find any secret doors or concealed doors there. But to search through the corridor, you can't just like look at it and go, there's a secret. You would have to, your spidey, your elvish spidey senses.
Room.
Oh,
not
on
like
that room.
Not like down the corridor.
Gotcha. So in the room that you're in, minus the cylinder that's spinning.
Yeah, minus
gotcha.
that.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you don't detect any secret or concealed doors in that area. Mainly looks like rock wall. It's about 10 feet high. You might see like what looks like trash on the floor in different areas, like like remnants of like some wooden like box that got broken, like splinters, like dusty trash in the corner.
Okay.
Maybe a weird smell in the corner. I don't know. Like, yeah. So, but you don't find any treasure or anything, of substance that way.
Okay.
I head towards the door.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
all right. So after you guys have all kind of taken your action, all of a sudden you would see that door at the far end comes open. All right. And at this point, roll initiative, because I just need to know who's being able to go fast and who can't, right? So
that's what, 10-sided?
I roll a 10-sided and try and roll low. You get your dexterity adjustments if you have them.
One with modifiers.
That sounds like you're going first, but somebody else might have
5 with modifiers.
Okay.
Negative something.
Oh God. Okay, in that case, you're going first.
A
negative something goes before
modifiers.
1. All right. So Solstice. You see this door open, and
can Iron go first, and then that way we go in the, around in the order?
Well, see, Iram's not here.
I meant not Iron, I meant Janu.
Oh, Janu. Oh, right on.
And then that way, you know what I'm saying? Because if I start, and then we all go before you do, it's just gonna.
That all kind of makes sense to me.
Screw up.
Not you, and not you, and not you.
We should have just had one person roll initiative.
No, I think it's more interesting to do it this way, because then you're competing with each other, but then you're not.
Okay.
Because actually, technically, what you really want to have happen is whoever's that way, go first. Because then all of y'all get an action before me.
All right.
But as it is, everybody rolls, and so you go first, and then we still go around the table. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so
I want to
it
shoot
kind
at
of
it.
makes sense. It kind of makes sense.
I want to shoot at it.
All right, so this door comes open.
Right, what do I see come out?
All right, right this second, you don't actually see, and I say that, roll a 20 side. This is a wisdom check also.
6. I made it that time.
All right, awesome. What you see is, you would see like door, right? You see beyond the door, like it's almost like somebody like grabbed the door, opened it up, and kind of stood back, like taking the door apart as cover. And you now see you see like a little
every
spark
single time
of light. Like everybody's watching it like Infravision, right? You see like a little spark of something.
They're shooting
right
flaming arrows
through the doorway, right? And that's about all you can see, except for like maybe the gleam of like one good eye staring.
I shoot.
Looks humanish.
I shoot my bow and
you
arrow.
pull your bow and arrow. You're like, I think I know that guy, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna take him out. All right, cool. And all right, and you. All right, cool.
I
got
a 17.
All right, good. Cool.
And a 20, natural 20.
All right, the 17 is a miss. Because he's got full cover behind the door, which gives him like a plus for that. But 20,
natural 20.
right? It's almost like your first arrow kind of hits the edge of the door and then breaks and shoots off like towards the end. You see him kind of move back a little bit, and now like in the glimmer of the light, you can really see him really clearly. And you take your other arrow really quickly and right where you're 20. What's your max times 2? And
my max. Oh, okay. So
what's your maximum damage?
It says D8 plus 1, and then it's a plus 1 longbow. So
D8 plus 1 would be 9 points of damage.
Right.
Right. And so.
And now is the longbow a plus 1 to hit or damage?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's probably if it's a plus 1 to hit, it's already incorporating your attack. You may want to think about getting a better bow. Oh yeah, you should get a better bow. But but the plus 1 here is actually for your strength bonus.
Okay.
Okay. So this is like D8 plus 1 is 9 points max, and
right,
then times 2 is 18.
Okay.
Right. So your arrow flies through the air and kind of like goes kaplan! Oh! And I'm gonna let him do something weird this way. All right, cool. And we're looking at this over that way. Right? Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Now,
all right, so 18
when I
points
hit
of damage.
Him, do I make it easier for everyone else to see him?
Well, you're not shooting flaming arrows at him or anything. You're just asking about like whether
I
he
just like
becomes
your
more
arrow on
visible.
fire.
That's a good question. So as your arrow's going through the doorway, it kind of like slips into like this. You know, it's almost like he's
I could light your arrow on fire for you.
It's almost like he's like this,
right?
And it's like you're seeing his eye, and you're able to like hit him like off of that, right? But he's still behind it. He goes, oh, you know, so he's still got cover.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, like cover
so
behind
which
the
gives
door
him a
like
bonus
I
to his
do,
armor
and
class.
Every
It doesn't
single
really
time
like
just
affect
actually door
anything other than that. But you do
So
hear
if
a
it's
from this guy as he kind of like makes kind of stands to the side, actually like kind of where he was, but he's still trying to use the door as for cover. So good shot. That was awesome. All right, cool. Actually, give yourself 100 experience points for like your 20.
For finally being able to hit. That's the very first time I got a 20 this whole entire time.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, really. And now he becomes slightly. People know he's there, and they can kind of see like what area of the door he's in, but he's still got the door for cover. So Athena.
If I were to cast magic missile at him, theoretically, would it hit him?
You can see a piece of him to cast magic missile at. Yeah, absolutely. So you go humana, 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 and cast magic missile. And explosions of magic fire shoot out. Now everybody can see him, right? Because, I mean, magic missile's like a boom, right?
Does it also kind of hit the door as well?
You'd have to go past the door to hit him, so it doesn't really hit the door. The door's open, but you can give him damage.
I shoot it at his eye, and he takes...
You shoot it at his eye? His eye? I'm going to explode your eye with magic. Does it allow you to do that with the description of the spell?
Explode his eye.
I thought it was just like an explosion of magical energy. I didn't know you could like. Although I assume you could.
Though I have aimed it specifically at crowns before, I think I could aim it at his eyeball.
I mean, you're probably right.
That's probably a shooting eye. So like.
That particular comment makes me want to go and read the description of the spell. Use of the magic missile spell creates up to 5 missiles of magical energy that dart forth from the wizard's fingertips and unerringly strike their target. This includes enemy creatures in a melee. Target creature must be seen or otherwise detected to be hit. However, so near total concealment by arrow slits can render the spell ineffective. Well, in this particular case, it works. Likewise, the caster must be able to identify the target. cannot direct a magic missile to strike the commander of the Legion.
What does that mean?
Well, it doesn't mean like not knowing who the commander is. You can tell like go hit the boss, right? You can't do that unless he can single out the commander from the rest of the group. Unless you're like, hey, that guy's really tall. I'm gonna.
Like that guy's on a horse.
Right. Specific parts of a creature cannot be singled out.
Okay.
Chopper, sick balls. Inanimate objects cannot be damaged by the spell, and any attempt to do so waste. Oh wow! So you can't actually hit inanimate objects. Locks. We've been playing that different. Okay. Inanimate objects cannot be damaged by the spell, and any attempt to do so waste the missiles to no effect. So now we know. So we'll know not to do that. Okay. Whatever magic effect happened in the past is in the past. Okay. Moving forward, against creatures, each missile inflicts 1d4 plus 1. Every 2 extra levels of experience, wizard gains an additional missile. Okay, cool. And actually, that was really useful, and it didn't take but about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, cool, awesome.
So it's
boom,
boom,
right? All right, cool. So roll. How much damage do you do with your magic missiles?
It's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Magic
oh, that's
missiles,
awesome. All right.
probably like in the
You
span.
maxed it out. Bam. All right, so. Oh! Leave now or die, he says. You hear in common, spoken through the cylinder. It kind of echoes
like over here?
With this thing, right?
Can I take cover like over here, like kind of in this area?
Well, that's cool. All right, so leave now or die. You hear as they scream down the corridor. Other than that, nothing happens. Janu, your turn. You've been requested to leave. Now. But your turn.
I attack with my throwing axes.
Alright, you gotta see him. He's still got this full cover thing going on from the door. And go for it.
I get a 19.
19 is a miss with this full cover from the door.
I get a 10.
Oh, boo! So throwing axe hits like right through the doorway.
Get in that barrel, aren't
It's almost like he curves to the side, like just in case. Like you almost hit it. Like, wah, he looks out, your other axe like hits the floor and slides across in a circle.
Use the rotating thing like a hamster reel and try and run down.
Surrender now or die, certainly.
Sounds like a great idea.
Alright, and then Solstice.
I start running like a hamster wheel dog.
You roll in the other direction?
I did not say.
She said we could use it like a hamster wheel and just like run. And I'm like, that's a great idea. I start running through the barrel.
I didn't tell you to actually try it.
With
you run
Zeus and
into the
Apollo.
Cylinder?
Yes, with Zeus and Apollo.
Okay, cool. You run into the cylinder with Zeus and Apollo.
Zeus and Apollo.
Oh my god! I didn't think to do it.
That was a great idea.
Right.
It was a theoretical question.
Roll a dex check as your foot hits the surface of the
I'm
cylinder.
guessing it's slippery.
5.
Okay. Alright, so this is what happens. You're running, you hit with your foot right into the cylinder. It's oily and slick and like really.
It's oil, so we have
all of a sudden you
to
make
it.
your dex check. You don't take any damage from this, but you kind of like hit the floor with your foot, right? You're like, whoa! And you start spinning. Roll another dex check.
It was theoretical. I scream at you. It was theoretical.
19.
19. All right, then you kind of go back this way, and your head goes kabam down on the cylinder. All right, and you probably would take some damage from, slamming your head into the cylinder.
It was a theoretical question.
All right, so 2 points of damage. Right, so you hit the back of your head a little bit. Bam! Oh, that hurt. You're still spinning. Roll another 20 sided.
I scream at you.
You're
it was
about
a theoretical
10 feet down
question.
the corridor at this point.
18.
18.
Yeah.
What's your dex?
What is your dexterity?
18.
Is it 18? Okay, you made your dex. All right, cool. So you're spinning around and you're trying to like grab your stuff, and you kind of like spin out like this. Like, about midway down, like 15 feet down the corridor. So right this second, you're kind of like on your ground, like we're about to find out. And I'm going to let you roll for them. All right, so Zeus is coming after you. Roll a 20 sided.
5.
5. He's made. He jumps down. His paws go. Ah! He's spinning around in the oil. Get oil all over his fur. Roll another 20 sided. Ah!
Now we can't set fire to the
14.
thing.
All right, he makes that, and he kind of comes to a stop. And he actually runs into you to stop and doesn't take any damage. So he's now about 15 feet down the corridor, like about there. All right, and then Apollo.
You mean the tube?
The tube, the cylinder.
8.
Tube. All right, so it hits the thing, makes a dex check, starts spinning. Roll another one.
13.
13. All right, that's also a make for them because I'm thinking they've got probably decks of 15-ish. All right, so it kind of spins around the same thing. So now you're in the middle of the cylinder at 15 feet. Right, another 15 feet that way. Right, the drum is still spinning. Right, so like you're on the bottom of the drum, and as it spins, like it's throwing oil on you. It's throwing oil on the dogs. It's throwing on the other
But I'm
dogs.
halfway down.
All right, but you're halfway to wherever that guy is.
It was a theoretical
with a spark
question.
in the
I did not
darkness.
tell you to
I
actually
hope
jump.
that is not actually a flaming arrow because with all that oil I may catch on fire.
It might not just be.
I was tempted to try and set
But
the inside
Athena-
on fire.
Athena, what did you want to do?
She's screaming, it was a
Right.
theoretical idea!
Run or die!
It was theoretical!
From the end. All right, but Athena, what did you want to do? You see Solstice, she's in the middle of the thing, she's kind of spun around. Zeus and Apollo are kind of there.
I would say
Drums
light the
continuing
wheel
to
on
turn.
fire, but I don't think that's an option now that Solstice and the dogs are in it.
I was gonna set this thing on fire, but man.
Was a theoretical question.
Right, sure. There was spinning involved, crazy madness.
Did not mean for you to actually use it like a hamster wheel.
I mean, you could run in there and try if you want. It's your go, man.
I'm not gonna
Let's
try.
go run in here like a hamster. Yeah.
Great idea!
No, because that's going to make you a target for the guy at the end.
Ooh.
If he actually ever decides to shoot.
Oh. So your call. What did you want to do? You're just kind of seeing Solstice get halfway there. Dogs are now doused in oil. Solstice is doused in oil. You now smell with your ultimate wisdom like, this almost smells like oil. This oily thing that is spinning.
That's missile at the guy again.
You go boom! Alright, that's a good call. Alright, cool. So
And he takes 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Alright, down with that. Alright, cool.
Then
Alright.
I hide back behind the
Explosions of
thing.
magical flames, boom, or magical energy, boom, boom. You, oh, no, you've been warned. You hear a voice echo through the cylinder. Whoa. And you now see this shot of flame shoot from the doorway into the corridor, right at Solstice.
You're doomed.
Bam! There's an explosion of flame right there as like the entire cylinder lights up with fire. Alright?
Can I make a dex check to get away from the cylinder as fast as I can?
It's not your turn. It's just not your freaking turn.
It's Jenny's turn.
Why did it be my turn?
Well, I'm over here, so like,
Alright, cool.
I guess I'm
So,
not in that much danger of getting burned alive.
5, 6.
Why do you say that?
Why don't you get that cylinder oil in
Alright,
him?
cool. So Solstice, you get hit with an arrow for 7 points of damage. Alright?
Don't forget fire damage.
The fire from the flame
Fire damage.
also does 6 points of damage.
Hold on, that would be a total of
13 points of damage. Alright, and awesome. Now there's a flame that shoots up from that spark to the oil. The whole cylinder goes up in flames. So now the dogs, right, are taking fire damage from this flame in the cylinder. And you hear the sounds of dogs screaming.
Is it
What
one
that?
cylinder or two?
It's one cylinder. It's one big cylinder.
Alright.
It's
That's
doing
rotating.
this rotating
Yeah.
thing. And somehow
No,
it's getting
all on fire.
somehow it's getting oil fed to it from either above or below. You can't really tell. The whole thing's just oily and it's moving at about 8 miles per hour.
And it's on
in this
fire.
thing, and it's on fire now. Solstice and the dogs are in the middle of it.
Okay.
Which is
So-
why you don't jump into oil.
So right this second, that lights up everything.
Okay.
And you can definitely see him a lot clearer through that doorway now that the whole place is on fire. You can see like what looks like a very buff human with arrows, right? Unfortunately, this was his first arrow. And so that's what set the fire on. He's now like looking at you guys, and he's got a choice between a dwarf and what looks like a mage, right? At the end of the corridor.
I don't think they can see me.
What are
behind here?
He's not taking me seriously?
No, he just figures you're on fire with
I'm
your
gonna
two
run
doggy
ahead and
friends.
give him a big old hug.
So he points at you like Babe Ruth.
Alright.
And you see a flaming arrow shoot past your left shoulder and break against the wall.
Awesome.
And now it's your turn.
I'm back behind here.
scream.
Can they see me?
I scream Geronimo!
Geronimo!
Run through
Oh
the
my
tube.
gosh, okay.
And
So-
try to push Janie and the dogs
Alright,
through
so
it.
you're running to the tube, right? You hit.
You're all gonna die.
This oil has burned, so they're still getting fed from somewhere. So there's still oil there. So it's still slick, even though there's fire going on now. So roll a dex check as your foot hits this slick oil and this fiery mess.
I made it.
You're in
Right?
it.
So you hit with your dex, you start spinning in the oil. You're like, no, roll another dex check as you're coming into them to try and work your way. You make it. So you spin around in such a way that you're not hurting them somehow and kind of come into Solstice and the dogs. And then what did you want to do?
I keep going.
All right,
Get on the other end of
you
the
try
tube.
and you try and continue to run down the corridor.
He
Yeah.
tries to
Roll a
kick us
20-sided
apparently.
for a check.
8,
Cool. Roll another 20-sided for a dex check.
14,
14. What's your dex?
15.
15. Awesome. All right, cool. So you kind of like get in that section where they are, like the first check was kind of a strength check for running and jumping. So you kind of jump up in the air, come down with your dex check, and now you're kind of like sliding in this area.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, you're on the ground right about there.
Okay.
All right, cool. That's about all you can do that
Yeah,
action.
that's
But
cool. I ran
you're-
through a
you're-
flaming tube.
You ran through
Are you
flaming
on
tube. And I
fire?
say that because
Probably.
you ran through a flaming tube, you do take 6 points of fire damage.
But you're
All
not
right.
on
Whoa,
fire.
but you're not on. Well, I haven't
Am
rolled
I
for that.
on? Oh.
I haven't rolled for that.
Oh, are you on fire?
Right, but
I
then
think I
Solstice,
am on
it would
fire.
be your turn.
Am I on fire or?
Oh my gosh, Smash arrives just in
Suspended
time.
the animation of the suspended animation.
Hey, that's cool,
Are
man. Jump on in.
They're
Sir.
running through flaming tubes.
All right, yep,
Oh, yeah,
you're
we're
just
on
in
fire.
time to
No, I'm on. Am I
run
on
into
fire?
Fire,
I
dude.
think
flaming
you
tube.
got hit by a flaming arrow. I think you're on fire.
Right,
That's
there's
nice.
Hot wings.
Smash runs in and says, "I think I heard something burning." And what you see
What is burning?
is
You heard
a,
something burning or smelled something
you see a
burning?
30-foot cylinder corridor that's turning at about 8 miles an hour.
Wait,
with-
I think he needs to settle down and then he can listen to the scene.
He's got an energy drink. He'll catch up.
Okay,
All right,
sorry.
so there's a cylinder of fire that's kind of twisting like this, and Solstice right the second is in the middle of it with 2 dogs. They're all on fire. Janu, the dwarf, has run through the corridor, slipped and slid around in this oily substance to somehow miraculously come out on the other side, having made strength checks and dex checks on the other side. Athena's like, I'm going to take full cover over here and just shoot magic missiles until somebody makes me do something different. And so, at this moment, we can make it Smash's turn because you're in the right order.
Absolutely my turn.
Cool. So, there's this...
I'm not on fire, though,
there's
am
this-
I?
No, you're not on fire. You're looking at a fiery cylinder that goes forward.
I'm thinking about grilling, though.
You're thinking about grilling out
Smell
some
this
steaks, and what you see is 30 foot of fire, and at the end of it, you see a dwarf who miraculously made it to the end of the corridor, an open door, and what looks like a really buff human looking through the door, notching another flaming arrow.
Well, oh shit. I don't have no missiles, do I?
I don't know. I don't know about
No,
that.
that says I have a longbow.
Oh, you pull out your longbow.
I'll be goddamn.
Then you go, I'll be goddamn.
Yes.
I mean, whoa, language.
Whoever
And
whoever
then,
the deity of this universe is.
there are lots of them. There's actually a group called the Nine.
The 9,
What's your alignment?
Damn 9. Oh, I think I'm chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral, so you might worship a god called Cass, who is the god of spikes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
saw something recently.
Yeah,
that
more
said
Mama Cass,
chaotic
the goddess of
Steve
ham
is not
sandwiches.
You could Mama
Oh,
Cass,
yeah.
you can worship Mama Cass. Heck yeah, Mama's and the Papas. I mean, they're all on the deity list. Looks like Wilson's sisters are there too, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Creators, okay, yeah,
No,
that's
no, no. It's the donkey shepherd.
Hold on,
Taylor
just one more
Swift.
day. Oh.
What?
says Wilson.
It's an old
Or
song.
Taylor Swift.
Baby, hold on, baby.
One more day.
One more day.
People change.
I'm sorry, I was about to give him experience points for that. Alright, Smash. What did you want to do? You're looking at fire. You can shoot arrows and be in the safe.
I'm gonna be shooting some arrows.
Alright, you shoot it. You shoot at the guy through the doorway. Let's call him, I don't know, Burkett. That might be his name or something.
Burnt head? What?
Burkett. Not Burn.
I rolled an 11.
An 11. Alright, he's got full cover from that door. That is a miss straight up. So your arrow shoots the doorway.
We'll have
Bang!
to roll a natural 20 to hit
Right.
this dude.
There's now a twang.
Oh, I wasn't not thinking.
No, that's cool. That was your
But that
first
was my
attack.
impulse.
You
That
get
was
two,
my
you get
instinct.
two attacks.
That was my
You can
instinct.
shoot
do
again.
it
And your arrow might get caught on
Yeah,
fire
well,
being shot through the fiery
I
cylinder.
adjust my whatever the hell
I could light your arrow
spectacle
on-
type objects
You
they
want me to
have.
light your arrow on fire?
Sounds good.
That actually would have been a better idea than rolling a 3.
Maybe. Yeah, all right, cool.
I
But if
really feel like lighting your
I
arrow
rolled
on
a
fire.
1, you'd have set me on fire.
Janu, you feel this
Like,
like
it's oil in
this
the thing, you
air
just
like
dip
hit
it
the
in
back of
the
your
oil
like,
and
what's
set it on
that?
fire
It's like
and
this
then
arrow
it's
shoots.
here.
Yeah, like, you almost get scalped by Smash's arrow trying to hit down the. You're like, whoa, what the? Oh gosh, where did he come from? All right, and then Solstice. You're in the middle of the corridor.
Right.
The corridor's on fire. You have
Okay.
dogs around you. Your dogs are on fire.
I want to throw
You're on fire.
myself on top of the dogs to put out the flame.
All right, so.
There's Apollo! Whoosh.
All right, whoa, you try
Throw
to throw the dogs
Throw
everywhere.
I throw myself on the dogs to try and put out the flame.
And the turning
your
burning
wisdom?
too.
Yeah,
It's a turning burning too.
My wisdom is an 8.
Is what?
It's an 8.
It's a
Okay, that almost seems like in character. So,
burning too. Turning burning too.
turn burning, bunch of burning.
You're
All
gonna
right,
die.
so you try and put out the oily
It's happened
flame
before.
with the dogs with your hands.
No.
Like
I
she's
try.
trying
her whole body.
I'm trying. Okay, so they're the dogs.
Right.
They're the dire wolves. They're the dogs.
Right.
I'm on
And-
fire.
and
They're on fire. I jump on top of them and try to beat the
Right.
flames out of the dogs.
If you look in their eyes, they are trying to run quickly towards Janet.
Watch the light.
Oh, okay.
They're- yeah,
Well, then if they are
Like what
looking
they're
at me
doing,
and
what's
telling
happening to
me,
them is they spun around, they got set on fire, they're on fire, they're trying to run out the other way.
oh, okay. Well,
So-
I'll run out the other way with them.
Our
Okay,
dog's wisdom is
All right.
higher than ours.
I wasn't gonna say that.
And
That
I
seems mean. Oh, maybe it's not. All right, but anyway.
want,
all
and
right,
I want to run towards the guy
all right, so you
and
run.
behind the door to give him a big old hug.
All right, so you
I want to give him a hug.
you try and rush towards the door. All right, all right. This is what you got to do
I'm
to
not
get
thinking
that far. All
clearly
right.
after all
So
of this.
first of all, roll a strength check as you're trying to force your way to the end of the corridor.
A
As it's spinning. A 9. What's your strength?
17.
You made it. All right, cool. So you're like, I'm strong enough to
You
do
don't
this.
have
I'm
to
good
act
enough.
surprised
and I'm smart
when you
enough,
say that.
And doggone it, people like me. Doggone it, people like me. And so you're running
I have
and
a
then roll a,
dexterity of 18.
roll a
I don't
dex
know.
check.
You're good enough and you're smart enough.
and yeah, that's right. And then roll
12.
a 12. What's your dex?
18.
Awesome. All right, cool. So you kind of like get a good foothold somehow on like one of the dogs before it's their turn, and you like kind of push yourself forward, and you're able to like make it pretty close to the edge, and somehow like your foot comes down funny, and like you take a weird spin, but you're able to like kind of like tumble into
The guy.
Janu.
Oh, Janet.
Ah!
Oh, am I on fire?
Is she on fire?
Yeah, she's on fire.
We're about to find out. It's not my turn yet.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
She got hit by a flaming arrow. She's
But that's a
definitely
good
on
question.
fire.
Like,
She's
I have
in
to roll a save
Apollo.
for you.
Okay.
Yeah, against fire. So, all right. So you've now tumbled into the end of the corridor, and then Athena.
What about this Apollo?
It's not their turn yet.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, don't most everybody get us a ring of fire resistance?
And I say that I don't mind them going on your turn. I was just gonna
At
wait
one
till it's
point?
my turn to roll for them.
I think I have a
No,
ring of
But you
cold
could just fling
resistance or
a
You don't.
mispronunciation of Vienna sausage at them.
Vienna.
Is that what you're getting all over my paper? My and sausage juice? Well,
I'm
you
glad I
just
made it
smear
through.
everything.
I'm
with
glad I'm
your
alive,
sausage
actually. You know,
juice.
it's kind of cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Kira's
can
coming in.
imagine the
Ernest
other
might
way.
need a skis.
What?
I don't think I do.
Kira's
I
coming in
think I
next. She had to
magic
take the
water.
big kids to
You have a
somewhere.
ring for the. Oh.
She'll be back soon.
Yeah.
At
Drop them
one,
off.
at
Did
one
you drop them
point
off
when
on their
we
heads?
were.
Because every time they say when
When
they
we
drop
were
them,
going
drop
to
off the
find
kids, I'm
out-
hoping that it means on their heads, because I think that's funny.
When we were
Drop
white
them
dragons.
Drop them off on their heads. You gotta do this. Dramatic pause. Then
Drop them
on
And
their heads.
I have a ring of fire resistance, so
Alright,
There you go.
hopefully that helps.
alright, so you have already,
Situation.
you're running through the
No,
cylinder?
I don't.
Okay, so what are you
I'm
doing?
not running to the cylinder. I'm just pointing out that I think some of us may have rings of fire resistance.
I don't have one.
Right on.
I do have
There
Greek
are
fire.
ring, I know there are rings of fire resistance in the party somewhere.
I think that's the
Here we go with the
opposite.
Greek fire again.
Yeah.
I love it.
But right this, I don't know, unless you
And there's
mentioned it to
there's
me,
no
it
grease in this world. You know?
may not have any effect. Do you have a ring of fire resistance?
Hey, we-
I do.
Oh my gosh,
concluded
are you
that
wearing
was
it?
magnesium. That's
I
what
guess.
magnesium.
I guess I'm
Do you have it?
ring of fire resistant right there.
Okay, cool.
And the ring of cold resistant.
Alright, well,
So
I'm
Why
gonna,
is it in your spells and
now that
magic?
your rings know you're wearing them, they may have an effect when I mean, I'm just about to go on my turn, right?
Yeah,
I'm rolling for
that's
fire
right.
damage. Okay, my bad.
No.
So that kind of stuff you may have to remind me if you want the magical effects to
I
work.
like the idea.
So Athena, what do you
A
do?
little later, perhaps.
Smashes
Magic
next to you, shooting
missile.
arrows. You magic missile. You're like, I can still see
Magic
this guy.
missiling, and she's saying, Solstice, you have a ring of fire resistance, you know? And then I suddenly feel better.
Awesome. Oh, and there's chicken over here if you want some
It's
chicken.
like
Cool.
Solstice,
And
you have a ring of fire
8
resistance,
chicken
remember?
wings in the refrigerator because I just put them in.
Oh, that's cool.
There
that's
you
cool.
go.
There's
alright.
hyenas.
I'm gonna in a couple of
Also,
weeks. I might
there's
put together
hyenas.
some bird type,
Bird stuff.
some foul food.
He takes 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. All right, boom, boom! Explosions of magical energy down the corridor. You see explosions, and now that makes him slightly easier to hit now, even though he's still got full cover behind that door. He's looking down at the floor there. There's Solstice and Janu kind of together. Both of you guys have gone through the corridor. We got a ring of fire resistance, but then we have a knot, right?
Down,
Alright,
down,
so-
down, burning ring of
So,
fire.
Solstice, you feel the effects of your fire resistance ring working, but so much of you is on fire that like you still feel like hurt by the fire. You take 3 points of damage instead of the 6 you might have taken otherwise. The dogs now are kind of at the end of the corridor.
Sweet.
And Zeus and Apollo
I think you're
have
here.
both made the right rolls to end up at the end of this corridor. They are
You
both
said
going to
3
take
points of damage?
get 3 points of damage from the fire.
Ernest is here.
Alright, cool.
Clear it, coming
Oh my
down.
gosh,
She's
just in
on
time to
fire.
heal people.
She's on fire.
Julio.
You're all on fire.
You sit here.
Cool.
Don't question it.
Julio.
You're on fire.
That chair.
You're
is actually very
on
comfortable.
fire.
You find yourself hearing the screams of your comrades and rush into a room where you see a
You want to share with
flaming
my
cylinder tumbling like this at about 8 miles an hour, like clockwise-ish. At the end of it now, you see Janu, Solstice, Apollo,
I
and
know there's some other full
Zeus, who
chairs
are all on fire-ish.
that are like-
And you see Athena shooting magic missiles this way, and
I just
Smash,
think it'd be easier to
the
get
half-orc
in
barbarian,
down.
shooting arrows down the corridor.
He has mud.
Alright, cool.
I will.
And
There might be some
we'll
in
just
that.
pick it up from there, going around. Right now it's their turn, and I'm rolling fire damage, which is no fun
Mr.
at all.
Cure gets here.
So both of the dogs take some fire damage, but now they're out of the corridor.
Distracted from the mission.
You. Okay, cool. Alright, and then we've got the guy with the arrows right in front of you.
Welcome to the party.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
It's a blast.
For who? I think someone's gonna die.
It's a fire. What's the word? Give me
It's
a-
hot.
It's hot. It's burning.
It's fire. It's
Burn,
fire.
big. Yeah, we got all the fire
That's
songs
what
going.
the,
We
that's
got
what the kids
we
call
got
it.
everything from Johnny Cash to Burn, Baby, Burn, and all that.
Right on. You now see the most surprising thing ever.
Fire.
Oh my god.
The
Yeah.
door that was opened is now slammed in your face, and you hear behind it.
What slammed in my face?
The door that was open, that he was shooting the flaming arrows from, gets slammed shut, and you hear a almost like there are locks. You know, like those old women who go up to the door and they're like, they got 17 locks on the freaking door. That's what just happened. Like, so this guy walks this way. Now there's this is locked. This is still on fire. You guys still got stuff going on over there. Right, something's happening, but somebody doesn't want to participate right this second.
Yeah.
It's almost as if somebody hit him with stuff and he's hurting. He might want to heal himself. But this door is now closed. All right, and then we're back over here. Smash. I guess it's your turn because now you're sitting in that spot.
Well, I'm not. Well, I'm certainly not whooping out no arrows at this point.
All right, cool. You're like, oh, I want to let these arrows. All right, this corridor, this cylinder is still on fire and burning.
Okay, we do not. We want to.
Yeah.
We want to be able to get out, right? And there's no way out other than to either go through the fire or bust down that door.
Well, and there's people that are through the fire, and actually they're kind of still
But
alive.
what's there?
That is a door that's been closed and locked.
No. Okay.
So this is.
So other than the door and then the fire here.
Yep.
There's nothing else. No other way out.
Don't see any other way outs from that room that you're
So
in.
fire or door.
Right. Fire to the door.
Or the door is
It's not
like my
even
fire.
two different ways out. It's like literally like a fire cylinder to get to the door to get out. If that makes sense.
And the door we came through.
And
Right.
right.
I wasn't near that.
Oh, you could go back out the way you came. That's true. All right.
If
Cool.
you want to run
That's
back
what I.
to the
That's what. Well, we
place,
might. Well, can we? I mean, y'all tell me.
So,
I wasn't
combat pauses
there. I was
for
there
a
in
moment.
spirit, but
That's
not
what this
there.
looks like. As people reassess.
You alive back there?
All right, that's cool. But did you want to take an action from there? Did you want to run through the cylinder, which is still on fire?
I'm gonna try to break. I'll tell you what.
Try and
On
bash
my
down the
turn,
door.
I'm gonna try to bash.
I'm getting
down the door.
input from other people because I don't know
Right.
the scenario that led up to where we are, so I don't know where
We
the
just
right
walked
place to
through a
go.
door and there was some stuff. and
But
we're
where do they
like,
come from, though? I mean, that's what I'm getting at.
All right. Well, now that we have more people at the table, also, so there's so basically there was like that siren crazy encounter that almost killed Smash last time that was here.
Mm-hmm.
10 hours have passed. The drain has kind of drained all that water out. There's just like nasty sludge stuff here now.
Mm-hmm.
But that opened up, or that made apparent this door that led this way, which you had been hearing this scraping metal against rock sound through the door every 45 minutes or so, like just this, like, you know, with her keen dwarven hearing. And so investigating this door and opening up this door led to this drum, the cylinder that goes for 30
And
feet
Athena
this way
said,
that was
wouldn't
filled
it
with
be
oil.
really
Was
awesome?
fed with oil.
It's a hamster wheel.
There were people who thought it would be cool to go
I'm stuck
this
here.
way.
Oh.
I will
And when-
tell you what I said.
and when they
I
did,
said, could
this door
we
got open and a
potentially
flaming air
use
got
this
shot
like a
into the oily
hamster
cylinder.
wheel and run down
This is
it?
where all this fire stuff came from.
And then she said that's a good
And
idea.
somehow
I'm
the
just like,
cylinder
it
still
was
is being fed with oil.
So,
even after it burns off.
there's only just there's no way to avoid like fire right here.
Well, there's just like this long corridor right now that's like filled with oil and seems like it's being fed with oil that's completely set on fire. So yeah, there's a ring of
But
fire.
we don't want to go that way.
There's a ring of fire that goes 30 feet to at this point where the dwarf has made it, Solstice has made it, the dogs have made it. So there's like actually
So I want to
party
go over there
members
where
on
they
that.
are. So that's what you're saying.
Right, but
I
there's
get it.
fire here.
Okay, yeah. So
Right, but they made it through the
they
fire
made it
and
through the fire, but I have not.
right,
So I need
and,
to go through
and,
the fire.
and at the end of it all, the guy who shot the flaming arrow, who set the whole thing on fire, decided to close the door and what it sounds like locked it a million ways. So that's kind of like where you are right now. Like, oh my gosh, my friends are at the end of this flaming corridor. Well, maybe.
If only there were like a magic user or somebody who knew how to.
Or somebody who could put out a fire.
Yeah, or something.
Like a cone of cold or like
Yeah.
I
don't
can
know.
do magic, but I don't think I can put out
storm
fire.
or something.
I can make fire.
But you might turn to your left and see a small gnome with more magic than everyone else. Perhaps.
Hello.
I don't know.
Is there a small gnome about?
I don't know.
There is a small gnome about, but the snow gnome is the small gnome is a priest, not a
Magic
wizard.
user,
Right.
but yeah.
So I don't have any. The only thing that I have that is helpful to this situation is I have a ring of fire protection.
So do
So
I.
we have a ring of fire protection would be good. So.
And right now it looks like, except maybe for that cylinder, any fire that's going on is non-magical.
That is the way it appears. Yes. So this is non-magical fire. However, I will mention,
I've got a water
and someone else
skin.
with a fire resistance ring has taken some damage from fire.
Well, why don't we just try that? Or who's that with me? Who's with me?
But yes, non-magical fire technically by
I'm with
and
you and he's with you.
we've been
And
doing
y'all
this
are
thing
not
where
on
we
fire,
read
right?
spell descriptions.
Well,
What about trying to put the fire out? Then we have water.
I don't think it's gonna go out.
All right,
I think it's
so-
Okay, well,
dead.
okay, I don't
I'll
know.
hold your action and see if I can.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna do.
I
And I
do,
say that actually, I
create-
should grab the DMG for the
Yeah, I'm just
for that.
trying to
All right, so
not do.
so-
Well, obviously, we probably don't want
If
to just go
anyone
busting
wants
through a door
to shoot
until
a
we're all
flaming
together.
arrow down there at the door, I have a flint and steel.
Well, that's a good point.
right, but
Trevor.
if it's
We should do one
non-magical,
crisis
it's not
at a
supposed to
time.
take damage.
Yeah.
But there's at least one party member who has taken damage from actually.
I'm not
One
Fred. I'm
person,
not the Fred of the party.
Solstice has taken
Hey, gang,
damage
let's
from
split
this.
up. No,
Even though, you know, it's supposed to be non-magical. It looks like
Yes,
non-magical
it
fire. I
was.
should say it that way.
I mean, extremely hot normal fire will also cause damage.
That's
so
probably what's going on here. You've got like a cylinder full of fire that's getting fed with more oil constantly as this thing spins, and it continues to burn the way it is. So
So we need to find a way to stop it from spinning.
right,
Do
but
I know anything about like oil from my dwarven?
oh sure, you know all about oil and Greek fire and throwing stuff on things and burning it and hot oil over the top of castle walls.
Oh, you worked at that restaurant too?
You worked for the oil masters.
I'm talking
maybe.
about underwater like flammable things.
Underwater
Dwarf.
flammable
Yeah.
things.
Greek fire.
Flammable
Underground.
things, because I'm a dwarf.
Right on. Like right this second, it just looks like normal fire from what you're looking at.
Alright, is
You're like, oh, it doesn't look like the
pull out
magical
my water
blue stuff,
skin and
or
put
wildfire stuff.
solstice and the solstice out first, and then the dogs. We smother the fire so none of the living things are on fire.
All right, so let's say that one more time. So Smash is kind of sitting there like, what am I gonna do? Hey, there's a match user.
Well, I'm wanting to hit my water out, put the fire out, but I don't,
Right.
that's my instinct. But I'm not doing it. I'm talking it over.
No, that's cool. So
Yeah.
you got a wine skin or something? You got a water skin? You're gonna
Water skin.
All right, so you toss some water on the fire. It kind of douses the fire. You can see that like the water goes through some kind of sieve or something. It's almost like it basically like there's no fire, but then all of a sudden the oil kind of overtakes it, and now there's fire again.
Gotcha.
What about
At
me?
least with the
I'm trying to-
amount,
This is
unless
what we
you're
call
pouring
it
like
in the
gallons upon
Maybe
gallons.
we
of
call
stuff.
this a Bravo fire. And
They go, bravo,
yeah,
fire.
yeah. As opposed to the Greek fire,
Right.
which is a Delta fire.
Now, for those of you who have a ring of fire resistance, all right, ring of fire resistance. The wearer of this ring is totally immune to the effects of normal fires, torches, flaming oil, bonfires, etc. Very large and hot fires, molten lava, hellhound breath, or a wall of fire spell will cause 10 points of damage per round if the wearer is directly within. So normal, it can overcome it, right? This is kind of like what we're talking about. Exceptionally hot fires such as red dragon breath, pyro hydra breath, fireballs, flame strike, firestorm, etc. are saved against with a +4 bonus to the die roll, so you get a +4 to your saves. And all damage dice are calculated at -2 per dice. Each dice is never less than 1 in any event. As a rule of thumb, consider very, very hot fires as those that have a maximum initial exposure of up to 24 hit points, those of exceptional heat, 25 or more hit points. So it can, basically what it would do though, it gets like a fireball is half your damage, right? So anything that's fire-ish, it would normally half your damage. But if it's something like that's just like replenishing itself like this, like in Solstice's case, she got half damage, but it still did some damage. All right, so just as food for thought, if you have a ring of fire resistance. All right, but Janu.
I take out my water skin, and do I have like a cloak or something? I can try to
Sure.
get the fire out that's on solstice.
You're like, ooh, okay, so you're
Like
trying to
smother
kill
the
the fire that's on
fire.
solstice.
Right, and if
Okay.
I need to use my water skin.
Absolutely. So for where you are, you easily pull out a cloak, you smother the fire, because she's not in the cylinder anymore. You smother it, and actually the dogs kind of are there too, and you start dousing them too. You put out the fire on solstice and Zeus and the dog.
Great.
Excellent. Cool.
And you're not on fire.
All right, cool.
I'm not on fire.
Not on fire. No, you're good. All right, cool. So then, Julio, you're on the other side of the cylinder.
Maybe I should actually try.
Okay, I'm gonna try something
Just kidding, don't
either
try.
potentially stupid or potentially smart.
It can't be any
That's
worse
called life,
than
I think.
Yeah, that's me every morning.
I presume I can see where the oil is squirting in.
you can like it's a cylinder that's spinning.
Yeah.
And what it actually kind of looks like is almost like the oil is kind of coming in from the top, somehow. Almost like it's like it almost seems like there's small holes or something like in this metal cylinder that will allow whatever oil is coming in on the top to just replenish itself. So it's like at this point it's just a spinning freaking cylinder of fire for 30 feet.
And it's starting on fire. Is it already on fire when it?
Ernest,
It's not really even a start point at this point. Just the whole thing's just on fire. You can't tell like an origin point at this point. Originally, it was a fire arrow that got shot in by by an enemy. It started this whole madness, but yeah. So now
So
you
this
got
one in Rambo tip thing.
you got a Rambo. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Man. Yes. Sly
Gotcha.
Stallone's on the other side of that door somewhere. Yeah,
So
man.
how long has this fire been going
But
on?
Rainbow tip.
Not very long. Like maybe
It's the beginning of combat.
about, I guess, 2 minutes ish, if that.
Okay, and right now nothing else is threatening us.
Nothing else is threatening you. There's just the fire that's burning in the cylinder.
Yeah,
Well,
that's our
Then I'm just going to be patient and see whether or not it runs out of oil.
Okay. Waiting and patiently seeing if the oil runs out.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And taking a look around on this side, make certain, where can someone come at us from this side?
Right on. So from where you are, there's just this door. This area has already been searched for secret and concealed doors. Didn't find any. And then you've just got this one cylinder, corridor that kind of leads into what looks like a door that's been opened.
And the roof crew
To light some fire. There was some arrow interplay. Then when people got to the other side, the door got slammed in their face, and there was sounds of locks. Okay. Cool.
So, and is that figure that's in that other room someone
This,
you know
this-
about?
This is someone that you know about that was shooting arrows.
No, I'm talking about over there
So
in 10.
this is you. That's Smash is the half-orc barbarian. This is Athena, Janu, and then this is Solstice and the dogs.
And who is that?
This is Irem, who will come in late because she's in a slumber that no one can awaken except for the disposal of teenagers.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I
Okay,
look
so
at
I
Since
think
Janet.
teenagers have been disposed,
I
she
look
can be
at
awakened.
Janet.
So basically, I'm going to go and cover that door in case someone comes.
This door.
That door.
All right. Bam. You're like,
Because right now, that's the best thing to do while waiting. And I can't
absolutely.
think of anything better to do
All right.
than wait right now.
That sounds good. So this door is now
And the only person we're letting in is Ira,
Oh.
if she still goes.
covered.
Come on in,
Cover door. Come here with your lightning.
What now, Janu? I say, looking up at her.
open the door.
Open the door. I open the door.
All right.
Oh,
You try and open the door. It
I
appears
try,
to be
but
barred
no,
and
no,
locked
no,
in
no,
several
I
million
have-
different ways.
I have pick lock.
You begin to try and pick
Yes,
locks.
pick lock.
Okay.
Open locks, 30%.
All right. 30%. Roll a 20-sided on the first lock.
7.
7. Okay. That was horrible.
Why?
All right. You try and start picking on the locks with your lock picks, and you got the stuff in there, and like all of a sudden, like actually this is just kind of a silly thing. You see what looks like a long metal rod get thrown out the lock thing, and you're like move back just in time to like avoid taking damage from like somebody poking something through the lock thing that they hear you trying to pick the lock through.
That wasn't very nice.
Well, leave and live.
I say
Leave us in
There's
peace.
a fire cylinder on the way out!
It's called self-defense. We've got no malice with you.
Who is
We've
we?
got me and my wife. Get out of here.
Just open the door.
cut the fire.
No. Why would I open my house door to you?
Why did
Total
you set me on
strangers.
fire then?
I told you to leave or I'll kill you. You hear from behind?
Some kind of
The door.
house. Oh, wow, that's right. This is the kind of neighborhood you live in.
I detect. I
Friggin'
detect
sirens.
magic.
We're paid well to look after some of the people here. We've got no malice with you, and if you leave us alone, we'll let you live.
We want.
But if you threaten me and my wife, we're gonna kill you.
Put the fire out. We'll leave.
I unfortunately have no way to put the fire out.
Well,
Then we're not leaving.
Well, who started that?
Well, you're the one who walked through it.
We
It's
didn't
not my fault.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since your arrows were turning.
Fire.
The cylinder's turning.
The cylinder's turning.
I started the fire.
I think we're kind
I
of
took a shot with my arrow down the cylinder, then it exploded in a whole bunch of fire. There's crazy people trying to get into my parlor. Why would they want to kill me and my wife? We didn't start. Wait, I did. I started the fire for you. So you leave me alone and let me go to sleep. Oh, sorry. But yes, if you leave, we've got no malice with you. There's nothing else here. Go along your way, somewhere else.
What's the drum for?
What do you mean, what's the drum for?
The drum!
The
The
drum?
big turning thing!
The cylinder?
Obviously, it's not a hamster
It's
wheel.
called self-defense.
It's Hamsterville. Okay.
It's
Sorry, I don't know
obviously
what
not a
it is.
hamster wheel.
That was a hypothetical question.
Oh boy, this is not.
Leave
We're at one of
or
those.
die.
What do they call, I don't even know the freaking word for that. The expression for what those.
And an impasse?
Well, we're kind of in a pickle in a sense, but
It's called trespassing. Now leave.
I can't burn your door down if you don't shut the hell up.
Damn it, I knew we should have made this door out of metal. I knew we should have made this door out of metal.
I mean, I don't see no reason he's being a total rear end, so we should go ahead and burn the damn door down.
Let
you know?
us out the back way.
Snorla, I told you we should have made this door out of metal.
Anybody got something to
Okay,
catch a fire on a stick and put it under the door?
Like
Bucket, you better get away from that door!
Let us
Of course,
out
I'm on the other
back
side,
way.
so I'm shouting this down,
I
throw
tell
the
him-
fire.
I tell him to let us out the back door.
The back, there ain't no back door, Bucket, tell him!
Okay, do you have any?
There ain't no back door this way!
Oh my gosh, it's Monty Python.
No way!
We have aired the life of Brian.
Do you have
I'm
any
telling
torches
you.
on you? Do you have
Is
any
it
Oh,
all
he was a Roman.
It's a
No, a Roman? No, a Roman.
We're an autonomous
Like in
collective.
Centurion.
You
No,
kill
sorry.
yourself, you know.
God, don't start that.
I mean, if I was running around saying I was king because some watery talk threw a sword at me, they'd
Do
put
you
me
think
away.
you take the fire from the cylinder to burn his door down?
Leave now, or
Burn his door down.
Burn the door down.
what?
We're gonna burn it.
I'm chaotic neutral, so that's
You
well
just
within
burn
my
the door
alignment
down.
to burn people's door down.
Bring the beds in. We'll
Burn
bar
the
the
door
door a different way. They're not gonna give up.
There's no back way out of here, is there?
No. That would have been smart, but the master didn't give us that way
Who
out.
is the master in
This
which you
isn't-
speak?
This isn't enough combat. This is too much talking.
This
Burn
is
the
a
door
lot of
down.
talking!
Burn the door down.
Burn the door down.
But we all, no, you're down there. I'm not down there.
Too much.
Am I
Come
the
on,
only-
this didn't
I would
say
do it
this.
myself.
Five
but-
torches. I already checked.
Way
the
too
character
much
sheet.
talking.
Burn the door down.
Do I need
And at this point, I guess we should go around the table and everyone can take an
Probably.
action. So,
I've got green
smash.
fire.
Which one?
I'm yelling at them to burn the door down because I can't get there.
You say burn the door down.
Yeah, I can't get through the fire though.
Right. There's
I mean,
the
I don't know
fire.
if yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be on fire.
So you're going burn the door down.
See a torch on
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
But I
Alright,
thought I
cool.
had one.
Because the
Somebody
door
had
is
that.
made of wood with iron reinforcements, so it is a wooden door, and near a cylinder of fire.
With a lot of lock.
It is with a bunch of
Don't
locks
know
on
why
it,
you
that's
wanted to have that.
Either.
right. So Janu, Smash says burn the
I'm
door
saying
down.
this guy needs his butt kicked, burning down the door. There, okay, there we go.
Burn it down the door.
I'm trying to chop down.
Psycho
the
killer.
So you take your axe to the door.
All right, you take your axe to the door and you begin chopping down the door. All right, so you're chopping out bits and pieces
Chopping
around
down
locks
door.
that you think they were there,
Chopping
right?
down door.
I mean, I think
Just
I would
middle of the
go
door,
back
just damage to the door in general.
Wait.
Okay, cool.
No,
All right,
aim
so
for
roll-
the hinges. Aim for the hinges and break the door.
Don't aim
All
for
right,
anything.
roll the hit to
Swing
make
it.
sure you don't kill yourself.
18.
All right, you've hit the door. All right, cool. And then damage. So axe in the door. And
12 points.
all right, 12. Awesome. All right, cool.
I
All right,
keep axing the door, but it
Take a
refuses
second
commands.
attack.
you axe the door. And, oh yeah, because it's your 2 attack round. So big catch from your first axe attack at the door. Oh, they're coming through, aren't they? Yeah, back up, Snow. I love you. All right, your turn. Roll.
15.
15, that's a hit at the door. Alright, damage at the door.
14.
14, alright. I wish they'd stop. Me too. Why they keep on coming after us? What'd we do to them? Nothing? We didn't do nothing.
You set us on fire!
Nothing at all.
You set her friend on fire,
you
so.
Sleep.
You have bashed over half of the door
You
down.
get to see them.
But it's still holding
You
on
have to
by
see
some
that.
like little bit. Through like a little bit of like the thing, you can kind of see like his face.
I can't sleep.
Shining.
Yeah, sleep.
Here's Johnny.
Starla, back up!
I do have
Funny if
sleep.
they would.
Okay.
Oh,
Have
sorry.
sleep on him so they stop yapping.
Here's Burkett!
Listen.
Oh, yes. Oh, to me or to
I'm
Burkett?
to them.
Oh, to them. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm listening.
Put the fire out, and we'll leave.
I'm not sure how to put the fire out.
Do you have no water?
Well, no.
Can you stop the thing?
Can we stop the turning?
Yeah.
We can stop the turning, but we can't put the fire out.
Stop the turning.
We'll stop the turning. Starla, hit the switch. The switch. The one in the back. Yes. Hit the switch. They want us to hit the switch. They'll let us. They'll go on their way. All right then.
You're supposed to set the fire.
And you
If
hear
hit
the
switch,
the
fire
cylinder
goes
kind
out.
of come to a halt.
What's the cylinder for? Can they tell us?
It's a trap to keep people out, like us.
We stopped the cylinder from turning.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
I run back through the cylinder.
All right.
Now, is that
You
so?
run
Put
back
the
to the
fire
cylinder.
out.
You don't have to make any of the dex checks now, right? But there's
Right.
still fire burning there.
Right. I get
Right.
it.
Okay. All right. So. All right. You are hit
Are
with
we
some
not
fire
gonna go-
damage for
I'm not
5
gonna,
points of
I'm lost
damage.
interest. Like I'm not.
All right.
I don't want to
So
kill
you're
them.
now
I'm
on the
done.
other side. You take
Yeah.
5 points of fire damage.
I was-
Way too much conversation with them to kill
Well,
them.
I was thinking more like eating them. But,
I mean, you can if you want to.
okay, whatever.
You don't have something to say to stew with these people.
How many
All right.
You want to run out of here? Go ahead.
5 points. 5 points of fire damage. You're now on the other side.
All
All right. Fire's still burning on the inside.
Solstice in the
The
dogs?
stop
Yeah,
of
we
the
just
cylinder,
said
though,
following you.
it appears like there's no new oil coming in now that the
Alright.
cylinder is stopped.
Okay.
Okay, so there's burning going on.
Okay.
Okay, cool, but it's not getting replenished the same way.
How
Alright,
many?
so, Julio?
Well,
So
if I
basically
notice
we
that
have-
that the
so-
fire is dying,
Okay, so now if we had a ring of fire resistance, it would
Looks like
work.
the fire's dying now that the cylinder's stopped.
So if we had a ring of fire resistance now, the fire wouldn't affect us?
That's possible because it's not burning as hot as it was.
Janu taught me how to
It's
walk.
not getting replenished with the oil. Yeah.
or you could just wait a little longer for the fire to die all the way
That's
out.
also possible.
Or mostly all the way out.
Julio
Do
says
I take-
patience.
Do I take any damage
I guess.
leaving? I'm following Janet. Do I take any damage?
It's still burning, so you've got a ring of fire resistance though, and at this point, you take no damage as you walk through the fire. Like what's left of the fire, you go no, over here, over here, over here.
So
So,
where to next?
all right, so you're back on the other side.
Break on through now.
That way?
I'm still itchy though because Janu taught me out of wanting to go kill these people because I really want to use my axe. But
You
I
can go
haven't
run
learned to
down
use
and
it
kill
yet.
him real quick.
Well, I'm staying with the party, so whatever the party
Eleanor's like,
decides,
"Go ahead."
we'll do. Yeah, I know, right?
Go kill him then.
I appreciate that, but there'll be something. There's got to be something to
Alright,
smash.
we go the other way.
Smash.
We go the other way.
All right,
Go over
so
here.
Well, you can't go over there.
all right, we've got dogs that are going through. Right, they're getting to the other side. Okay, all right, they both take a little bit of fire damage. They've also taken a good bit of fire damage. All right, so they're normally at 20 hit points. They're both down to 8 at this point.
That's okay. I'm at 9.
So everybody's going. That's cool. Y'all peace out, and then going this way, right?
Yeah, we're
All right,
all
excellent.
Okay.
We're all in
before
this
we head
together.
off.
All right.
Okay, so the dogs are taking
Head
some
off.
serious damage. You've taken. Solstice has taken some serious damage. Janu, have you taken
Janu
serious?
took some damage too with fire stuff through the corridor.
11 points. Yeah.
Ah, sorry.
Okay.
Julio's like, I'm here to help.
As soon as I get a pencil.
I took no damage because
Woo!
axes don't put out
Sarah,
fire.
do we have more pencils?
Sarah?
Pencils.
Sarah, do we have more pencils?
Oh, I have
Okay.
Damn, I could have brought some.
Oh.
I know you needed some.
I've got a bunch at the store. Like I got a whole box, but like, I don't know where they go. Let me look over this way. So
Anyway, I've got a pencil for right now. I just don't have the
Yeah, right on.
the
I got a
eraser,
broken tip pencil.
but I don't need it right now.
That's cool.
There's a pencil sharpener
I'll
behind
put
you.
my.
Yeah, we got pencil sharpener.
There's a pencil sharpener behind you.
Thank you.
Some of this is like.
Anyway, I've got enough of a pencil for now.
Okay, alright, cool.
Let me go over there and see if I can find.
Anyway, so I'm going to, since we've got 4 heavily, reasonably damaged critters,
Right. And not really
2
on.
bipeds and 2 quadrupeds. 1 cure light wounds on each of them.
Alright, 1 cure light on each of them, and
So the first one, I did 3.
I got a 7, so plus 1's 8. So you can take that instead.
Okay, so
What
whoever.
did the deity? So for
I'll
first
take
mana,
8.
somebody takes 8. Alright, cool.
Second one is, I've got 5.
Alright, 5.
4 plus 1 is 5.
Alright, that's good. That's better than mine.
Third one is, yours is going to be at least as good.
Alright, 9. Alright, I rolled an 8 plus 1 is 9.
And I rolled a 1 plus 1 is 2.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. So go with the 9. Who wants the 9?
Janie,
One of the
you want
dogs
mine?
or
Sure.
Solstice? Okay.
Alright, I'll take in the 9.
Alright, take the 9. Take the 9.
Well, then, and the previous one was the.
5.
That's the 5. Right? Yeah, that's right. And I just rolled a 7, so that's an 8. Okay, the next one if you want to do it.
So that would be for one of the dogs.
One of the dogs right there, 16. Alright, cool. Apollo's at 16.
And then I've got 2 plus 1 is 3.
Alright. Same thing here. So 3 for one of the other dogs, or
Okay, yeah.
okay. Alright, got it. So we'll put that on.
And unless there's still critters that are heavily impacted by damage,
Right on. Zeus and Apollo are still they're 16 and 11.
and which means
Like they need another. Alright, so
Yeah,
2 more
20.
mana and you could probably get them up to full. If you
the
want.
one that's at 11.
Alright, 1 is 11. Alright, cool.
I rolled 3 plus 1 is 4.
Alright, I rolled an 8, which is a 9, which is back to full. So there. Cool. Alright, and then Apollo is at 16. You could ride with that, or
I'm good with that. I mean,
alright, cool.
you know, I'm not worrying about trying to get him to necessarily full, just close to full.
Close to full is good. Alright, so 16 and 20 is where the dogs are. So anybody else suffering wounds?
I'm suffering.
Wanna
The wounds of the
negotiate now?
heart.
Wounds from the heart. From the heart.
Because I can get to smash anything.
Yeah.
I know, let's go kill something.
Alright, cool. Alright,
Kill
so
something to get some treasure and shit.
Let's go get some
This
treasure.
is-
And stuff.
I want to listen to the Beastie Boys.
Oh,
sabotage.
yeah. Which Beastie Boys was it? Ill Communications or
Sabotage.
Ill Communications is like legendary. All of them are legendary, but
Oh my gosh.
By the way,
each one's a little different. That's what I like about it. Each album. is
I noticed that there looked like 2 gum containers on the top of my second vehicle.
Oh, did you bring them in?
different. Yeah, is that what they were?
I
I saw
didn't know
them.
if they were supposed to be there or not.
You left them there.
I saw things out there. I wasn't sure where they were.
Salty.
Ooh. Much
Well, Ernest, while
You
you're
left
up,
them there.
But I'm not up.
Alright.
but you are because you're going to throw your plate away because you're done with food. So while you're up, you can just, on your way back to your seat, go grab my gum.
Is that what that is? Oh, that's that, what you call it gum, yeah. Little square, little cubes.
Orbits?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, while we're on the subject of food/snacks, I brought these over because I intended to get them for Janie, but Janie decided she no longer wants Peeps, so.
Well,
Oh.
Ernest, I don't necessarily know if I don't want peeps
It's a sugar
anymore.
thing, right?
It's I can't have them. She's
And
not.
that's why you don't want them.
I
Kira
think-
got me some more lettuce if anybody wants some.
Oh my God.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Janie doesn't want the sugar peeps anymore.
Her body wants sugar all the time.
Uh-oh.
Her body craves sugar
I
all the
can't believe
time.
I left it on the porch, I guess.
That's what being
Oh my
diabetic is like.
Mm.
Man.
Janie doesn't want Peeps anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
She's diabetic now. Her body cut that off.
Not that I don't want peeps, I just don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
Janie, Patrice O'Neill has this skit about like walking through the grocery store and he's like, literally, it could kill me. And he's like, I want it.
So from where you are, right? You're over there.
Man,
There's.
is that like a joke between y'all?
What?
That you don't want sugar anymore? It's not really a joke.
Actually.
I think it may be a joke to him.
Have you ever cried when he said it to you? That'll cut it out. I think.
I've become agitated before, but I don't necessarily know if
You never been agitated. What are you talking about?
You don't have to cry. You should just use your words to express your feelings.
Yeah, it's
Like, I don't think that's very funny, and it hurts my feelings when
You know,
you say that.
it's so awesome being back, and I know it's been a few months and all that, but it's still awesome being back here for what you guys do. It's weird because it's been like however long it was before, and it was like it just, you know. We were just talking yesterday, you know what I mean? Like we were just, you know, it's so weird. I mean, it's good, you know.
I don't know.
You don't get that. You just don't get that anywewhere.
It's not
I
my
keep
best work.
meaning to.
That one looks like it wants to sell me some gum that loses flavor real quick. Was it Stripes gum or whatever? Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yes. And it like
You
sit
know
there
they've,
saying they advertised that it had this long lasting flavor and then like just goes away in like 5 seconds. You know?
I know. They don't make it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fruit stripe, that's what it's called.
Fruit
stripe.
stripe.
Anyway,
Let's go.
Thank you.
there was more than just gum on the top of
My
the
phone, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, careful now. That's how I lost my iPhone. Recently. It was on top of somebody's car
I
over at
thought
the
they
beach.
were in that
I
bag.
decided to take a dive off the car. We were in the car because I didn't remember. And got ran over. All within minutes. Yeah.
That happens.
Buffy's on the
That's
way.
kind of
just so
actually-
you know.
Oh, Buffy, you're on your way?
That's what.
You're on your way.
Oh,
That's how
that
people get
text,
my
that
messages
text
too.
is a couple hours old.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's better than a couple of months, right?
So this is kind of weird because I don't know how much Julio
Four months
remembers
later.
of the
Fine,
last
how are
few
you?
sessions.
He
either.
does not. He wasn't
can't make
here
it
the
up
last
with
few
creepy.
I
sessions.
know. That's why I was like, I don't know how much.
It's
so
okay. It's okay.
Now it's
there
just
was
rude.
a burglary in Spectularum of 3 magical items. What?
Leslie.
Leisure again. I was a preemptive. All right, cool.
I thought they
So-
were two.
Oh, that's how the blessing. Oh.
And so there was
Do you need a
um.
tissue?
I think it would be beneficial.
Oh, right on. So the characters have traveled
Where's it?
No,
to in search of these 3 stolen items from Spectularum. One's called Wave, one's called Black Razor, and the other one is called oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'll
And
take
then-
that one.
Yes, and the one that belongs to Benny Fischel.
I would
I
like.
presume Black Razor is probably some sort of sword.
Right.
You want
Right, I was gonna make a
And
pass.
so there was a ransom note left in the vaults in Spectularum where these 3 items were stolen from, which you are familiar with,
I gotta be
and
careful
so
with
I will read it hitherto. Alright. Search ye far and search ye near, you'll find no trace of the 3, unless you follow instructions clear, for the weapons abide with me. North past Forest Farm and Furrow, you must go to the Feathered Mound, and then down away from the sun you'll burrow. Forget life, forget light, forget sound.
I remember that.
To rescue Wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble.
Has that already been done?
No, none of this has been done. This is the first,
just got
let's
here.
pick a direction and go.
Yeah, so we go down to this.
To rescue Wave, you
Mr.
must
and
do
Mrs.
battle with
Van
the
Hand over
beast
here.
in the boiling
Wait a
bubble.
second, there are 3
Wait,
ways out.
was that the beast in the
3
boiling
different
bubble that we
ways.
just left?
I'm getting.
No, there was no boiling.
Did you end up finding an item?
But it felt.
So no, it's not. To rescue Wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble. Cross cavern vast, where chain links rattle, lies Whelm, past water spouts double.
Next
Wave,
room.
Whelm, and then Black Razor then remains to be won underneath inverted ziggurat. That garnered think not that you're done, for now you'll find you are caught. I care not, former owners brave, what heroes you seek to hire. And they didn't even give you any money or anything. Though mighty, I'll make each one my slave, or send them in the fire. And
I'm telling you, we're in a volcano right
now. Now this note is signed Caraptus,
It's not actually a
which
volcano,
is an ancient mage.
We're in a
Who,
volcano.
if this is the real
But it's
Caraptus,
a
would be about
volcano that is
1,300 years old.
independent of other-
Okay.
Somehow you found elven guides
Yeah.
to take you to White Plume Mountain, which is where
We are now.
everyone believes
Which
that
is a
these items are
volcano.
held by Caraptus or some
It's
cohort
a
who wants
mountain that's
people to
not
figure
associated
Caraptus.
with
I presume Whelm is some sort of
mountain.
hammer
Right.
or warhammer.
That word.
Indeed.
It's
And
a
what is
Monadnock
wave supposed to be?
volcano.
Trident.
What?
There, that's what it is.
Manat.
So
It's
hammer,
a Monadnock
trident,
volcano.
Manat.
sword.
Manat.
Monadnock.
And that's where
Monadnock.
that's
Monadnock.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
It's a
Sorry,
Monadnock volcano.
so
That's
That's where you
I feel like I'm in Despicable
Right.
Me and y'all are mean.
now there are legends that have been
I
unearthed
can
by
make orange try and
the,
banana.
the elven
Banana.
gods. Which I can also read some of that if you're interested. All right, so this is sort of like the story about Caraptus. Okay.
Caraptus.
Okay.
Well, over a millennia ago, the wizard Caraptus rose to power in the valleys of the northern mountains, bringing the local warlords under his thumb with gruesome threats. Threats that were fulfilled just often enough to keep the leaders in line. Under Caraptus's overlordship,
No.
And very relaxed.
the influx of rapacious
No,
monsters
no
and raids from the wild mountains increased, markedly dwindled, and then almost stopped. Almost like he was doing what he said he was going to do. And then seeing this, the populace did not put up much resistance to paying Caraptus's rather heavy taxes and tithes, especially when stories of what had happened to those who balked at his demands were circulated. Oh gosh. Those lords who protested disappeared in the night. They were replaced
And
by the
turn to
next.
the volcano.
I need a.
They were replaced
Give
by the
your
knight,
favorite
the next
hand
in line of succession, who was usually
Give your
inclined to be more
favorite
tractable
hand
than his
up.
predecessor.
Oh, look at me.
Gradually,
She's
as
giving
all
her
of the
favorite
ascension
hand
was
up.
stilled,
Take me.
the taxes, the
You may be her
Stop
favorite.
harassing the child.
I think you may be her favorite hand.
The taxes and levies became even more burdensome, and eventually the wizard Caraptus was taken a large piece of everything that was grown, everything that was made, everything that was sold in the valleys, including the newborn young of livestock. Around this time, there became numerous
Have you
reports
tried the veal?
in the land of sudden madness. Oh my gosh. Sudden madness, demonic possessions. This took a wild turn, didn't it?
Yeah.
And sightings of apparition and undead. Furthermore, monstrous incursions into the settled lands began to increase as raiding parties of humanoids burnt whole villages, and evil and fantastic monsters
Is there not a door that we can be in the process of hacking down as you read this to Ernest?
There are 3 bulkheads you can almost die through in a moment.
Okay.
And evil and fantastic monsters appeared from nowhere to prey upon the harried peasants. At the height of these outrages, came Caraptus's.
A door!
I'm sorry, y'all, because I mean there are accountants at the table. Tax collectors.
Well, it sounds like everybody went Democratic and the place went to shit. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Can we kill something now?
With word of a new levy. Just one more tax. 1/3 of all the newborn children were henceforth to be turned over to the wizard.
Okay.
Now that's a bit far.
All right. Well, I mean, you didn't.
I have only one question.
You didn't meet.
Where's the door?
I've got 3 more paragraphs.
I only have one question.
Okay.
Medicine?
I presume there was some sort of investigation done of the vault or whatever.
Yes.
Did the party figure out how they got stolen in the first place?
Alright, none of this party actually ever investigated the actual vault.
It's stripy.
None of this party actually ever made it to Spectrum, the city.
Never been to Spectrum.
But there are
I guess it's a rock.
there are rewards posted 10,000 gold per
It's like
item
beside him or something, right?
by the
If I'm
anonymous
less than
owners
wrong.
of these 3 items, Whelm, Wave, and Black Ranger.
Okay, so they weren't all in the same vault then.
No. But they were all stolen and taken away by someone who claims to be this mad wizard from 1,000 years ago.
Are you willing to, as sort of backstory for why I suddenly show up now?
Oh, why would he show up now?
No, as for why I show up now. Not him, me.
Why?
My character.
The
Okay.
elves sent you in.
Is that,
No, this is great. This is great. Actually, we should really go around the table and be like, why do y'all care? Right?
well, my thing is,
Yes.
What's that on your hands?
presume
Oh,
I
what you gonna paint?
either went to or was actually in Speculator when this happened.
Okay.
Did you remember painting?
I would have been interested in first investigating the vaults and figuring out how they got stolen and see if I could do that.
Okay. Roll a 20-sided.
I was barely sharpening my axe while y'all were going down there starting fires.
I
Do you
rolled
have
10.
whetstone?
Okay. So when
Let's
this
try it
all
out.
happened, let's say that you found out through some of your guides, spiritual guides in Spectrum,
Yeah.
and you are a gnome priest,
Yes.
and I've been trying to do some research on some of that. So Garl Glittergold in Mistara is like one of the gods of the gnomes.
Yes.
So you would have been doing this research for Garl. You might have been in a situation where your high priest might have been asked to investigate the vaults, and you were taken as a guide.
Look, I'm still not
And
done.
you investigate the vaults.
It's a lot of money.
It appears like
some kabuki.
almost as if
That's what I think.
the items themselves had been removed without any trace whatsoever of where they may have gone. The only clues would be that ransom note. But some of this history may have been conveyed to you through your mentor
I want to kill something.
in Spectrum.
So that explains why we
weren't
didn't bother
bothered
with necessarily.
That gives you like a personal stake. This is the
My
main-
view is, okay,
if you can solve
obviously
this,
whoever stole these can steal stuff at random from nowhere.
Right.
There appears to be only one way to stop future thefts.
Put the green, whatever.
right,
Killing whoever does it.
Yes.
Yeah.
right. But also, if you solve
Why is
this
it about
mystery
killing-
and or can return it, it gives you great high stakes as perhaps even a second to the High Priest of Garl, which may give you
Can we
religious,
kill the High
spiritual
Priest?
standing within
Can we kill him?
Spectrum, the capital city
You got a
of
lot
the
of
Duchy
girls,
of
say something like
Paramikos.
And maybe maybe the party would actually go to Spectrum for once in this whole adventure so far.
Right. Which also is which there's stuff that could happen if you do
We
that.
haven't done yet.
So
Is there a door?
Yeah, is there a door?
Yeah,
There's
it's fine.
doors
Is there
over
a door?
there.
We're like, they do, it's like
Smash
those,
the
what are those things where
door.
like
I've got enough to satisfy
social
my
setting,
That's
you're
cool.
way to the door.
I'm going to read these 3
Well,
paragraphs
things are
just to satisfy myself.
You're making a way to a door.
As one, the people arose and destroyed the sorcerer's hierarchy and
So the communists
marched
destroyed
on
the
his
Democrats.
keep.
Got it.
And there they led
Or is
by a
it
powerful and
Fire
good
Wizard?
cleric and his ranger acolytes. Ooh, that sounds fun. They destroyed Caraptus's minions. Boom! The great wizard barely managed to escape. To the south, accompanied only by his personal bodyguard, company of deranged and fantastical evil gnomes. There might be a gnome subplot here that you need to
Okay.
redeem the gnomes who
What?
somehow worked themselves into the evil path of Caraptus.
Oh my gosh, Kira's here. You're gonna read it all again.
Nope. Caraptus fled. She's already heard all this. Caraptus
You're right
fled
on
to the
time.
cities
Miss
of the
Kira, I need
south.
you to read this out loud to
I
everybody.
just got a ticket, y'all.
What?
I got pulled over right there on, what street is that?
Yeah, I divided
Yeah.
between all the people you gave a ride to.
If I go to court with a not expired tag, she'll drop it.
I've dealt with that very same thing recently, and that's all he did. Nobody paid.
It was a tax thing?
As long as you took care of it.
My tags are expired. In
Mm.
December, I was supposed to renew them.
That sounds like something that would normally I would have normally taken care of.
I just don't know how I should have known that. They're behind me.
Right
You know,
now.
I drive this vehicle all the time. It's not my fault.
I mean, I do. I'm not behind it
I'm
all
sure
the
you
time.
dissed them
I'm
by now.
driving it.
Oh,
How
dude.
should I know? All right.
They send
That
you.
makes sense.
They send you a bill in the mail,
I don't look at that.
and then you pay the tax.
Right.
Okay.
And then they
Which-
send you a sticker.
And then they send you a sticker.
It
Yeah.
happens
That's
once a year.
how it
Right,
happens
but nobody checks the
sometimes,
mail,
but-
so then
Sorry,
maybe
I need-
something that's over there on the counter that needs to get put on the van or something.
I don't
Well,
know, but I had
just
to do a lot
heads
of
up, it'll
running
be
around
next-
recently, a whole day.
It'll be December again.
Oh
November.
God, it will be
Think
one of-
November.
Caraptus fled to the cities of the
Oh,
south
mine's due in December
and
also,
west,
so
and
all
wherever
mine-
he went, he found that his reputation preceded him, and he was once unable to stay anywhere for long. And once again, retiring north, he came to the shores of the lake of unknown depths.
Was there a door there?
Yes, there was a door there,
And the
where he
unknown
heard
depths as
tales
well.
of haunted White Plume Mountain. And investigating further, he at last found the refuge he was looking for in the tangled maze of volcanic tunnels.
See,
beneath
it is
the
a
cone.
volcano.
It is a volcano. He and his gnomes,
Like, what are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna?
I don't
be like,
know,
Screw this
vanished
adventure,
into
it's a
the shadow of the
volcano.
plume and
What
humankind,
difference does it
and they
make?
heard no more of this evil wizard ever.
There's probably
That
lava
was
down
almost
Yeah, probably.
1,300 years ago.
Wow, that's exciting.
It's been dormant.
And
for
now,
long.
seemingly, the
Not
hand of
that
Caraptus
word.
is once again interfering in human affairs, having stolen these 3 items from Specularum. And if it is the truth, the ancient wizard is at work here, he must be thwarted before his power grows
That's a big
once more.
Okay. So we're out to kill the bad thing.
Right,
before
and-
things
and-
get
Sorry, I
away
missed
from
that.
each
And
other.
Julio may be here to redeem the gnome's involvement with this evil wizard from
Oh.
1,300 years ago. Not that you have a personal.
All I know is Smash has got some
Right.
important to do.
Dude,
All right, and
All
so-
about important.
If they, I don't care if they're nice people. I'm killing them.
Ira
get
walks
bored.
to the door and goes,
I'm
"What the
bored
heck
the
just
hell out of it."
I'm
happened?"
throwing the hell out of them.
And so we'll go around the table and tell Ira what just happened. All right,
Oh,
so
it's
Smash.
fine. I don't care.
I know, but it's fun role playing. Right? It's literally the name of the game.
So anyway, there was a story about this bad wizard
Mm.
who was like just a shitty politician, and he
Aren't they all?
yeah, right,
He lied about
And,
climate change. He lied about the internet.
yeah, exactly.
He won the presidency, but who cares?
And he lied about the WMDs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't forget about
Don't
that
they
one.
all?
So it was
Too
all
close
these,
to home.
it was all these taxes. All these taxes.
No.
And then the people.
It's the Dallas taxes.
And then the
Wait, the
people
Dallas taxes.
came and they were going to kill him, but then he killed them back. And then. So
They
now
gonna
there
kill him back.
was a
They gonna
big
get third.
Well, the
Yeah,
problem
They
was
gonna kill him back.
he reneged on his pledge of no
There
new
was a
taxes.
hamster wheel that caught on fire.
It was a theory. We haven't killed anything.
How about
They
overkill?
really haven't
She
killed
ran
me.
into a flaming sphere.
So let's go to the door.
Door? What door?
Sorry, is the heat off? I'm
There's no door.
Okay, here's the
Oh.
We
You know,
can't
at
end that
this
door.
point, I'm gonna make a door out of the wall.
All right, can we like, or who's good at mine stuff? All right, we who's the
dwarf.
underground dwarf? Let's dwarf. Let's get some dwarfing done.
Dwarf.
Dwarf it. Tap
Let's
on the
do it.
rocks or whatever it is you do. Find an opening by
All right.
Next
listening-
room.
by hollow sounds and
So
whatnot.
who's going where?
Me.
Where?
First.
Where?
To the door.
This door.
No,
Yeah.
we're all right. We've already come in that
This
door. No, we've already been there.
Nope. I'm
This
not going
room,
in there again.
We're trying to tap on the
It's got the
wall
burned
and
hamster
find
wheel.
the door. We haven't gone in there yet. We ain't going
Let's do
we ain't
it.
going there. No, that's what I'm saying. I need you to do
I've
that.
already
I go
checked
in
this
there.
whole room for secret
I go.
doors, and there aren't any.
I
Alright,
see the door,
I think
and then I
this
open
door?
it, and if I
I
can't
see
open
door,
it,
I smash
Okay,
door.
I'm not saying
What's
a
room
door.
10 like? Is that like a higher
saying
area
an
and a
actual
lower
secret
area?
door.
this is actually an area that
Where it's
last
hollow on
time
the other side
almost
of the
threatened everyone's
Yeah.
life
That's what I
with
want.
two
Yeah.
siren-esque,
Nice.
kelpy type
And
crazy people who
That's what I need.
we
charmed
don't go
him.
back
get
that
to it.
way.
And then there was craziness that ensued, but somehow
Sorry.
everybody
Sorry.
came out alive.
Okay.
There was also treasure that was found in this area as a kelpie lair, and now at this point these are the stairs that go up, and you've got a door here.
So
So
we know
let's go
about
to
this.
that door.
So how do we know about
You
this?
also have back here a
Because we were over
sphinx
here and we saw
that
it.
had a riddle,
No.
and
where we
also showed
No
you
more
this
riddles.
way and this way.
I
So
wanna-
there's also a White Plume Mountain west and a White Plume Mountain east. But right now you're in White Plume Mountain.
middle.
Here, you wanna
So
move some
this
stuff out
is
of
the
your
door
way.
It's
I
kind of
would
like
think
we're in Harlem, not
referring
East
to.
Harlem or West Harlem.
Yeah,
we're just
unless
in Harlem.
we're gonna go east or west,
What about
Right.
Harlem Nights though?
it would be my thought.
All right, cool. So do we want to set up in marching order here?
I'll go
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Height line. No, just kidding.
Iron second.
Okey-doke.
Everybody else is
Alright,
after
cool.
that.
All right, so
No,
Oh, wait,
alphanumeric order, please.
Smash is in the top 3.
I'm in the top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right then.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Minus
There's
2.
All right. So you see in front of you what looks like a total metal door. All right.
Oh.
The floor is dry, and in the center of the wall, which appears to be 6 inches thick, a rectangular hole 2 feet wide and 6 feet tall has been cut. The bottom of this hole is 2 feet above the floor, and a plate of metal covers that holds
Hey, that's funny.
north side. Massive bolt and rivet heads. Oh gosh, rivet heads stud the wall and metal plates. So you see this.
Rivet
So it's
head.
funny.
You see
is
this like total metal door.
Okay.
Right? It's straight ahead of you. All right.
Okay.
It looks really, really solid. This isn't like the wooden doors like through the rest of the complex. This is like total like metal door, rivets in the wall. Kind of crazy.
I thought
Pull out my blue torch.
But there's an
I
opening.
thought it.
You
You
said.
don't have
Yes.
a blood
An
type.
opening about gnome sized.
If you wanted to move through it, yes.
If a gnome wanted to move through that, a gnome would be able to go through that. is what
I
you're
thought
telling me.
it.
We need to be forting something on the
I
other side.
thought
We're
it.
gonna fort something on the other
All
side
right.
of this door, but
So
that's just an
you
observation. I was
find you're able
making,
to open this door. You go.
Okay.
We need to kill something.
You see another door. It looks exactly the same.
I thought it.
You open this door, and you now find another door that looks
I
exactly
thought
the same.
it.
She swords it, and
I-
now
Throw your fort
you
out.
find
Can
yourself over
I-
here.
You're gonna
Can
fort them
I
in the fort.
I
search the rooms as we pass through them to see if there's something?
You're like 10 foot by 10 foot,
Want a
like
beer?
almost like you're walking through. Roll 20 side.
40.
Thought it.
40.
7.
You feel with
playing
each of
Harry
these doors opening, you feel more and more like pressure.
Hmm.
And when you get to the last door, your ears pop.
Are we underground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Definitely underground.
Yeah, yeah. We got. We're the happening scene. We're totally underground.
We're in a
Where did I get music
volcano.
come from?
Something close to that, yeah. So
We thought it.
We're inside of a. We're not gonna thwart a volcano.
I'm gonna fort that.
Are the doors
Oh,
closing
I-
behind us
I'm
as
gonna
we
fort
go
that.
through these doors, or are they still
unless
open?
you not unless you close them.
So that's weird.
I thought it.
Did you want to close them?
No,
As far as, like,
I'm
the pressure
just
is
wondering
concerned?
how we're getting into an area of higher pressure
So we're going up an elevator.
without something holding the pressure in.
You keep on opening these doors.
Are we going? Yeah. Are we going up?
So are we getting a gust of wind when we open the doors?
All right, so when you open this last one, right? Now you're like looking into what looks like a large cave.
From large cavish.
Okay.
20 feet north of this third metal wall.
You're gonna fort
The
third
corridor enters a
Fort all
vast,
wall.
vast cavern. It opens onto a ledge. Right, so you're over here now.
Allegedly.
Well, allegedly. Indeed. And everybody's kind of moving up going, what's going on? Right, the corridor continues out onto a ledge, but the walls there are no longer made of stone. Instead, they seem to be made of some invisible substance.
I just can't see it.
They're transparent as glass when faced straight on, yet silvery when seen from an angle. The corridor shape is no longer square, but it's domed. As though a series of invisible hoops were supporting it. This corridor is very, very warm.
Who peed?
Cause there's lava.
The corridor occupies the central part of the ledge,
It's for the purple cloud.
which apparently projects from above the floor in a very, very tall cavern. A
What's
silvery,
the part of the river of the river?
silvery
cavern in it?
globes
Silvery globes.
rise from the floor of the cavern.
Alright, who put acid in
From
this?
apparently far below and float slowly past the ledge and disappear into the flat silvery ceiling about 50 feet above.
I authority.
Are they? Sorry, they tell. Wow.
Floating up to the
Indeed. Alright, so we'll go around the room and see what people want.
So
I
I'm
think
gonna
there's lava in here.
Well, I'm certainly in amazement about this. You know, these
You're in this
cellophane flowers of
And-
yellow
and-
and green
Right, you're in,
towering over my head. Never mind. Sorry.
well, you're in this vast cavern now, and it you know, there's this weird, strange thing with the hoops, and you can kind of like look at the edge and go, ooh, that's silvery, but if I go that way, I can kind of see it, but it's like almost like a
It's like
transparent
Indiana
wall.
Jones and the Holy Grail. You know, like
That's what I'm saying.
that's what I
We
meant. I'm
just
sorry.
watched that this week,
I
actually.
was just
It's
making
funny you say that.
I was thinking of combining those two movies in my head, like
Oh
right
my
when you
God,
said that.
I'm
by
so
mistake.
sorry.
It was like no, The Last Crusade. So yeah, that was a good.
Use a
The
card.
dog in you.
It's not that
Oh my God,
simple,
that's my favorite.
but there's these silvery globes coming up from the bottom of the cavern, and kind of like going to the top, right? You
Well,
see all these
Do
hoops,
any
right?
of us kind of know what they might be?
Right,
Or is that
so
like
all of you may take an action to investigate this particular cavern, but we'll start over here with Iram, who just showed up and said, "What the hell are y'all doing?"
Nothing.
She walked into
I
a flaming
can't take
Have
sphere.
you killed
I-
anything without me?
I forgot to get my taxes.
No, we killed nothing while you were gone, so you missed it. You didn't miss
I inspect one of the.
Solstice got set on fire.
it.
All right, so the globes that come up out of the ground,
Yeah.
you kind of approach one of the silvery globes that's kind of coming up, and this is kind of coming up from this area, right? So almost like a. So did you want to try and touch it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm not sure
What's
where.
your wisdom?
A lot.
Right, so here's one of the globes, right? It's coming up. You're like, ooh, I'm gonna go touch this, right? You
My
go.
fear is 0.
So when you touch the globe, all of a sudden there's this big, huge like gust, like windy air. There's like a big gust of like windy air that shoots into your face.
Want to touch it?
When you touch it and you pop the bubble.
Oh, so it's not like metal.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was like a silver.
It's like it's some kind of weird. It's a silvery globe.
Yes,
Floating up through what looks like, yeah, absolutely. And you go and touch it, and when you do, all of a sudden you get this big breath of fresh air,
Yeah, but
sort
what
of, and then the bubble pops and
Holding my breath.
it's gone. So, Smash, what did you want to do?
I'm laughing at her with the.
You go, ha ha ha
with the
ha!
breath of fresh
Well, laugh at
air.
her.
And okay, I guess, would I be able to discern any of this, what I'm seeing? Because that doesn't make normal sense.
You're like looking at the whole thing going, this doesn't make normal sense. And you see like these little bubbles come up, and what you see from your perspective, actually, she goes up and she touches this, you know, silvery globe, but when she does, it's almost like there's this like puff of like air that kind of shoots up into her face, and then it kind of dissolves into smaller bubbles. They kind of like start going up, and
Big
you know,
bubble, little bubble.
like going towards the ceiling.
Does it change my voice like helium when I'm breathing?
It doesn't change your. Are you gonna talk? What are you gonna say?
Maybe I would if it
Has
changed
my voice changed?
You go. How's my voice changed? And it's exactly the same.
Oh, so it's not necessarily.
Although,
it could be nitrous oxide.
roll a 27.
Oh.
Never mind.
Where's the dice?
Okay, let's
We gotta
try.
There's all kinds of
Do I
dice
have
you
a
can use.
20?
These, you might not want to use.
Maybe a 27.
Then again, my 20 might benefit because you're using it. Yeah, you organize it. I bet all the 20s are together in one little baggie. Well, yes,
I want
yes
a
they
purple
are.
one.
Then you have to subdivide.
Okay,
No.
while we're here, let's attempt
10.
not to get carbon monoxide
Okay.
poisoning.
Good idea.
Nitrous oxide. I'm betting on nitrous oxide.
So you kind of touch
What
the
is it?
globe.
Laughing gas.
There's like this puff of air.
Or
You're investigating it. You don't really notice too much about like
Try
the
not to
smaller
get any
bits
carbon
that kind of run
monoxide
around.
in here, which is poisonous.
Right.
But you feel like
So,
We'll avoid that.
I hope
there's something mysterious about this particular place that seems
Yeah.
very odd.
But it seemed like just fresh air, right?
Yes.
Okay, so not carbon
You
monoxide.
breathe
or
like fresh
anything?
air from this popped bubble.
There's a
There's
bunch
free
of
floating.
little tiny bubbles.
Let's see,
Yeah, it's a
because
bunch of tiny,
Still
right?
floating
A
up.
bunch of tiny
I'm
bubbles
thinking I would
floating
be
up.
like in
Yeah,
real
towards
life.
the ceiling.
Like me.
So it's like she popped
Be
the
just
little
like bubble
bubble
wrap
or the
in a
big
sense,
bubble,
I'm like
and now there's a bunch of
chocolate
little ones.
You know, 'cause that's how I'm
Yeah.
feeling.
Alright.
That's kind of where I'm
So
at.
Smash is kind of pondering that too.
I'm pondering the idea of popping bubbles because it just looks
You
like.
go, ooh, popping bubbles, and there's more,
Yeah.
more bubbles coming up. Did you want to pop some more bubbles?
I'll
I'll go pop some bubbles.
I'll reach with my axe and pop a bubble.
You take your axe and you slash at one of the globes of, and there's this puff of air that throws in your face. Roll 20-sided.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Over there.
All right, you're like, pop this
I
air.
rolled 11.
An 11. All right, cool. So you pop the bubble, and the same kind of thing from everybody else's perspective. They see you pop this bubble. There's this big thing of air that throws in your face. And you're like, oh, that smells good. And then there's all these
Pressure
little bubbles.
increasing, or is it staying about the same?
Feels the same to you right now. So it doesn't feel like increasing, like from what they're doing. It doesn't seem to increase.
In any case, it should be heading out the doors we left open.
Right, but they're not. They're floating this way.
Yeah, but any air we release.
Oh, now that, yeah.
They're
Like
not fizzy lifting drinks.
I don't
here,
know.
so-
They're going that way.
Yeah, I'm not saying the bubbles would go out the door. I'm just saying the air we release
The
might go out the door.
pressure.
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
the
so
whole air
are you
pressure thing
looking
in
for
here is
bubbles?
messed up.
I want to make certain that if we pop these bubbles, we don't somehow, because of some strange magic that's going on here, because there's already evidence of strange magic.
Yes.
That whatever strange magic is going
I
on
see
isn't
you
going
on
to
the front porch.
keep ear in here and cause the pressure to go up.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That is my
So
concern.
kind of checking that
After
out.
we get to
Right,
this.
okay, cool. As far as you can tell, there's no buildup of pressure.
I don't want to thwart
Like
what
so
we're doing.
far, it looks like
That's
it
what we're
appears to
doing.
be a strange occurrence. This globe thing, the breaking of the bubble, globe thing, smaller bubbles.
that cup. There's
You know, it just seems very, very strange to you right this second.
Is this your water bin?
But you're not sure. But you don't feel any adverse effects, and you definitely don't feel any increase in pressure. All right. So, Janu, did you want to take an action? As you're in the front, you see two bubbles have been popped by Smash. You see another bubble's been popped by Iram. Kind of coming up the top.
They're coming up from here.
They're kind of. This is like this ledge
I was just
area, right?
Pit, right?
And actually, like more like this is kind of like this big ledge thing. You see like the bubbles kind of coming up from the side, right? Iram, yeah. So Iram's kind of like lashed at one on this side.
Like on the ledge or like from the wall?
From beneath. So it's almost like this is a ledge,
Oh, I need a mirror.
okay? And you see like these bubbles kind of coming up from below, right? And what you see is like you see the bubble kind of come up, and then there's like Iram kind of like pops one of the bubbles. You see like some smaller bubbles like going up towards the ceiling. Smash goes, hey, I'm gonna pop a bubble too. So here's a bubble.
How wide is the ledge?
Smash pops a bubble, bam. Yeah, like this is kind of like a 10-foot, per inch kind of area. We'll play it at scale right in a second. So
10-inch ledge?
this is like a 10-foot corridor. Like every inch, one inch equals 10 feet.
So this would be.
I'll have that hot chocolate ready.
Right. So that area,
Is like a foot?
it appears to be.
Something's afoot.
Oh gosh. All right, roll a 20-sided if you're gonna go. Are you walking out to this area?
I'm just asking
This
questions.
kind of looks like a cavern ledge. Is what you kind of see
Oh
here.
my god.
I'm just, how
You're walking out
wide
to
is,
this area?
Munson,
Yes.
how wide is the ledge?
So this is about 10 feet.
Okay.
So this
And
would be
what
like a
about
30
this?
feet
Is
by
that
30
like-
feet like circle ledge.
Is there a ledge all the way around?
Yeah. hmm
And it's a 30 foot?
I mean, well, maybe more than that. What's that? 40 feet-ish?
Oh, but I mean, like how wide is what I'm walking on?
Oh, I mean, this is all pretty
How
solid.
wide's the ledge?
This looks like solid cave, in igneous rock.
Is it like 4 feet?
Is it halfway width or like?
Or is it
Oh
like,
no, it's bigger. Like this, there's a ledge here at the edge, right?
That's what we're talking
But
about.
this all looks like
Ledge at the
even
edge.
same level. So you've got like
how is it a ledge?
it's a ledge because this
What?
drops off here.
So it's a platform.
It's a platform. It's like, does that make sense?
Now we're getting it.
Now it
Okay.
does.
So okay.
Now we're getting it. Okay.
Cool. So this is sort of like level with where you're at.
Is there a seam or anything I can tell? Is this
You do.
different
You
than
see like
that?
some type of seam, like right where this is. Actually, it's kind of like where you see like at an angle, like it's kind of silvery, and then if you look at it straight on, it looks more transparent.
I mean, from here, like here to here, there's a seam, and it's a different.
Oh
kind
no,
of
you don't
rock.
see anything between this and this. That all seems like one. No, that seems like all one area kind of thing.
It just.
But like this, like appears like some kind of transparent wall. And if you look at it from the side here, like if you're looking at this angle,
It's
it looks
iridescent.
silvery. Yeah, iridescent. If you look at it straight on, it looks more
I do
transparent.
detect magic.
Do you have to touch that?
Yeah, she's a dwarf. Dwarfs kind of go like, hey, that looks weird.
Imagine.
Roll 20-sided for wisdom check.
Oh, I got an 18.
Cool. You kind of look at it and you go, this is really strange, but I don't know why.
I say this is really strange,
But I don't know why.
but I don't.
But I don't know why.
Okay.
I
I
said,
don't know why. Well, but they're, yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. And then Julio?
Okay, so
You're coming back
when the
this
bubbles
way,
are
but
popped,
Yeah.
is there wind blowing down the way we came in,
There
or
doesn't appear to be any kind of wind
And I'm
going
gonna
on.
lightly
Roll a
hand it off.
20-sided.
You don't need to.
No, but I got
Actually,
actually just I'm trying to hand off.
9?
So that's one.
And my wisdom is 18.
Okay.
Yes, one.
In my.
You're looking at this whole situation, and what seems to be beyond this door right here, it appears to you as if things are working as if they're underwater.
I don't know about the glass.
So like these bubbles are air bubbles that are getting popped.
Here's awesome.
And then air is somehow going out in smaller bubbles up further.
Carrie, you don't
You can feel like pressure as if you're underwater, but you're not sure like where the beginning of this like I'm underwater thing is happening. You also don't know why you can breathe underwater. But you're like, this is really strange. The whole situation seems really strange.
So does it feel like there's extra resistance as if we were going through water?
And like, almost like as if you were going through these pressure markers, like with the doors somehow at some point, like you're not sure how you ended up underwater.
Is there water resistance?
But you
it's
feel
like-
like something magical with this corridor putting you in a situation where there's air is not air anymore. Air is water.
Is there water?
You're not sure the long-term effects of that are. But right this second, you're like, this feels really dangerous. I don't know exactly whether I should close this door and tell everybody and we should run out, or we should proceed further and put ourselves in danger.
Okay, I'm going to go to the center of the platform,
All right, you go, center of this platform.
and I'm going to look up and see where are the bubbles going.
All right, so when you get to that spot, right?
Nowhere near the edge.
Nowhere near the edge. You're on the center of the edge, right? Well, not
Center of the
center of the platform. All right, you're looking up, and what you see is like what looks like the remnants of these air bubbles. Now, from your perspective, like going up, and they'll hit like a ceiling.
Yes.
Like an aquarium ceiling-esque, and just into air. Into air. Like from these globes that they destroyed, right? There's like little bubbles left.
Yeah.
They go up and then they escape, right? And what you're seeing up at the top is like you're basically like at the
We're in the volcano.
apex of the of the volcano.
We're in a volcano.
So the white plume, right, is like kind of going up into this area, and you can see at the top of this, like, you know, it's like about midday. You see clear skies, like maybe a cloud, like going over the top through the
Perfect
air
weather for an
opening.
explosion.
So way
It's on
up
now.
here,
You said the magic
Yeah,
words.
let's
midday.
hope it doesn't
like
explode.
relative to this,
Still in the
way
volcano.
up here,
You're fine.
and actually from where you are right
Can I
this
just
second.
make an observation?
You almost kind of hear like a little, like from below, like almost as if like this guy, it's gonna blow up at some point.
Why
Like,
don't we leave?
right, we're in the middle of this.
I
And
mean, what are you gonna
there's
do?
this pressure build up,
There's nothing to fight.
and you can, if you're looking down in this area, what you would kind
We
of
fight the
see.
volcano.
Um,
Fight the lava.
We're
Is
only
it Julio versus the volcano?
Fight the bag, but some of us have fire
It might
resistance,
be.
brings it
Throw a
over.
sacrifice.
I want to kill something.
Oh my gosh, you got
Sacrifice!
me
That's a
big
good idea.
right.
Sacrifice!
All right, so let's see.
But you may see some like on the edges over here,
We got
like
two dogs and no
like almost like boiling, kind of like lava coming out the edges, and you would see like a lot of water stuff below this ledge, kind of like meeting that lava,
I get it.
becoming
It's a volcano.
steam kind of stuff. And about that time, roll a 20.
Oh, this is
No,
like a
I
Hawaiian
need to make
vacation.
my observation
I
first.
rolled a
Yeah,
2.
eleven.
Juice over here back
And
there.
11.
Are we supposed to be rolling high or
Here.
low?
I rolled a
Did I
2.
leave
No.
orange juice over here?
High or low?
Julio, roll a 20 side.
Maybe?
Oh.
I rolled an 11.
Look.
All right. And Julio has a wisdom of
18.
18. All
And I
right, cool.
make
Do you realize I'm
Alright,
about to
so-
is about to blow?
You rolled
We're never gonna kill anything.
11.
11. Okay, cool. All
You're
right.
gonna
So
be
about that
close.
time,
Oh,
you see
thank heavens, it's a dragon.
this miniature is not representative of what you see with your eyes.
Can I make an
This
observation
miniature,
now?
however, is about the approximate size of the creature that you're seeing.
Oh, wow.
And if we had
So
spent
it's
more
big.
time at the beach, we might have like a 2-scale miniature for a giant lobster.
Yay, lobster.
All right.
Oh, great, we're gonna
I am the
die.
lobster. Goo goo
Is everyone at full
goo.
hit points? We're gonna
Lobster.
Lobster.
Lobster. With
That's a
with
crab.
With a
What does the lobster say?
okay, a giant crab.
Goo 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 goo.
Giant crab or giant lobster?
That's a crab.
Hey, who are you
The
to judge?
picture's a crab.
I know the picture's a crab, but what does the text say?
I am the
They both
lobster.
have claws.
If they're free.
Crab. I'm sorry.
It's a crab.
Giant crab.
Lobsters have longer bodies than
Golden
crabs. Crabs are
band
sideways.
on one
Lobsters are the roaches of the sea.
appendage.
But they can.
Okay. These
Crabs
are.
are flat.
This
I'll say
obviously
about that one.
is Smash with his
Oh,
trident.
Look.
My
And that's Iram with
Look at
her
me.
sword,
Look at that.
and this is Athena with her.
Hey,
Staff.
you guys can smash a giant crab.
I'm all in this.
Free missing weapon.
Alright, so
Okay,
a giant crab.
Although I thought when I wet my
Coming
sword,
up
my
the
axe.
sides of the ledge,
One side would roll a little
I
bit.
figured
coming
that out
over
earlier.
the top,
Yeah, better.
right? Roll initiative. Alright.
I'm not smart.
Great.
Gonna say
Roll a
fair.
roll a 10, roll low.
I rolled a
Negative
1.
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Two.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
And with my initiative
One.
modifier, it's actually a negative 1.
Negative
Alright,
one.
minus, anybody roll lower than minus 1?
I got a
Zero.
negative one too.
Alright,
Four.
I'm going to take the minus 1 to the left of you, so
Yeah.
you can go.
I rolled a
also.
2,
I
you
don't know
rolled,
what
she
my
rolled a 4,
modifiers are.
he rolled a 1.
Is it
You have
dexterity?
like an initiative modifier right there. It might be nothing. Initiative 0. You got no modifier.
Oh,
She's
initiative
got
minus
no
3.
modifier.
I got no more.
So I roll a negative 1.
Negative. You got a negative 1.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, it
You
says
hear me?
negative. It says minus 3, and I rolled a 2. Or yeah. So
You rolled a 2 and you got a minus 3.
Yeah.
All right, so that puts you at minus 1. Anybody else? Iram, what'd you roll?
I'm 4.
4. Do you have an initiative modifier? All right, cool. So in that case, Smash with his minus 1 beats your minus 1 and your minus 1 because I'm just a kind of benevolent dungeon master. All right, so Smash, you go first, and then we go around the table. All right.
I'm gonna fort
So
this.
there's a giant crab
It's sport, not fort.
coming up the
Fort.
ledge as
I-
we
I've
all
seen it.
realize, oh God, we might be underwater.
It's the weapon that Mike Tyson uses. You know, he pulls out his fork. Anyway, so
I feel like this crab is guarding the trident.
I was looking. I don't know what
I
happened.
think you're on
I
the
got
side.
like 10 at the
Cause it's a water thing.
Water.
I got
That makes sense. And she had Triton over here.
I
Yeah,
got
she said she didn't know. But I shot
I
them
kind
2
of got
there.
stuck after the hamster.
I don't know where they're at.
I thought it.
Fort that. All right,
Yeah.
fort. I'm ready
All
to
right,
fort.
all right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I'll give you a second, then I'm gonna start forting.
All right, let's do it. All
Okay,
right.
I'm not done with that
Hold
word
on.
today. I
It
can't.
was a
No
theoretical
word of the day. This is how it says that word. Scream
I
it out.
didn't expect you to destroy it. It was theoretical.
Who made your
So
earring?
not 100% sure if the
Oh,
character knows what a
I got it
theoretical
in-
question is.
When we were in Italy.
Oh, they're so cute.
So there's a artist there called Clet, and we went to his gallery, and on the Florence Bridge there's like a
Fun.
statue like that, like a person, like as if they're walking out off the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I like them.
Thank you.
That was where somebody tried to pick my pocket.
Florence.
Apparently there's a lot of
I
people
yelled at her.
people.
Like I yelled, like she did this little thing where she had a little baby doll, and then had a kid try to grab my hand, and
Rascal.
and then I felt this hand kind of going toward my pocket, like
Right.
the edge of my pocket, like
Alright, so
And I yelled
what
out
is
real
Smash doing?
Get your hands out of my pocket, big pocket! I yelled like that just to, yeah, because I was just like that kind of
Well,
person.
thank goodness it wasn't
Well, it worked.
Central. You said, get out of my pants.
Yeah, that's funnier. Yeah, I
Oh
like that.
gosh, where's Septrell?
No, there were a bunch of.
You know, you went to Disney World
Yep.
for a week,
Yep.
and,
Like the
and
guys
for
like
some
And they didn't leave,
reason,
you got a job?
no,
Yeah.
it wasn't that. It was he has
I guess I
schoolwork
didn't
to
see
catch
as much
up
as I
on.
wanted to
I
see
mean,
as once,
he
but I
didn't
did.
want to do schoolwork when he was in Disney World. I don't
I did see a lot of
understand.
Why enjoy wrong?
Wait,
can-
what?
I can-
You
I
had to
can
do
relate
school
to
in
that.
Disney?
Okay.
And
No, that's cool.
not as much as
They
Rome, Georgia.
went to Disney World for a week.
But no,
He's,
but no,
has
it
to
was
stay
good.
home
Sistine
until he
Chapel, all
makes
that
up all
I mean, we can all relate to
I want
that.
to go back again. Like,
Schoolwork at Disney World? Why?
meaning like,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
okay.
Well, you have to have
They
something.
don't
to
have a
do during the
curfew
evening.
and all that crap. What?
You have to have something to do during the
We
evening.
did with a tour group, so they were.
You
You
really
gotta wish
good
upon a
about-
star sometimes.
You
Oh
know,
my
that's-
God!
Yeah.
Look, someday my prince will come, man.
It was like
We
taking-
finally found something to hit.
Yes.
Let's kill it.
Indeed.
All
Alright, so Smash, there is something to hit.
All right.
There's a giant crab, not lobster. A giant crab. Oh my god.
Well, while singing "Goo Goo Gajoob," I know. She told me it was a walrus, but I'm telling you, it's
I'm
not.
sorry.
It's a
Did
crab.
you just look at the crab stats?
Yes, I
Crab.
did.
Is
And
it bad?
you don't want to see them.
It's bad.
It's
I'm gonna
It's
take cover
crazy.
behind the door.
kind of crazy.
Crab
But,
legs.
Oh my
I
God!
take cover
That's what
behind the
Smash
door.
says. You look right at him. Get him.
Crab legs.
Grab leg.
Hey, who's got butter? That's
This
all I'm
looks like
saying.
the horse that dies in
Never knew
Never
story.
Ending
That's
Story.
just terrible to think
I
of. Why'd
still.
you just ruined my whole
I
life. Thank you.
still
I'm
cry.
listening.
I'm not
That's the
listening
crying
to
now. Thanks. I was trying not remembering that.
No, a
No,
train
that's
is like the little
the
kid with the medallion.
I know it was what's his name? Oh God, what was his name now?
Falco is the luck dragon.
No, a train
But who is
horse.
the
What's
horse?
the name of the horse? I'm trying to remember.
Aslan.
No, but come on now. You silly.
The name
No,
of the
don't-
horse
I have a
is
miniature
Never
for
Ending Story.
Aslan.
I know the name. It's
I
right
do.
there on the tip of my brain, and
I
it's like
have a literal.
because
Aslan's
I'm
I don't
yelling
remember
it.
a horse.
I don't remember a
Yelling.
horse.
How do you
Aslan's a
not
lion.
remember the
No.
horse?
The horse is the way he drove
It's
off
emotionally
the road.
scarred all of us.
No, that's Aslan. That's the thing that looked like the globe.
We're all
Right.
we're all messed up.
No,
No,
Aslan.
Aslan is the
Falcon.
lion they kill in one which is
Who's the
wardrobe.
traitor's
It
horse?
represents Jesus.
I know this
Yeah,
horse's name.
Aslan is the lion that they kill
Are
in
you
Lion
talking
Witch.
about Never Ending Story?
We
Yeah, but-
were, and then you start brought up Aslan. Aslan's not in the never ending
Yes,
story.
You're right. You're right.
Aslan.
Falcor.
Yeah, Aslan.
Aslan's in Narnia.
However, you're supposed to say
Let
that.
me see it. Artax.
Artax.
Yes. Artax. Artax. Yeah, this
I
is
looked
very
up
sad.
horse
Right
never
on.
ending
Very
story.
sad.
Okay,
That's
alright,
what
so
I
I'm
got,
swinging.
so I guess
I'm
that's
swinging.
what
So
it is.
Smash is like, I'm going first and I'm swinging at this thing. Alright,
Well,
so
I like
Okay,
it.
what
Yeah.
you see.
because he got a -1 on
Oh,
initiative.
yeah, we rolled.
I love you, Eleanor.
What'd you roll?
First
Nope.
roll. Well, it was a 4. Terrible. Terrible roll.
You miss your first attack. You rush into battle with the crab.
I hate this damn.
Everybody wants to kill crabs. They have medicine for that
Kill the
also.
crabs. Yeah.
So you rush into battle with the crabs, and you miss, but you get 2 attacks this round.
You want to hear about my battle with the crabs?
I take this medication.
18. Okay.
18. All right, now that's
There
a
we
hit.
go.
So you,
I was hitting with the wrong
you
side of the
smash
axe.
the crab with your big old crazy axe for roll damage.
That is
Oh, it is.
dipped in
Hey,
penicillin.
So you can take some penicillin and hit the crab.
It is an 8, right? Yeah.
Kill the crabs, please, for us all.
Oh, I was supposed to use the word 8. 8 plus 8. So
So 8 plus
16.
8, 8.
I mean plus 9. I'm sorry, plus 9.
Great bait.
17 damage.
All right, 17 damage. All right, cool.
And it is a great axe. I did not specify.
Okay, so you do 17
Right there.
damage to the crazy, ridiculously
With a
statted
great axe.
boss called the giant crab, and
If you can use that axe,
Cra-
that'd be great.
crazy weird stuff comes out of the side of it. I actually
Ooh.
have to check this out
Butter
too.
sauce.
All right, hold on. Bum bum ba bum ba. All right, what? Okay, I mean, I don't. Pardon
I
myself.
like that.
Oh, there's a 10%
That was part
chance.
Elvis.
Oh, okay. All right, so I need to roll for that. All right. You're in the clear. All right, cool. So you hit the crab.
Oh wait,
like,
if you hit and stuff comes out and it can damage you?
Hey, it happened.
All right, so you hit the crab. Crazy, weird, strange, bloody, whatever blue ichor comes out of the crab face. It takes its claw and it looks at you and it's just about to clamp its claws on your head when Janu.
I attack with my lucky charm.
You attack.
They're always
with
off to me,
Lucky
Lucky
the
Charms.
leprechaun. For
Oh, crit miss.
ooh, are you serious?
Yeah.
What's your plus?
2.
2. All right, so you take your battle axe and you're slamming it into the crab's face. When it moves out of the way, just in time where your axe hits the ground, you hear this reverberating. You rolled a 1. Ooh. All right, so you take 3 points of damage from your axe hitting the ground. All right,
Can I do
and
my second attack?
hold on. There's a 10% chance
Okay, I
in
just
this
realized
attack.
you should probably
That-
build up to
All right, you're in the clear.
before we
All right, you're cool.
fight a
All
giant
right,
boss
awesome. All right,
crab.
so then you take your axe for your second
Like
attack.
doing that thing with Uncle Walter did. Like
No, he
rolling
would always
checks
say,
for
"It
shit
tagged
that
ya."
didn't exist.
That one tagged ya.
Tagged you.
That's yeah, that was his thing.
Weird.
Like that one tagged ya.
Alright, well, can I
I'm not
go
doing
again?
that. I'm like, there's a 10% chance something weird happens.
Can
and
I
like,
go again?
yes, you get your second
Yeah,
attack.
but Uncle
I
Walter
got a
did like
7.
roll like for no
7.
reason just to see.
All right,
tense
so
up.
7. All right, you're coming at it with your axe. And actually, what's your attack? Hold on.
12.
All right, cool. You come out with your axe. You slash over to the side. There's still a 10% chance, like every attack, which is crazy. All right, you're in the clear. All right, your axe kind of comes across the side of the thing. The crab kind of like goes up. Its other claw, like with the crazy copper band on it, comes at you.
It has a
So
copper
it's
band.
yeah, it has a copper band that looks. I don't know. It's got runes on it. I don't know. It looks kind of magical.
handle.
You know. But anyway, so whack whack is what it
Mary.
looks like it's doing
It's a Mary
right this
crab.
second. So it looks like you're there, smashes over. Yeah, we're in the good place. All right, so Janu, I'm sorry, Julio. That's Janu.
If I had to guess, about how much does this crab weigh?
What is?
The good place. Is the
If you had to guess how much it weighs,
Because that affects whether or not a whole animal has a chance of working.
you would
on
think 2 tons.
It's about hell.
this. Okay, way too big even
This
for a
is
mammal.
huge crab.
I mean, wow, I've been wanting them to make a show about
This is
you.
a crab
giant.
nose. If there
That's
ever was
about
one.
heaven.
This is a huge
It's all a
crab.
matter of perspective.
Yeah, so
That's
you're
what
thinking
they
way
want
too
to
big.
do.
Maybe. I'm not
Yes.
sure for a
Like,
whole
no
animal.
way.
Yeah, you're thinking
I
absolutely.
watched
And you might even be looking
some of it.
with your amazing wisdom. You might also be looking at that copper band with runes, going, that might be some kind of protection, something.
I'm sure it is.
And
Cut
put
his
me
hand
through
off.
hell.
Maybe. Like
Protection.
against things
Gotta
like
hold
that.
on me. Passions
Well,
are
let's see.
present.
Not that you would be able to read the runes, because you
Maybe
can't because
crab
it's too far away.
with that
from
little
you.
hand that makes it big.
Well, I'm not going to try to read the runes because it's probably not going to hold
You
still.
don't want to do that. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not holding still at all.
But
Shot through
what
the
I am
heart,
going to try to
and
do.
you're to blame. You give love a bad
So this
name.
this copper band looks like it's solidly on the crab.
It's solidly on the crab and it's made of metal. And you might be in the clear there. Go for it. I'm feeling this thought. This is a good thought.
Heat metal.
Heat metal on the crazy copper band on the thing. All right.
Yes.
Now this turn, first turn, it would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then but next turn on your turn, right, it would do something different because it's going to get hotter and hotter, right? So this is uncomfortable. It's definitely not throwing this away, for sure. It might, like when you cast it, what you would see like this. It's 2 little things, whatever crabs have for eyes, like go and like
What are
look.
they called, Eleanor?
I don't know, like their
Google it.
eyes?
I know that the evolutionary
They're called
record
googly
show
eyes.
that eyes
The
develop
googly
by
eyes
different
look at
occasions
Julio and go,
not attached to one another.
and you see like an aura
Like,
of
no, like
red,
it comes from
and
it,
then
you know what I mean?
it's
Like
gone forever.
independently.
All right.
Came
But that's
out
cool. Heat metal is a
5
good
times
thing.
in
Oh,
the
and actually,
So like the kind of eyes that
Okay.
to
those
familiarize
water creatures have,
ourselves
like the crabs and stuff,
with
aren't the
second
same type of
edition, we've been reading
evolutionary
spell
eyes we
descriptions,
have.
and so
Yeah, it'll be uncomfortable. The next round it will do 1d4,
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
shit.
and then for the next 3 rounds it'll do
Here's
2d4, and then it'll start
stalactites.
cooling off again.
Oh, cool.
perfect.
That's
All
what
right,
we do.
cool.
2d4 and
All right, and all right, so I'll read a little bit of that. Right.
Yeah, so
So
we'll
heat
go a
metal.
little more.
By means of heat metal spell, the caster is able to make ferrous metal, iron alloy, steel, extremely hot. Elven chainmail is not affected. And magical metal armor receives an item saving throw versus oh gosh, so this is a magical metal something that gets a saving throw. What? It did not make a saving throw. Alright. If this is successful, the heat metal spell does not affect it. So it did have a save, it failed it. On the first round of the spell, the metal merely becomes very warm and uncomfortable to touch. Oh my gosh! I'm a crab! I can't touch this thing that's on me. During the second and sixth, he causes blisters damage in the third, fourth, fifth rounds. Metal becomes searing hot, causes damage to exposed flesh. Alright, cool.
Dire wolves or something.
Metal temperature damage per round. So we're looking at 1d4.
And assuming it doesn't get rid of it on the 5th round, you'll have to make a saving throw versus spell or suffer a disability.
Right on. So 2d4-ish on the final round, searing.
Well, I can't get a disabled.
That is really
hand or foot unusable for 2d4 days. Body disabled for 1d4 days. Unconscious for 1d4 turns. Well, that'd help y'all out. This effect can completely be removed by 5th level pre-spell, heal spell, or normal rest. Okay. Alright, awesome. So that kind of gives you the sense of like heat metal.
Okay,
right,
that is an extremely powerful spell.
That's awesome. So we're looking at 1d4 for turn 2 next round. Okay, cool. So we got heat metal at 1d4 starting next round, but then on 5th round, then we got
third through 5th, it'll be 2d4.
Third through 5th. Alright, 2d4.
And then we got has to do the saving.
5th, gotcha. Alright, cool. Excellent. Alright, cool.
6th and one final 1d4.
Because if that claw goes out, you know, that's one attack also, but we're not quite there.
Yeah.
Alright, but then Solstice.
I pull out my lute.
Alright, you pull out your lute.
And,
you tune
and
out.
I
You go
strum and I go da 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 da. Red Lobster.
Oh, I thought you were playing the. I don't know.
Rock
like,
lobster.
Yeah, Rock Lobster.
Thank you.
You're playing Rock Lobster by the
For a
B-52s?
crab?
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
Because
golly.
do I know it's a crab? No, I think it's a lobster.
Roll a 20 sided.
It's
I want
got
to see how well
claws.
you're playing this song.
Oh my god!
20.
I got a natural
I think
20.
he kills it with the song.
I mean, yeah, song.
That was a check.
The song remains the same.
Crit fail. You try and remember the song Rock Lobster and start singing Love Shack.
Yeah.
And
Hey, what was the name of that band
it
again?
still helps
The
out
Bombers, the.
but it's not what you
yeah,
intended.
maybe the-
Alright. So they're like,
Love Jack is a little.
well, and you're like, wait, Rock Lobster. I'm supposed to be singing Rock
SR-71s.
Lobster. Yeah, this is not good. Alright, so then Athena.
Creature.
So Solstice busts out with song, but the wrong
It was like a
song.
squirrel or something?
Right,
Or that
and
just like-
there's
I honestly
a
thought
door
it was
here.
just a
Don't
fossil
worry about
life.
it.
There is a door
Sing.
that is open.
Could I potentially like halfway close the door and
Almost
take
kinda
cover
sugar
behind the
glider.
door?
Absolutely. So you move behind that door and you take partial cover. You're looking at the lobster or the crab. Sorry.
I take cover behind this door, and I'm thinking there are a lot of people up here that it will most likely target. That's not me, so I'm
I'm gonna
probably
target
safe.
So
I take
Operation
cover.
Human Shield, got it.
And door.
Shield.
And door.
Okay, so you take full cover behind the door. Alright, so right this
And
second,
then I
you're beginning to plus your armor class for that. If the crab had a missile attack, it would have a minus to hit.
magic missile.
And you go boom, boom, or roll damage.
What do you expect me to do at
I
this
think that's a
point?
great idea, because like you can't miss with that. You're doing damage.
Excuse me while I
You're
pull out my
running it
toolbox.
down into the
That
dirt.
is-
Ooh, you found my minis,
I
right?
Just looking at it.
I hit it for 9 points of damage. I probably did nothing.
That's Benny awesome.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Alright, so you do 9 points
Probably
of
did
damage
like nothing, but
Explosion.
Dark-looking wizard guy.
of magical energy near the crab. Boom, boom. Alright,
Already am that
crab is looking down at,
Yeah.
I guess, Smash and Janu, right?
And Zeus and Apollo.
And Zeus and Apollo would also have their turn. All right, so Zeus and
wait,
Apollo.
And they
I'm
like
guessing you said
seafood.
Sikkim.
Yes.
Yeah. Sick ball. Sorry.
I know.
So Zeus and Apollo rush
Weird,
in.
I don't really care.
Okay, we got a miss and we got a hit. All right.
Crab in it.
So we're gonna say Apollo hits for 7 points of damage on the crab. All right, cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Rawr. So rushes in, kind of like jumps on top of the crab and is now like biting on like one of its like eyelets.
Ugh.
Like rah 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 rah, trying to like bite it off.
How many
Yeah,
eyelets
like
do
they
they
will
have?
like gnaw it off. All right, but about that time we've got a claw coming at Smash.
You got an axe. That's all.
All right, and all right. So the claw comes down. It's just about to give you the best haircut ever, and like you duck at exactly the right time, and the claw comes smashing down on part of the ledge. Bam! All right. Now when that happens, all right. So you've got a crab claw that kind of bashes right about here. You duck and take no damage from that. All right, you dodge it. But when that happens, this almost seems like it's almost like busted through the transparent wall that was there. All of a sudden you see steam, like boiling water now. It's like rushing into your area. Okay?
Oh, is this the weird 10%
All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people like
It's
kind
the
of in that
midday
area.
thing. It happens every midday.
All right. It does. All right. So right this second, all right. Smash roll a 20-sided for a saving throw versus. And I guess this would be
Boiling
like
water?
boiling water.
I
Yeah.
don't like that thing.
All right. Cool. You take 6 points of damage. This boiling hot water flows into the top of you. Janie, why don't you roll for Zeus? Roll 15
Oh,
or
I didn't
better.
know. I thought we did.
16.
All right. Cool. All right. So they take 4 points of damage. All right. Apollo.
And they don't die.
Roll for
Okay.
Apollo, dude.
I didn't know what that.
What was that? 19.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. So they both take 4 points of damage from boiling water.
Now, are you keeping track of this?
I am. I have
Okay.
to hit
Well, I'm at
points.
52
12 and
now, which is
16
kind of
right
like B52. Just
All right,
once
but
made
then
that
we
song
also
a lot
have
to do,
Janu roll a save versus the boiling water rushing into your area.
So what, high?
Roll high for a saving area, 15 or better normally. And I say that I've actually got like
Sorry if it's bothering you.
any rings of protection would play into this also.
15?
That's a bank. All right, cool. So you would take half damage. So you take 4 points of damage from boiling water. I think it's dispelled by the time it gets to like Julio's range. So I think you're in the clear. All right. So, but then that was the first crab attack. It was a great miss. And
Oh my
so,
God.
right? Oh yeah, the things that happen when people miss. So then we got another
Yours
crab
is
claw
really
coming
good.
down on top of Janu for a legit hit. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that's all the book.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I just rolled a 20.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Max damage is 18. You just took 36 points of damage from a claw.
Oh no.
Is that Janet?
Four.
You're at -4. Janu
Wow,
falls
where'd your
and
inputs
is
go?
bleeding now.
I can't believe I'm not going to be able to hit anything.
It may go into somebody else giving you a potion or something because they can't get you up to do
I've got a
something.
potion of healing, but
Don't do you any good. I
But
got one.
I didn't
no,
plan
it's
that.
just the one.
I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a
It's
20.
like that game that we played that hated me.
Well, I don't think it's quite like that.
No, it's not like that
It's
game.
not the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I
so
just really wanted to kill stuff today.
claw comes down on top of you, smashes your body. You feel like bones crushing.
Except I jump in front of her just as it hits her, and it hits me instead.
Well, it's her turn.
No,
Though.
life is full of disappointment.
No, but it is curious.
You're like, oh! You're not dead though. You're like
Because I've
dying,
got
right?
43 hit points.
So then Iram like jumps
Here, have a
in,
hit point.
bam,
Minus
and then you attack the crab, right?
Yeah.
So you take your sword,
Oh,
I
I
guess,
have to roll.
with your attack.
I'll do my magic sword.
All right, cool. You're attacking with your magic sword.
14.
She's gonna fart.
14. That sounds like a hit. That is a
That's a
hit.
fart.
All right, so you slash at it with your sword
8.
for 8 points. All right, damage. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not very good.
Oh, well, it's better than nothing. Alright, so, alright, cool. So you slash at it with your sword, that blue acre kind of like floats out and you see it like kind of riding on like the water, like, as smash.
You got.
Bless you again.
Bless it, art now.
What
Those
you get?
minis are dusty.
Alright, so smash.
Yeah. What's happening?
Alright, right this second, it looks like the
Someone's
crab's like
died.
kind of put a claw on top, tried to hit you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Broke through the watery wall that is boiling water that like spilled in on top of you. Everybody kind of take a little bit of damage from that. And then another claw came down on Janu and kind of is crushing her body. Iram jumped in and hit the crab. The crab's claws kind of like loosening, like like, why would you hit me? Like,
Aha!
yeah, right on. And Iram's up there in the fray as another target. So your turn.
I'm just gonna just straight up axe it.
Accent a question?
Axe it the question.
I gotta ask this thing a
I gotta
question.
axe it some serious stuff.
You want to live or you want to die?
It's 16.
All right, 16. I think that's a hit with your Thagger.
Yeah, my factor
All right.
is.
Yes, indeed. All right. So you rush in. You take your axe and slash into like one of the crab's appendages, like right into his second. Roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Appendages.
It's like lead press on limbs. We got lead press on appendages.
Available in a
That's
cornucopia
something I need more of as I
colors.
grow older.
There's bird sienna, red, blue, green,
16
and
points of damage.
paisley.
Well, I'm about to do Paisley 16 points of damage.
Paisley 16 points of
And
damage.
whatever color you can find only in the 96 pack, did that.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you rush in with your axe. You kind of like cut it up the center of it and like put this big old crazy spike of like cracked shell like in the crab.
Mm-hmm.
It's like looking around with like its one appendage is like a Zeus and Apollo are kind of still, or Apollo at least is like gnawing on the appendage, like looking around. And then Jeno, you are down right this second. All right, cool. And then Julio.
Get up. Well, first of all, the ongoing heat metal spell
Does
3 points of damage.
Ah! The crab screams as it takes 3 points of damage from round 2 of fire damage. All right, cool. Or from heat metal spell. And then you yourself.
And I'm going to go over to Janu and cast Cure Light Wounds.
All right, you go over and cast Cure Light Wounds. And
I roll 5 plus 1 is 6.
all right, 5. Let me roll that also. So 5 plus. Let's see, 5. All right, cool. You rolled better than me.
So
All right, cool.
you got back 6.
All right, so you get back 6. So you're now 2 hit points, and you are conscious, and you can take an action next turn.
Okay, maybe drink a
Alright,
healing
awesome.
potion before
Alright,
you
so
try and attack the crowd
That was
again.
Julio's turn.
Good
Solstice.
idea.
Yeah.
Have a healing
You're like,
potion.
oh, I'm recovering. Oh my gosh, this crab's all over me.
Preemptive strike.
I'm ready
I want
to do
you
the thing.
to
Take the healing potion before you
a
get it.
minute. I see Janu fall.
All right, you saw Janu fall.
I see Janu fall, and I go berserker mode, just like I do with my dogs, because you are my bitch. And I start running.
Damn.
Oh wait, you were playing music and then you went berserker mode.
Right.
So
and,
this is my
and,
spit time. Got it.
and I run over.
Whoa.
I run over, and as I run, I throw whatever instrument I'm playing after lunch.
You throw your magical loot at the head of the crab.
Yes, because it's not.
Roll a 20-sided. All right. So you're like, no.
An 8. And I roll
No! Your loot flies right past the head of the crab and starts floating up to the top of the whole White Plume Mountain. You start feeling this like pressure building as the lava hits the water and the water starts to boil and like there's this as your loot's now like caught in it, like kind of bobbing up to the top of like this steam covered thing that's about to explode out the top of White Plume.
And
about that time.
And I give her a healing potion about the same time that Julio kind of does.
Alright, you're like, here, take this potion.
I don't even say, I think I just guzzle it on her.
This is
I
hilarious.
throw.
Like, here's my loot, and here's a healing potion. Cool. Alright, and then Athena, what did you want to do?
Donkey Shepherd, help me!
Please help me, please. Like, say please.
No.
It's always better when people say please. Alright, and then Athena, please.
Don't
Please.
smell you too.
Don't be telling me.
Oh my god, I see this utter chaos. And I were to cast a light spell, could I potentially blind the crab?
Alright, a light spell on the... Alright, one of the crab's eyes has been eaten by the
Could I
dogs at this
blind his
point.
other eye?
And so you're like, ooh, that's the one it can see to hit with. And so you cast a light spell targeted on the eye. Now this is a called shot. And since we're doing Let's Read the Spell Night, let's all read the spell.
Well, there's a question though, right?
Light.
You say...
It's a clerical spell, first level. Where are you?
Could
Alright.
I blind it though?
No, I think that's a legit thing. It's just like there's some weird dynamics.
I've blinded a creature
So-
before with light, so I think I could do it again. The
We
first
use
adventure
level
was
wizard
based
spell.
on the with the thing.
All right, here we go.
I blinded
This spell causes a luminous glow within 20 feet of the spell's center. The area of light that's thus caused is equal in brightness to torch light. Objects in darkness beyond the sphere can be seen at best as vague, shadowy shapes. The spell is centered on a point selected by the caster, and she must have a line of sight or unobstructed path to that point when the spell is cast. Which you do.
I could peek around the door and cast it directly in front of its eyeball.
Light can spring from air, rock, metal, wood, or almost any similar substance. The effect is immobile unless it is specifically centered on a movable object or mobile creature.
Like its eyeball.
If this spell is cast upon a creature, any applicable magical resistance and saving throws must be... Alright, so it gets a saving throw. Right, successful resistance negates the spell, while successful saving throw indicates the spell is centered immediately behind the creature, rather than upon the creature itself. A light spell centered on the visual organs of a creature blinds it, reducing its attack and saving throw rolls by 4, and worsening its armor class by 4. Caster can extinguish the light at any time by uttering a single word. Alright, so I would think it gets a saving throw. So that's the first part of this, right? Because you're going called shot on its eyes, right?
And you go, Illuminatus.
It made its saving throw.
Alright.
Yeah, that's
Now,
Right.
Try next
But
time.
if it had not made its saving throw, then that would have taken effect. It would have increased its armor class by 4, making it easier for everybody to hit it, and it would have blinded it, giving it a -4 to its attack.
Okay, so
It
maybe
just happened to
something.
make it safe.
Maybe something to try again next time.
Yes, this is a really good idea.
Okay.
It just
Just
did not work out this time.
Maybe something to
Don't
try again
forget
next
that
turn.
for next time.
I'm
Alright,
gonna go to the
and-
bathroom real quick.
Are you okay? Alright, so,
Flower's not.
I know, right? So there's a crab. It's got its claw. It missed Smash last time. It's got one little appendage that can go, you're over there, and it tries to hit you. And it hits you.
Oh,
Alright,
bastard.
for 1, 2,
I have
3
time
of
to
these.
utter the word bastard before I get
Crap.
to
10, 11, 12. So it does 12 points of damage to Smash.
that. That's hurting.
As a claw comes in, bam, bash. Alright, it also still has its other claw, although it's still kind of taking the heat damage, right, from
the claw.
the band, right? And I'm guessing that's, alright, Janu is up, but it thinks you're dead. Alright, so who is the next closest target? I'm thinking,
Me?
I think Irem.
Well, I mean, it could be me since I moved in to cure.
Right on, Irem's got shiny.
Ah.
Shiny! It's a giant crab, right? So, alright.
So it's a Ravenclaw.
It is a
Oh my god, no.
Alright, it comes in at Irem. Irem jumps over the top of the claws. The claw
That's right.
smashes underneath your feet, and it's now your turn.
Where's my
I don't know.
Smash the
Do
claw.
that stuff. There you go.
5.
Oh crap! You try and stab it with your sword, and somehow it like ends up in like a weird, strange way where it's like you miss it all over the place, like this water stuff going on. And then smash.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming down with a claw. It's going to try and hit you again, but when I say that, actually, one thing I forgot. There's still that boiling water that's coming in through that entrance that got entered into, right? So everybody in this area,
Oh shit.
I know, right?
Wait a minute.
All right. So,
I was okay.
all right. So we got. Actually, it's just 2 points of damage. All right, Julio, you take 2 points of damage.
Does my ring of fire protection do
It
anything?
reduces it by half, so you take 1.
Ooh, I have one of those.
All right, Ira, you take 1 point of damage.
I
Yeah.
have a ring of
Here,
fire
the-
protection.
Right, it reduces it to 1, so half the damage.
Obviously.
Pretty much everyone.
Janu, you
should
take
have
1
a
point of
fire
you take 1 point of
resistance
damage.
I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it, so you take 2 points of damage.
I mean, I don't see ring of
But you
fire
get that- you
protection
get
on
2.
here. Do you?
But you get
I
1
can
point
stand
back
beside
simply
her.
for wishful thinking.
I could stand beside her. It extends 10 feet, doesn't it?
You need a ring of fire resistance.
I'm saying.
So,
I'm beside you
but
guys.
you were at, how many points were you at?
2.
When we went to save the
No,
princess, we
because
all
I did
got
the healing
fire
potion.
protection
Oh,
and
yeah.
all
But
got
I
fire.
don't know how many. I don't know how many hit points I got back for the healing potion.
Yeah, we don't know how to do it.
4.
No, it's-
4
Yep.
more? Okay.
You get 4 back, and
You're
then you
at
take 2
6,
from the
and
fire.
minus
So you
2,
got 2 up,
four.
and you can do something this time.
So
Like drink a healing
Right.
So I
potion.
add 4 and subtract
Add 4 and
2.
subtract 2. I missed.
So,
Alright,
so you're at 4 right now.
Yeah,
you're
at
at 4 right now. Alright, so then smash, you take
2 damage,
you
right?
take 2 damage, right,
Right.
from boiling water.
Mhm.
Iron took her damage. Dogs also take 2 points of damage.
All I
Do I
can
take
think of
damage?
is boiling water and crab. That's all I
You
can
would
think
also take 2 points of damage, yes.
of. And then
Alright,
I
cool.
want to ask where the
What
butter sauce
damage
is.
did you give
No,
There
that's
has
cool.
to be a vat of butter sauce.
Yeah, you have the ring of fire resistance. You only take 1.
Your granny lied!
I'd rather be
Shiny!
Where are y'all getting this from?
Moana. Who?
I'd rather be.
Rwanda.
Wait.
Moana.
Oh, Moana the movie. Okay,
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know
Alright,
that.
so now is it Smash's turn?
Yes. it was
Okay,
about
alright,
before
cool,
you
alright.
tried to kill me.
Right, sorry about
But
that.
yeah.
It's my job, sort of. Alright,
No, we got
okay. It's a weird encounter.
Oh, the first attack was a complete miss. I rolled a 4.
Alright, so you missed the crab. This is your 1 attack round now?
Yeah, I believe
Alright.
me. I've
So
never had them,
you-
but I'm sure if I didn't have them
You
anymore, I
rush
would not
in, you
miss
take
them.
your axe, you slam it down, like the crab moves out of the way just in time. It's just about to like try and like snap your face off when Janu.
Wait, I got one more roll. I got 2 attacks.
Oh, you get two. Is it your
Yeah, the last attack I got
Okay,
1.
alright, go for it, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so another attack. Bam!
Rotation.
Alright, today we're playing D&D, man.
Nah.
You wanna jump in?
The rest of the
That was
encounter.
terrible. That was terrible.
No.
Alright, cool, man.
I
Alright,
didn't know
alright,
it
so
I rolled a 9.
9. Alright, that's another miss. Alright,
Yeah.
so
I'm sorry.
alright, your axe
Yeah,
comes to the other
noise.
side. Crab moves out of the way. No problem. And you miss. Alright, then Janu.
I love him.
Yeah.
6 people talking in a room is enough.
Can't do the noise. I won't.
It's your turn. And you've got enough hit points to take an action
Can
against
I
it or
keep
attack
up
it.
and listen
We're
to
gonna
my
consider
mom?
this your 2 attack round. if
How
you want
bad
to.
does the crab look?
The crab's
If I were to
looking
put it on with no
up over
vote.
half
I'd say she's
down.
envious.
Got smashes all around it. It's taking 50 points of damage and it's looking about
It's
half down.
825.
That's cool. This could be.
Well, I thought it was a
The
jewelry
thing.
box. A little ballerina.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Alright, so you rush in. I'm going to give you 2 attacks this round. You would be looking at.
This is a karaoke version.
It looks like an 8 or better.
Well, hold
Where you
on
are,
till we get in the car.
To the karaoke.
I got a 13 and a
Hit.
3.
Alright, so the 13's a hit. Damage.
16.
Roar! 16 points of damage. Oh,
All right,
that's
for
awesome.
at
got
least
an
a couple
8 plus
points.
8.
That's awesome. So 13, 6, 4, 7. Oh, math. Oh, gosh. It's the thing I'm not good at. Alright, cool. So you can count to 4.
You can only count to
I
4.
can subdivide.
You can only
Yeah.
count to 4.
So you come into it with your axe, you slash it up on the top, and like the one little eye nodule that like, you know, the dogs are like still on top of it, like biting and gnawing off the thing, right? You like slam your axe like right in, and just about that time it kind of like loosens up the eye nodule, and like Zeus just grabs it and pulls it off, so the whole thing's blind now, like so it doesn't even have like, it's got a -4 to hit because like it can't see anymore, because you killed like both of its eye nodules. So then Julio,
No.
raw.
Okay, first off, the heat metal does.
Heat metal does. Right, and this is round
5.
3. This is round 3. Alright, so 5 points of damage to that guy. It's 32. Alright, cool. Alright, sorry.
Janu still looks a rather.
Janu's looking rough, but I'm gonna kill this thing.
Yeah, you got a good hit.
I want to do another cure light wounds on
Another
Janu.
cute letter. Awesome.
I rolled 8 plus 1 is 9.
8 plus 1 is 9. That's the max. Alright. Oh, I rolled 8 too. Holy crap. I was thinking yesterday. Alright, so you get 9 back. Alright, and then Solstice.
I attack with my
Roar. Long sword, so long bow.
short sword.
Alright, you take your short sword and you lash into the
Plus
crowd.
3.
I'm gonna gut you and eat you. I
And
like
get
your
a
leg.
4.
Hey,
That's
who
a
wants
miss.
to
All right.
attack?
Big dice
You
around
you
here.
take your sword, you slash at the crab, and the crab kind of jumps up, feeling the substance of it going through the boiling water, and you miss.
Just put it on 20 and just
Eleanor.
sit there for like 20 years.
Alright, sorry.
And then eventually, like the gravity will pull down on it. And
It
then
seems like you could do that like without waiting 20 years.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
blind.
Well, if you go somewhere where the gravity's a little like There is a
Since
variation
it's
in gravity.
one, I'm gonna come out and stand like in front of the door, not like on the platform.
Alright, you rush out, you're looking at the crab on the platform, you've got like, there are people all around on it flashing.
And I
Moving.
dagger it.
You
I
throw
would say
your
to
magic
go, like, not around
This
this type of stuff.
Normal
Say-
dagger.
say
Normal
more
dagger.
for like,
Okay,
like when you
cool.
go to like a
Alright,
convention or
so
something.
you
That's
would
what you
need
bring out.
I
a
put this right here.
14 or better to hit.
1987.
Looks like.
Okay, I got 11 and
At the old comic book store,
It either rolls
yeah,
a
we used to
2
have
or a 20.
back when you
All
were
the
in.
time.
18 is a hit. So one of your daggers slashes the crab like right in the midsection. It kind of goes down into like its mouth
now
area.
let's see what
For
that
you
is.
see more of this blue ichor kind of like slipping off into the water-esque kind of stuff around you.
And it took 2 points of damage.
Alright, 2 points of damage. Alright, cool. Alright, at this point, this is kind of weird, but you also see like more of like this invisible membrane around the ledge, kind of like collapse.
Membrane.
More boiling water kind of comes down in on everybody at this point. And everybody takes 4 points of damage from boiling water damage.
But if you
No
have
saves.
this, we have the ring
I was like,
fire.
if it's
If you have fire
12 points.
resistance, it's 2.
Okay.
Alright. But 4 for
Four
if
for
you have
everybody.
if you have a ring of fire resistance, you take 2
You
instead.
want a pillow?
Alright, so no saves
Yeah.
there. It's just gonna happen.
No, I'm good right now.
Alright, so then we got the crab. We got one of the arms coming down at smash.
I'll take a number 2 and up on you.
Oh crap, smash, you get hit for
What? No.
9, 10, 11 points of damage. As the claw tries to like grab your head, but you kind of throw your left shoulder up in front of it. It crushes part of your mail. Have you got plate mail? What were you-
Oh, I thought you were talking about male anatomy, but no, okay, yeah, good.
No, it's close. It's just your armor, not the jewels.
Definitely don't want crabs down there.
No, that's cool. All right, and then I'm thinking Iron's the next most vital person or most viral person comes down. Oh, and a crab comes down with like part of its claws. It tries to grab you. You jump out of the way. You grab your sword, and it's your turn.
I'll
It
whack
is
it.
you. All right, you whack it, just like a whack-a-mole. I'm gonna whack a crab. Bam! What'd you roll?
Wow.
All right, you rolled 12.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That would be a hit. Oh gosh, you actually hit it. All right, and then all right, cool. I take my sword and I hit that thing. You need to put some proficiencies in longsword so you can get 2 attacks per round.
What's 6 plus 6? 12.
All right, 6. That's 12. All right, bam. All right, you bash it for 12 points of damage. Oh my gosh, that puts it down into almost single digits. Bam. All right, so you slash it. More of the blood, weird ichor stuff floating in the water. More weird, strange bubbles going for the ceiling, and then smash. There's a crab in front of you.
No.
Kill the crabs.
That's the idea.
Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna kill him, and you would need a dun dun dun. It looks like you need a 10 or better.
Don't tell me that.
50-50, man. I'm sorry.
How about 16?
That's a hit. All right, so you slash it with your axe. Bam, bash, and then damage for your axe.
Okay. 14.
14 points. All right, cool. Whoa, it is still like it's still kicking. There's more of that blood. You see like its mouth kind of coming open, and you see like this weird strange like teeth of the crab start doing this weird strange jaws mechanical error thing, almost like it's I don't know, like a prop in a movie. And then Janu.
You're gonna fart the angler.
Janu, holding on to life itself with the help of Cure Light Wounds. Alright, you miss. Is this your 2 attack round or just 1? Alright,
Good job.
you try and slash at it, but the pain is just too much. Your eyes close. You feel the pain of the boiling water beneath you when Janu. Julio.
Well, let's do the heat metal.
Alright, heat metal. The
For
copper
another
plate.
4.
The heat metal burns for no. Ooh!
It's so funny.
The
that my
heat
parents'
metal.
rolls are the same as mine.
Burns for
Rich.
another
Only big piece
4
of land
points.
required
Yes.
for life.
The crab seems like it's kind of on the edge of life, and it kind of floats down and becomes unconscious on that note. There's like some heat metal on its limb, and
Is it floating? Is it just floating, or is it floating
it starts
up,
to
floating
just
down?
kind of float neutral, but no attack, no action, almost like it's gone unconscious.
Okay.
Then
so
I will
we can-
get out rope and
Rope.
and secure the crab so it does not float away.
You
So
try
why don't
and
we just
grab
go ahead
one
and
of the
kill it?
balls.
Because we got boiling water.
Wait, roll a 20-sided. Roll low.
And a big
This
crab.
is like a check for rope usage.
Y'all know what I'm saying?
10. Okay, cool.
Okay,
You grab the ball.
attack it while it's frozen, slit its throat, chop it up, and we
You
can
now
kill
have
it,
the crab
eat it.
lassoed to yourself.
Yeah, I'm not
Is it
necessarily
toxic?
expecting this thing weighs
There
up
are
to be able
certain
to
crabs that
That's
straight
cool.
it.
That's
Crabs kind
that are
of free
toxic,
floating
so I
in the
don't want
water.
I just don't want it
Just
floating away.
willy-nilly
That's
put stuff
cool.
in
I
my
want
mouth.
to slice off the claw.
Agree on that.
Alright,
Yeah.
Solstice goes,
Get
I
out of
know
the
what to
t-shirt.
do, and grab
Don't
the
wanna
sword
just
and
willy-nilly
tries to
put stuff
slash
in my
off his
mouth.
claw. Roll
That's right, when
20-sided.
I'm not
You got a
gay,
big
it's
plus
$20
because like
$20.
it's anime. What'd you roll? 1?
3.
You miss it, but you won't hurt yourself. You're like, I know it's over there!
Yeah.
Like slip back. You just don't hit it. You like hit the rock on the ground and you're like,
I got it!
no, it's over there, isn't it? Alright, and Athena, you're just I know I hit this thing if it stays still.
We're having a
It's
crabby
floating
day.
in the water, it's really hard to hit.
While it's prone, I walk up to it with my +3 dagger and
That's what's up.
I don't know, just like stab it in
It's your
general.
end.
That's
Alright,
right. Stabby,
alright, cool.
stabby with the
You
dagger.
got
Not,
it.
not like anywhere specific, just like in general.
Alright,
Just
because it's,
Stabby, stabby.
because it's unconscious, you get a +10 to hit it.
A plus 10!
You asked. Alright, so
And I missed it!
you need
And
a
I got a 12.
You've hit it. You
I
need
stab
a
it with
4
my-
or better.
I stab it. It takes 4 points of damage.
I've
from
done
me
4
stabbing
points.
it.
Alright, alright, it's now bleeding out and it will die in 6 rounds
Mm.
unless somebody does something else. It would be its turn, but it's over. Although the boiling water thing is still coming in.
Yeah, we don't need
Alright, so like it's still kind of like coming in. Everybody takes 2 points. If you got a fire resistance ring, you take 1 point.
Alright, do we do turns? We're gonna keep doing turns as normal.
We could do that one more time, I guess. All
Well,
right,
because
so
I just want to get out of the way.
that's cool. All right, so Iram, what did you want to do? The crab is burning. It's been hit. It's dying. It's bleeding out in the water.
Get that bracelet.
But I mean, unless you think we
I
can get
know,
crab
right?
and but
After
you
he
got a crab
cuts
on the
off-
rope, don't you?
I got the crab on the rope so it won't float away. That's
So,
about it.
okay. So we can get out of the way of the boiling water, just keep the crab on the rope,
Right,
because I want to eat it.
right. And actually, I guess I should try and now that
So
this,
should I help? Can I help you with the
All right,
rope?
so
Or is it
now
like-
that-
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a regular
Regular
rope.
rope. Okay. So I'm gonna help him with the rope, pulling this crab off this back this way.
all right. So you got the rope. You're kind of help. All right, so
I'm helping
Smash and
him,
Julio, y'all are
Yeah.
pulling the crab in.
Yeah.
All right, so you kind of pull the crab in this way. The membrane that was like sort of like the aquarium-esque water thing has now been busted. All the water's kind of like going down, so nobody's got to take damage from boiling water anymore. All right, so all that's kind of done. You guys grab the crab, you kind of pull it in, and to the north of here, everybody roll a wisdom check.
Oof.
Failed
You,
miserably.
I chose wisely. I rolled a 3.
I got below my wisdom.
I drank out of the right cup.
That's cool.
I got
I'll
below
face it,
my
All right,
wisdom.
so, all right, so if you made it, what you see on the far side
Mm-hmm.
of the
Gary
this
Larson?
whole thing
Oh,
is a
not
heavy
that far.
I
chest
used to love him.
firmly attached to the floor. This is all
I
it is.
pictured the trident in
You
there.
know what I want is a firm chest
Still makes me laugh.
attached to the
I
floor.
bet you the trident is in that chest.
Yeah.
No, you don't bet me because I don't take the bet.
A boss crab, and
So
that
you
has stuff to
see
do with water, so I
on
bet
the
you the
north-
trident's in there.
Leg over here.
Now, how are we
the
gonna
firm
get that?
chest.
I don't know, but
Oh, so it's
hey.
on the other side of the hot
It's
water.
on the other side of the hot lava.
Well, I
However,
take my grappling hook
I thought it was
all right, you take your grappling
and
hook
I go on
Water
over
off
there.
and you try and throw your grappling hook to the chest.
No, I just throw it over on the ledge and then I crawl over.
Is
along
there
with my
something
rope.
that you can attach the
Isn't there?
grappling hook? I don't know.
Usually there is. Some
This
craggy
sort of
rock.
is a spatial.
The crab's been pulled in the other way.
This is what?
Some
what
sort
this
of
is a bubble
craggy,
floating thing.
some
Okay.
sort of craggy rock, and I put my grapple hook
All right,
on.
so we're all
You
back.
roll a 20-sided.
Yes, a craggy rock,
Roll
I
it.
like crabby rock.
15.
You throw your grappling hook across, it kind of like hits the ground, you kind of pull it in, try and catch the chest, and you're not able to.
Oh,
All right?
Anybody have like hover, like?
Oh, I've got my jump thing. I
Your
can
jump
jump
thing.
30,
Oh my
30
gosh.
feet forward.
All right,
Hold
so
on.
you put on your ring of jumping,
Yeah. Where is
And-
it? How far does
That's
it go?
actually useful.
Everybody sees
I never
Iram
used-
jump across the cavern
Yes, and off I go.
to the
Whoa.
chest. You are now at
Did you not put it on here?
No, it should be under like
Ring
magazine.
of jumping.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
I
go.
can jump. Okay.
Make it up. You jump across the cavern with your ring of jumping and land appropriately in like a Halo-esque manner
And I open the chest.
next to the chest. All right, and you open up the chest.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a 20.
6.
Okay. You try and open up the chest and find it difficult.
I use my long
It's like, ugh! And then you grab your longsword and you try and roll a 20 side. This is an attack roll. Roll high.
7.
Your longsword comes down in a weird, strange manner, and you take 1 point of damage. It's like it hits and reverberates some weird way.
I know what you should do.
All right,
Jump
smash.
across.
What did you want to do? You see Iramis jump across the cavern, hit
Yeah,
the chest
I
with a
know
sword,
I-
and nothing happened.
Okay,
How
investigating
heavy
this.
is it?
The chest is way over there though. Still,
Who would
it's
know?
not, and she didn't come make it back with the chest.
Right, she's jumped across the cavern. She's right
Okay.
next to the chest. She hit it with a sword
I
and
mean-
was like, "Ow!"
There's not a lot I can do unless
You
I.
just hit it the wrong way.
No,
like-
I can't. I don't have no.
I can throw you one my rope and you can
Well, I got rope. I got plenty of rope, so
Okay.
we could. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I'll throw some rope across to you. We'll
And
tie a
I'll
little.
tie it onto a
We'll tie us a
All
little.
right, you rush. You
thing,
or roll 20 sided to throw your
configuration,
rope. Roll low
configuration.
for rope use.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not good. That wasn't
Roll
good.
it
You
Wait,
throw
that
your
was
rope.
only 10
it
feet. I got
goes,
40
"Ah!"
I got 40 more.
All right, you're like, I'll try again.
Anybody else got some rope?
All right, and
Yeah,
about
I
that
got
time,
rope.
You can try it. You can try
Janu,
it.
did you want to take an action as Smash is retrieving his rope? He did not do what he
I
wanted to do.
assist.
You're like, yes, I will assist your rope
Assist.
usage. And did you want to throw another rope or just...
Yeah, I got a rope.
Okay,
You got a rope.
you throw a rope.
Got a
Roll
rope.
20 sided. Roll low for
I
I
rope
got iron
usage.
spikes. I've got some rations.
Well,
I've
that's
got
cool.
a large sack.
You could try and
Hey!
you could try and throw that large sack of your iron spikes with the rope across the iron. Roll low.
Oh, I got a 14.
A 14. All right, so your rope goes. Woo!
Is this my 2-try round?
No.
This is
Your rope falls down into the cavern, and then Julio.
Well, I only put one
You're
part
pulling.
of it.
Yeah,
You're
we're
pulling
all
back.
this
It's
while
cool.
she's singing. I want
You're
to be
getting
a
all ready for,
cowboy,
for another
baby.
try.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Basically, I'm gonna. Well, let's see here. At this
Got some
point,
rope. You got some rope. Oh no! Now it's like the rope fail, rope fail, rope fail.
Where's Mr. Roper when you need him?
Don't knock.
Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you.
okay, the heat metal does another 2 points.
Oh, right on. All right, so the crab continues to die beyond diage. All right, awesome.
Diage?
And then, what was it? -6. Now it's at -8. But this is this turn. Wait, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5th round.
So, we won't even worry about it if it actually somehow manages to revive. But
It's-
technically, the saving throw would also.
Okay,
kick
all right,
in
cool.
here.
Yeah, it failed. So it's floating in the water.
So
It's
basically,
got
the arm
thrown.
is disabled.
You're right. There's heat coming off of the bracelet now.
If I remember correctly, I can end the spell. So
Yes.
after it's done its damage, I'm going to end the spell and try to grab that thing and pull it off.
All right. So you end the spell, grab the thing, and try and pull the bracelet off.
If it looks like I can pull the bracelet off, otherwise I'll try to pull the claw off the
You put your
trap.
hands near the bracelet, and you're like, ooh, that's still hot. This turn.
Okay.
You're like, oh. All right, but the
What's
crab's close.
I'm very good with that. So. Okay.
Well, I can still try to pull the crab
Can't we just
claw the crab to see if I can pull the claw off the crab.
crab down like a bridge?
Oh, say that one more time.
I'm gonna try to pull the claw off the
Oh, I see what
crab.
you're saying.
now that
Use the
it's
crab as
dead.
a-
Oh.
As a cloak.
No, just like
You're gonna use your weapon to assist.
yeah.
It doesn't have deep. The,
I will smash it with my
You're like,
mace.
it's not coming right, and you're like, bam, bam.
I can smash the base of the claw with my mace.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you bash the claw with your mace, you pull the whole claw
Oh,
off.
not that
You're able to, like, you now see it like floating, but it's still emanating like heat. You think if you touched it, it would hurt
I
you.
do because I'm hilarious.
This turn. So, but it's still in like the hot water too. So if you wait a turn or two, like you'd be like, oh yeah, I could get that bracelet.
When you were in school,
Okay,
did you
cool.
ever have to write
But
on
yeah,
something
claws
while
off.
talking class?
Yes.
Crab takes damage. It's now dead.
I also wrote one time and got
That is
kicked out of
good.
school for 10
All right,
days.
cool.
We should have
Alright,
a game like
so
So
this.
crab is done. Bracelets kind of in play. Fluid.
Crab is cooking.
High school again?
Crab is cooking, and the bracelets
Most
on the
likely
way.
to.
Alright.
Okay.
So,
And solstice.
If I wasn't saying it, I would just write it down. But
oh well, I'll,
Yeah.
I don't do much of anything.
Okay, you're
'cause
like
I don't
looking
know what else to
at you're
do.
looking at the chest across the way. Someone throw a rope.
Jessica,
I
I
guess
know
I
what you should do.
And I was like, we should
Or
do
you should
like
jump
a-
back across,
like a family
grab
reunion,
Solstice,
but
jump
like
back over there, and
Newberry.
just pick locks.
yeah, I just
Just
want to
as
that's a good
a
idea. But you know what? I
suggestion.
want to be Steve Harvey. Okay, can I be Steve
I
Harvey?
thought Heather Hawkins should be Steve.
Oh, yeah.
You would know.
I would guess all
Did you want to
right.
throw like a rope over to the to
Yeah.
help?
She's
Okay.
I got it
to
too.
be a DJ on WJ.
Oh my God, that's awesome! You take your grappling hook with your rope. You're like woo woo woo.
Right.
You literally nail the freaking chest with your grappling hook, and you can like tug on it, and you're like, I got this.
Alright.
I have
Did you want to drag it? Did you want to pull it?
Iron?
They were like,
Want me to
"I'm
pull
sorry."
it?
What?
You want me to pull the chest?
She got the grappling hook
One
on
of
her on the
moons
chest.
back when it was Blue Moon.
Yeah, I guess
And a
let's
lot
reel it
didn't,
in.
and we're like,
Alright, we reel it in.
I remember.
Y'all reel it in together, and now you have the
I had
chest
been drinking.
on the ledge with
pick
yourself.
locks.
All right.
Alright, I pick a lock.
I just walked in.
All right, roll
Alex
20 side.
Loveless was like,
12.
she's
I used
That's
to
cool.
do that in the Tippins
All right,
back
cool.
in
So
the
you,
day,
you
like,
pick the
we would-
lock on the
No,
chest,
Tippins 2 actually, whatever it's called.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
and
And I used to go in there all the time.
you open up the
I'd look and see
chest.
somebody and
Yes.
it was like,
All right, inside the chest you find treasure.
Okay.
they did
All right,
I
and
need to write this down, or
For-
Iron, if you want to write it down.
for ease of play, what I discovered was easier last time was to go ahead and pre-divide it by the number of party members.
Okay.
Okay.
So everyone gets 200 gold pieces in a sack.
Okay.
Okay.
200 gold pieces and one sack.
And one sack. Everybody also gets.
Large sack or small sack?
Oh, that's a good question. It says.
well, if it's 2, well,
It says small sacks,
small.
but I'm not sure how your 200 gold pieces fits in a small sack.
gold in
But it does.
sack.
Okay.
There's 10
What
little
else?
slides.
So everybody gets 200 gold pieces in a small sack.
Small sack.
Okay. You also end up with. Oh God. 1 gem worth 1,000 gold pieces. All right, divided 6 ways. Obviously, everybody gets 1 gem.
Jim.
Divided right. It's worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Well, that's truly outrageous.
It's
Exactly.
outrageous and
Yes.
ridiculous,
Thank you.
and taking some artistic
Somebody
liberties with the original module. Obviously. All right. Now there are also. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to divide this by 6. All right, everybody gets 500 gold pieces and strange other gems.
Other gems. So,
500 gold pieces each and other gems.
okay.
That seems legit. Now then there are things you may have to decide. Okay.
I'm just writing it all down with
Alright,
gems
So
worth.
what do you have so far?
It was my understanding that there would be
What?
no math.
What do you have so far?
In terms of what?
Treasure.
Treasure?
200 gold pieces in a small sack.
Wherever your heart
Right.
is.
A gem worth 1,000 gold pieces
And
and
then-
500 gold pieces in miscellaneous gems.
Perfect.
I don't know. I'm just adding it all together
No, that's
under
cool.
the thing.
Right now, this is the part you may have to decide, or you just may want to like sell to something else later. You have 1. Somebody can decide. Ring of infravision. Which I think everybody here already has.
Who's a
infravision.
We
human?
could sell it.
There's somebody
You
that
could probably sell
All right.
that.
Now let me mention this. All right. Patrick's character Karsh is human.
Oh, we're
There you
gonna
go.
have
Patrick's character.
Yep.
So somebody hold on. One person hold on to it
Oh,
for Patrick's
no.
character later.
Eleanor, you're in charge of that.
You're in
Alright.
charge
Okay.
of the ring.
All right. Now you also have
Ring of infravision for Patrick.
Let me
Right.
write that down.
All right. Karsh might get.
Hang on, Eleanor's writing.
Okay, that's cool. All right. So one person write down ring of infravision.
For Patrick.
Eleanor got that.
All right. Cool. All right. One person gets a luck stone.
Who can use it?
Let's
Okay.
find out.
What is it?
Luck.
Well,
Right?
I mean, I have an axe
Um,
called Lucky Charm.
Solstice meditates with Athena upon the stone for a long, long time to figure out what it is, obviously, because
They say it's nothing. And put
Because
it in her
there's-
pocket.
Our names are
there's not like a little note on it that says, I'm a luck stone. Right?
I mean, it would be lucky.
I don't know.
if
I
it
feel lucky
was.
to have found it.
It would be lucky.
I'm so lucky to know what this is.
Yeah, right. Be a lot
This
luckier
is
if
so
you
lucky
did.
of me.
All right.
Alright. H-I-J-K-L. Not really.
J-E-L-L-O. Oh,
Sorry. Looking for it.
sorry, I'm a little bit Tourette's.
Okay, Mozart.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's the best line is actually, you sit down and compose yourself, Mozart. That's my favorite one.
Man, he's a decomposing composer at this point.
Huh?
Is that from Napoleon Dynamite?
No, it's actually from
H-I-J-K-L.
From where?
from one of Eminem's raps.
Really? I don't know it. That's weird.
Well, it's one
Oh,
of the newer ones, too,
well,
where he's
snap.
doing
I don't see it actually in the DMG.
He got tired of people saying
Stone
he
of
fell
Good
off and
Luck.
all this,
Thank
and
you.
He came back with a vengeance and just did some.
Alright, anything else other than that?
When did it come out?
This magical stone is typically a bit of rough polished agate or similar material, or similar mineral.
Cool.
Its possessor gains a +1 or +5% where applicable on all dice rolls involving factors such as saving, slipping, dodging, etc. Whenever dice are rolled to find out whether the character suffers from some adverse happening.
Okay.
The luck does not affect attack or damage rolls or spell failure dice.
Okay.
When did it come out?
Additionally,
2020 and 2021.
the lucky stone gives the possessor a somewhere between +1 to 10 or -1 to 10 at the owner's option on rolls for determination of magical items or diversion or division of treasure.
Okay. Cool. So,
I need something around
but-
my eyes.
that's awesome. Alright, so does anyone want to bestow the luck stone upon someone who had extraordinarily bad luck
We
this
should give
adventure?
it. We should give it to Janu.
Everybody's looking at Janu going, you had some crappy luck.
Yeah.
Take
You
this.
got
Get
tricked.
some luck. Then the game will like you again.
What does it do again?
Alright, it gives you pluses. It gives you a +5% on percentage rolls or a +1, right? Otherwise,
Basically,
for
it helps out
adverse
with-
things.
Yeah, it helps out with,
Lucky Rock?
with saving or slipping or
Luck
dodging,
stone
but it
plus
does
one.
not affect attack or damage at all.
Right. So it's more like if you have to make, I don't know, a strength check or a dexterity check, it might give you a +1, i.e.
Is
like
it
an
gonna help
extra.
me not do crit fails?
That's what the plan is.
Sweet.
Well, actually, it wouldn't help on the crit fails, but
Don't tell her
Details
that.
are
Don't
as
tell her the one.
Details!
Yeah. Yeah, but if you roll a 2, it might make it a 3. Right? That's
But
basically
like I
what it
said, in summary, once again,
is. Right.
it'll make the game not hate you.
It'll make the game
hate you less.
hate you less.
You less. There we go.
Right. So you now have a luck stone +1.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And all right, and then we also have now
Thanks,
this.
everybody.
I would think this.
I feel like I got voted like
This next
worst-
thing.
worst player.
This next.
She immediately
No, just
dropped
worst
it.
die roller.
I got the worst die roller award this game. So, all right, there is also a wand of frost,
I don't want
Oh.
that. Well, no.
I think it's
which I think is like a mage thing. Actually,
Yeah.
we can check that for
Look
the
it up.
mage.
Wands usually are just magic users.
Sometimes wands are only
As
wizards.
far as I care, it's a freaking stick. Okay? It's just a stick.
I still think
You
it's
also get a
stick
random
that I
stick.
can freeze you with.
You get a cold
Probably
stick.
will.
It's a freezy stick.
Yeah, but if we got that freezy stick, then we can go back into there with the rolly room
You
and
could.
freeze it
You
down.
freeze the lava.
You could go, well, we don't need.
Oh, yeah.
Boiling
Yeah,
water.
Wand of Frost is a wizard
Why don't we freeze the
Only
crab and then
wand.
all right,
So
so
we'll have
dry frozen crab.
Athena is literally the only person in the party
Right.
that can use it.
I don't want a frozen crab now.
Alright, so Athena, you get a wand of frost.
Where do I put that?
Did you
On
ever hear
magic
that
items.
Mitch Hedberg part? Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
yeah.
like, but
Yep.
I mean,
I'm-
but
I'm
I
missing
don't.
so
I
much.
said
You
yeah.
have a
because
wand
I
of
might want
frost.
to play later.
And it has I think 17 charges, which is awesome.
Oh god, he's great.
Yeah, there are 3 things you can do with it. You only do one in any one round.
I didn't. Did he have it?
You can cast an ice storm, or wall of ice, or a cone of cold. The cone of cold costs 2 cents.
Alright, so anything that's fire.
Big moment, you know what I mean?
This could be
I
it could be a magic item.
Well, he told the
something
same
fire or heat metal.
Too
It
much.
could also be
He
used
said-
for
he said
damage
answer.
against
Oh, fuck it, I'll just tell all the
You know,
jokes.
creatures,
I'll tell
right?
them. Did he
So-
sit down and start telling
Here.
them?
ice storm,
So it was
Oh,
bad.
Ice
wow,
storm.
that's great.
So it was
That's
bad.
wonderful.
I just wrote it down.
wall of ice, or cone of cold.
That's
Like the wizard
Cut out
stuff.
Alright,
audience
cool.
reaction.
So wizard,
Just
so
watch.
wall of
You know,
ice,
you'd probably like
ice storm,
That's what I'm saying.
or
Oh, the
Cone of cold.
Or cone of
I-
cold.
All
I
of like
mean,
wizard
it's
spells,
just-
but cone of cold
you can
costs 2
tell-
charges.
okay, cool.
When
Cone
you're
of cold
just
is
like when
2
you,
charges.
why do they put
They
We end up with
laughs
a bunch of
in
stuff
the
that's
TV
hot,
shows,
and
you're
you
laughing
want to
at
think
jokes
about
that
your
aren't
wand
even
of frost.
funny. It's just,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
And
But
you
you're
got
not
your
getting real laughs
player's
off of it,
handbook
but
from
things
Godfather
are really
Phil.
funny.
Right, I have that
So
with
you
mine.
can
It's-
read that cone of
Mhm.
cold,
That's my
and
assessment,
then
but I mean,
ice
I'm-
storm, and wall
They
of
probably
ice.
this guy's high.
Right.
Okay, alright, cool.
But he's always high.
Alright, there is also
I got it.
dun dun dun.
I want to
I
know where
need-
the magic sword is.
Anybody got some
Or the
bad
trident.
some helping and
Wrapped
healing and all
in
this?
a
stuff?
length of velvet is the trident
What is
wave.
that? Velvet?
Can we sell the velvet?
You can sell this item according to the ransom notes you've seen for 10,000 gold pieces.
What?
But you would have to go back to Specularum and find the person to give you the money. However, in the meantime,
Put it in the bag of holding. We'll figure that out
I will
later.
read this and we can reread it next adventure.
I
Right?
will
But
guard it with my life.
Put
wave.
it in the bag of holding and we'll figure it out later.
Bag of holding.
All right.
We got one of those at some point. We're using it for party lift.
So we do have a bag of holding.
Stick it in the bag of holding
Oh
and figure
my.
it out
Who's
later.
got a bag of holding?
I do.
She has a bag of holding.
Oh no.
We got it from some
We're in
adventure. I
trouble
don't exactly remember when, but we're using it for party
Bag
lift.
of holding with
Tell you some stories about
620
bag of
gold
holding.
pieces
It's
in
just
it.
crazy.
Dang.
Why?
Wow.
I don't know. You could put people in there.
In the
So-
Someday Place Adventures, we
And
put
the
everything.
dragon!
We put dragons in that daggone thing. We did it
This
all.
is like, hey, we found a
It was
trident.
obviously beyond the rules,
Honestly, I've been
We did
updating
all
a lot of
kinds
your
of
character
stuff.
sheets, wondering how the hell are y'all carrying this around?
but I know. Well,
It's a
complaint,
bag of
complaint,
holding.
complaint.
But I don't want to do encumbrance. It's just too much work.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Well,
so
I mean, you could be reasonable. You could.
reasonable.
I mean, I
What's
put
the word I'm
10,
looking
and then
for?
I
That's
got.
not part of my
Honors-
job description here.
Honor
I also
system
have
is
5
reasonable.
jugs of quote magic water unquote. What the
I think
hell?
that's the ones we're not supposed to
Do
drink.
we not have a servant or something helping us
What
carry
are
this
magic?
You've got 2 elves outside going, ha 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 ha.
stuff? Yeah, they need. They hope they got some.
I didn't
good
even get to use the
cookies going.
voice tonight.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they go inside to die. Why?
And then we show up with like all 3 of the things, and they're just like,
That's why.
I mean, because I got. There's no way.
I want to see
wait,
the
wait,
look
wait,
on their
wait,
faces, but we show back up
After
with all
much
3 of the
meditation
things.
and pondering, you may discover this about the magical trident that is worth 10,000 gold pieces,
What does
named
it do?
Wave. Wave is a magical trident consecrated to the sea god Poseidon.
Ooh,
sounds awful
how'd I
Greek.
guess?
That sounds awful Greek.
Is it well, whoever the sea god of this world is?
It is. It has an alignment. It also says that. It says like or some other sea god. All right, but anyway,
I
Poseidon.
know. I wrote that.
Right.
I was Poseidon myself.
It has an alignment. Oh wait, I can't tell you that. Intelligence. Oh, I can't tell you that. Ego.
I'm
I can't tell you
gonna
that.
buy this module and read it!
Tune in later.
Oh my gosh.
Do you ever
Who
see
wants to touch the
Community?
trident?
Trident.
I do.
Trident and forget it.
It's got pointy things on it. I can't use it. So.
Okay, you're
I
like
don't
nah.
want to touch it. I have 7 hit
All right.
points.
I can't. I'm blowing.
Julio says nah, and Salsa says I'll carry it, and grabs the
You
trident.
mean you do have the
With
bag of
the
holding?
velvet.
Roll a wisdom check,
Oh, with velvet.
and when you touch the trident,
3.
cool. You hear a little voice in your head. Don't you want to worship Poseidon? He's a great god. He is all of the ocean.
He's not the donkey shepherd.
He's not the donkey ship, but he's greater than the donkey ship.
Ah!
Yes.
There.
Oh, watch out!
I dropped the trident.
Ah! So
I was gonna say you put it down before you waved.
This is doing some weird stuff, man.
Somebody else put it in the bag. Put it in the bag.
Alright, so you drop the trident. Alright, cool, you're in the
Well, I mean, actually, it might make sense because one of the things that Poseidon is the god of, besides the god of the sea, is he's the god of horses.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true.
She's the donkey.
He's got more water. Don't you want to touch me?
Why is
And
it so
caress
salty?
me with my 3 pointy sides?
Negative.
Maybe 4.
That's gross.
I'm not touching it.
Okay, you're not touching it. Soul
I
says,
did
like, I'm done.
We put it in the bag.
Alright,
We're
you
gonna do any kabuki anytime soon.
grab it with something that's not you,
That's velvet.
that's velvet, and you throw it, toss it in the bag.
Yes.
Alright,
Put
the
it in the
bag of
bag
holding.
holding. Put it in the bag
Stick it in the
holding.
bag of holding. Alright, cool. That's legit. Alright, so you now have wave the trident.
Do I write it down or?
Yeah, you can write it down. Wave it, and like I said, there are signs up all over the place in Spectral Arm. Please return my trident. I'm missing him.
With loss, please return to
Please, with love to Poseidon, please return this trident.
$17 reward.
10,000 gold pieces. Oh.
For information leading to the return.
2,000 gold
What's
for information
10,000
returning
divided
to
by
the-
6?
Right. So,
You know
alright,
that.
cool. So you now have wave
Well, it's
in a bag.
Alright.
Alright, cool. That was legit.
And this is a good place to stop, correct?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is good.
Alright, let me use the restroom.
It's like 300 and something.
We don't.
Yeah,
we
so
don't.
So, everyone gets
Wait, is it-
3,000 experience points.
Mm.
Alright, I know Athena can level,
Hello.
but we're going to put that off until we're done with this adventure, I think.
I want to level and get a specialty and quit rolling crit fail.
I'm going to
Rolling,
specialize
rolling,
in not rolling
Is
my
it
crap.
is it each? Is it
I
each
want
10,000?
I don't think it was your fault.
60?
I just rolled a 20 like right out.
Are we
my
like gonna
lungs.
camp and chill and
Munson, is the thing worth 10,000?
Well,
Is the trident worth 10,000?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Then we'd each get 600 and
Like,
It's mermaid.
16,066.
okay, we're going with that. Okay.
If we're
Not,
divided
that's
by
totally
six.
what it reminds me of. Just
like-
coincidentally.
Amoebas.
Well, no, because I guess it's like, it's all related because it studies
I'm just
You
explaining
mean-
math.
in
You mean
nature.
that
Are
is
you
that.
12 now or 13?
And
How old are you?
it's called, I guess, chaos.
13.
In other words, there's
13.
things that seem like they're
Explaining
not,
math to a
don't have
13.
patterns, but they
If
actually
more
do
people
and so
die, you'll make more money.
looking into it, and then there's, what's the word I'm looking
Or
for?
if someone's
A
not
representation.
here,
That's
Sure.
about as
Yeah.
malicious as I'm going to get
Look
as a
something
DM.
Or if someone's not here when we turn it in.
Right, or if somebody just doesn't show up for
And
the
if I
next
had to get
game.
my hands, I couldn't.
Right.
So show up to the
Yeah,
games, that's why you're
that's
not get
legit.
money.
That's
no,
cool.
that's pretty,
Turn to the games is not money.
Alright, so somebody needs to put wave on the
I
thing.
got wave trident on my
We've got
sheet.
Wanda Frost over here, and we've got Ring of Infravision for Karsh.
I
When
love
Karsh
it.
shows up.
I love it.
Next week is first Saturday.
Nice color scheme.
So we will actually do probably the same adventure, but
At the
With
store.
different
at the
people,
store with
possibly.
random people who show up.
Very
Yeah,
true.
so-
Okay.
okay. So if you guys want to do that, that's
What was
cool.
the last part?
Oh,
At
so
the store next
at the store next week because it's first Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
At 6 o'clock.
Uh-huh. Oh,
And
yeah.
then just on until
I might even
whenever.
be on time.
That'd be cool. Like randomly, I don't know if Robbie's
Or
gonna
I'll
make
just
it,
tell you
but he
I'm not
might.
coming and they come anyway.
Because he did say, hey, we might try and make it.
That'd
and
be
it's
neat.
not.
I think it'd be neat. I think it'd be a nice little thing. 'Cause I had never done it at the store. You know, that one time I was going to and I
Right
wasn't
on.
able to, but
No, that'd be cool. Patrick
Yeah.
made it last time, and it was a good adventure. We finished out Horror on the Hill, or the Hobgoblin King, depending on which version of that.
my
adventure you-
intention is to be there,
Cool.
and I don't see any,
Right.
what's the word I'm looking for? Any obstacles.
I will buy sodas.
Sodas.
I don't know.
Okay.
Mm.
Because I know that's later for y'all. So.
Do
Well-
you drink like
But
zero?
Ernest is coming.
I don't drink.
You don't drink
I
zero
don't
sodas.
drink. Well, I do drink sodas.
That's
I
what I'm
don't-
talking about.
Okay, I
I
thought
was
you
trying
meant
to say
you drink it.
zeros. I said zeros, like Coke Zero, Pepsi
Okay,
Zero, Bella Yellow Zero, whatever. That
Well,
kind of thing, the zero sugar thing.
If you're here next week, that's cool. If not, I may have them show up at the Sphinx at the beginning.
There's a spin.
Yep, and then just like
We're gonna start at the
X
gas
out
station.
wave. And it'll be
I know
like,
exactly, right?
Oh, well, somebody's already gotten that one, but you guys can go this way or
Right.
that way.
Right.
So this is a head
When we get together.
All right.
Right. So
Are we giving you a ride back or?
I'll have them pick left or right.
Bye, Buffy.
So,
Good to see y'all. Thank you so much. Are you sure the hair's not too much?
Good to see you.
cool. Thank y'all for coming and playing. I really enjoyed this. I really.
It really is.
Yeah, you too.
Cool.
Carrie, did you wanna? I'm gonna need my markers
Oh
back.
God, I forgot they were yours. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my gosh.
She said, excuse me while I take over yours.
Oh, and
so you
if you want to keep your dice for next time,
I'll
do
work on
we
it
have
next
more
time.
Ziploc bags if people want to keep their dice set
Yeah,
for next
let's get
time?
Well, I already put mine back in the bag because I didn't care.
All right, that's cool.
You don't
That's
want to
cool.
keep these.
You know, I don't mind.
Do you want these?
I was
I'm
a
just
bit.
saying they
Well,
didn't roll
this one
good.
was my low,
They all-
and this one was my high. So,
So keep all of them but that one.
but if it's a check,
Yeah, maybe keep them.
Maybe you get a bracelet with a luck stone
Let
in
me
it.
get a
Next thing you roll with that, it'll help. No, here, I'll put these, y'all. Contribute to
What
this.
you need is a glove of infinite luck stones.
you want new ones?
Well, you know where I told you where, huh? Well, now luck stones.
You know, an infinity
Oh.
gauntlet of luck stones.
I'm glad you got the gym
Here
reference.
you go.
You know, the gym is truly outrageous things. It's like, I don't know, people forgot about that one. I love this old stuff.
Well,
Gym is truly outrageous.
this is the one.
This is the one?
This is the one I found at the lake.
Oh, really?
You know
Did I
oh, the
write?
original, old
Look at
school,
that.
first edition, all that stuff.
Wow.
What's it got on there?
I mean, I've had it for a long time, but Kira said she's going to help me out with it. Magic.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
That's the
Like
one.
Walters.
And that's the one that turned me on this whole game. Yep.
I think my first one was
we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for this book.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about the comic book
Okay,
store.
I know that's still.
That's what we talked about last time. When we talked
I love you.
Thanks for coming, man. You want? You
Be
see
safe
it?
driving,
You see it?
Ernest.
Oh,
And
that's
share.
cool.
Be
That's
safe
Uncle
with the
Walter.
share as well.
Mhm.
And did
Yeah.
I show you this too?
You showed me some of it, yeah.
Yeah, man. See,
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember that. I remember the artwork.
Show him the succubus. He loves the
man, I'm telling you,
Oh yeah, I
like,
love this
if it
sucker.
had-
We talked about all this.
Beer here?
Oh, yeah,
Did
we
y'all
talked-
drink it, or?
Yeah, we talked about-
We'll drink it next game night.
We
Yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
the new drawings.
We talked
yeah,
about- me and
that was
Travis-
that,
I
yeah,
bet y'all talked about it.
yeah, we talked about
When you
that.
were like,
me and
well,
Travis talked about this.
We talked about that when we were 49 and 52, so it doesn't matter. You know, 48, 49, actually.
Is
I'll be 50.
Janie, you're running with Janie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You coming to my
If you come next week, you
semi-centennial
might hit the part that I
the
remember.
following
you
week, I
played
guess it is.
Oh,
when
really?
you were like 7.
All right.
It might be the 2 weeks.
But I'm going to Sam Bush.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Sam
is
Bush.
that
2
Saturday?
weeks after.
2 weeks
Cool.
after
All right,
that.
After the
We'll
first.
probably
16th.
still be there after that.
Okay.
Because
Call
the
them-
store
call
games
them,
run
can't miss
longer because we don't have to can it. Because
Your
of
work.
our, you know,
Oh,
church and
right.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. I'm not gonna
the
be
last
there.
one ran like 7 hours.
I'm not gonna be there long.
We're like, what?
Oh,
You get
if,
your birthday off.
y'all will still be there after I'm
Nice.
done with Sam Bush.
So,
Yeah, you
Maybe
go
I'll
see
stop
Sam
by.
Bush until 10 and stop by the shop. We'll probably have another
Yeah.
4 hours. or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Hey Buffy, I'll see you in if I don't see you next week, I'll see you in a couple of weeks after that on my semi-centennial
oh,
birthday.
that's
party
right. We're doing the
Yeah, do
we're
you,
doing Travis's 50th.
I'm gonna get inside of a cake. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna make him some pasties so he can go like that.
No, I will totally. Don't dare me to do stuff like that 'cause I will. Just like
Don't tempt him, or I
we
might
talking about that fearless thing. Well,
I might lick him if you make a big deal out of it.
I don't care what y'all do.
Actually, listen.
Well,
What?
Kira, let me know if you want me to bring anything.
Okay, I think y'all
That's
are
funny.
gonna like have
Yeah.
some finger foods and stuff, so.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
gonna
she
bring
said.
it.
And her food.
Surely.
And I'm gonna make a cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
God,
give it a
boy,
taste.
good.
I found the gelatinous
Let's get it.
cube.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Love
I
gelatinous
think
cubes.
it's a chocolate cake.
Here, buddy.
I said it's probably gonna help.
That's
No, because she only makes
Janu.
chocolate cake.
Hey man,
and this is.
what are you doing tomorrow
I wonder
afternoon?
if we can
I don't
make
know.
a chocolate pound cake.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna
give
look
me
at
a holler if
Oh,
I'm
okay,
here
so
for a few
you'll
more
find out
minutes.
in
We talk about it.
16.
All right. Well, right now I'm gonna use the
Good
bathroom
night.
and try to smoke
Good
cigarette
night, y'all.
after it. Good night. I'll see
Oh
you
my
later.
gosh, yeah. All right, love you, Bubby.
Love you too.
Woohoo! That was fun. That's cool. So
Okay. can
Yeah,
I
man.
believe that policeman gave me a ticket?
I know that.
How much was it?
What's his name?
It wasn't anything. She said just get your tags updated and it'll get dropped when you
You
come.
got a warning?
Oh, I forgot you were here filming.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is there an issue?
Damn, if I'd have known that, I would have been taking more clothes off.
No, it. Watch this.
I'm just gonna look at the calendar. I have to go on April 10th at 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah.